This episode of The Talking Dads is brought to you by Little Scholars Early Learning Center. Whether your family needs infant care, a preschool program, or before and after school care, Little Scholars' highly rated Step Up to Quality programs provide quality early childhood education at an affordable price. Visit www.littlescholars.net to get in contact with an enrollment specialist and schedule a tour of any of their 5 Lake County campuses. Here's the deal. Talking Dads fans are getting a little bonus right now. Mention that you heard about Little Scholars through our podcast when you tour and receive $25 off your registration fee.
All right. And I could definitely vouch for Little Scholars. I have a son that goes there. He loves it. He's happy every day to go to school. I got to say, it's a great place. Check it out. At least come take a tour.
Again, that's Little Scholars Early Learning Center, where children learn, play, and grow together.
In a world where moms continue to dominate parenting authority and a father's role is minimized in society, 2 dads take on the toughest parenting topics on a weekly basis, all while drinking bourbon. They are the Talking Dads.
All right. Welcome to another episode of The Talking Dads, episode number 12. I am Steve. This is Ian. We have the BlazeBite guys with us today. We have Jeff and Bryan. Welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome, guys.
Hey, how's
Glad
it going?
to be here.
Thanks for coming on. Again, Steve says episode number 12 of The Talking Dads. What we usually start out with a quick dad profile. So 30 seconds or less, which means however much time you want. Kind of give us a little rundown of who you guys are, and then we'll go from there.
You want to start?
Sure. My name's Jeff. I enjoy drinking bourbon.
Yes.
I have 3 children, 2 girls and a boy.
Nice.
So my daughter, she's the oldest. She's going to be 6 next month. I have another daughter that is 3, and my son is about 20 months.
Ooh. Oh, good for
3.
you.
So I went girl, boy, done.
Done. You getting
That's the key.
Already done.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Like right after?
It's starting to become a theme on our shows.
It is.
When we hit our deductible and our son was born in October, I'm like, we're already
Gotta
there.
do it.
Yeah.
Mine as well.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good
I like
move.
it.
Good move.
Good move.
I don't know what's stopping this guy. Well, this guy's going to keep going probably.
My wife wants to keep going.
Yeah, well,
Really?
naturally.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out. To be continued, I think, on that one.
Right.
We'll see. So I'm a dad. I've got 3 kids. I'm actually the opposite of Jeff. I've got 2 older boys and a little girl. And I've got a 4-year-old now, and he'll be 5 in June. I've got a 3-year-old, and then I've got a 1-year-old girl. So 2 boys and a girl.
Nice.
Literally like about 6 months behind Jeff. It's like every time you get a kid, my wife wanted to get
That's like
pregnant.
how we
or
are.
That's exactly how we are.
His
Yeah.
kids are, well, I guess Ben and Sloan are a
Ben and
little
Sloan
bit
are
closer.
like, 7 weeks apart or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
So, but
Very cool.
so 3 kids each.
Yeah.
So when you had, I'll start with you.
there's-
So when you had 2 girls,
Yes.
were you guys like, if you had a boy, would you have been done? Do you think? Or do you guys always think 3 was the number?
No, my wife thought we'd be done after 2. I was like, let's go for more. And I thought once the 3rd one came out and he was terrible and not sleeping, you kind of forget what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
After 2, you're like,
Like right when he came out?
yeah, right away.
He's like, this is awful.
Why are we doing this? I'm like, oh yeah, we got a boy. So I was really excited.
Yeah.
Like when the baby came out, because we found out with the first 2 that they were girls.
Mm-hmm.
And the 3rd one we just assumed was going to be a girl, and we're like, we'll be surprised. And we were, because when the baby came out, I'm like, holy shit, it's a boy. Jeff's like, no way, really? I'm like, yeah,
That's awesome.
And then you just laid on the bed and just got snipped right there.
pretty much.
Knock him up
All
next.
right, I'm ready.
I was actually going to get snipped and not tell my wife, so we had to keep trying because she's the one who wants the other one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's a solid veteran
she
move
said
right
she'd
there.
divorce me, so
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Oh, well,
Threats.
and that's okay.
Threats.
If she found out.
If she found out, yeah.
And then were you same thing? Were you like thinking 3 or like were you like you had to have a girl first or?
My wife was already talking about the 4th when she was pregnant with, like, literally in labor with the 3rd. So I think I'm screwed.
Yeah.
But same thing. Like I thought for sure it was gonna be another boy. Baby comes out and she's like just all puffy, and the like doctor like holds the baby up to me for like first. So I'm supposed to call him like.
Something doesn't look right.
I literally thought I saw like 2 testicles, but it was like just it was all puffy down there. So like was
It's kind of hard
like
to
2 bulges, and I'm like,
you don't make
wait
the
a
wrong
second,
call.
we're missing something there. Oh wait, it's a girl. I'm like, holy
awesome,
crap,
man.
it's a
That's
girl.
awesome.
Yeah, but they make fun of me to this day for that.
for that.
Yeah, it was like it was probably only like 20 seconds, but it felt
Seemed
like
like
2
forever.
minutes. I'm like, it's a girl.
Yeah.
You don't want to make the wrong call.
Yeah.
You never live that down either.
Oh yeah.
It's shit. Yeah, because I have 2 boys, and my wife. I mean, I would love to have a girl too. I have 4 nieces. My wife really wanted a girl, like wants a girl. So I'm thinking she really wants to have 3. I'm like, I feel like I want to be done with 2. It's a lot right
So
now.
content.
I know you are. I think you guys are all set. Liz talks about it all the time. So next time when we try, we got to do this. I'm like, oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm like, let's just not talk about this right now. She won't be watching this, I don't think so.
Yeah.
We were pretty lucky. Like we literally every kid, like they within a couple months they were sleeping through the night.
Yeah.
Like, and it's still even with the last one, it's been pretty easy. So I feel like I almost wish the 3rd one was tough.
Have
so
that
my
like
wife didn't
horror
wanna have a
situation.
4th.
Yeah, kind of like scare her away from doing it again.
But yeah, it's just been too easy.
That's fun though.
Assholes. My kids never slept.
Really?
None of the 3. They were terrible.
All 3 of them.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, they'll grow out of it. And
Didn't happen.
no.
Not
Oh,
yet.
shit.
I feel like
They'll
my
grow out of
son
it,
was
man.
over a year before he finally started sleeping through the night.
It's rough.
I lucked out big time.
Yeah, so did
You're
I.
right. You're pretty.
Mine are great. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
my son's
they'll have their
harder
moments,
now.
obviously, but
It's harder just to get him to bed because he's just full of energy. But that's all kids.
yeah, my son's always like, it'll be like 9 o'clock. I've been trying to put him down for like an hour, and he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to find something." I'm like, "Get in your bed."
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find something cool. I'm like,
Dad.
just get in freaking
Dad, I was
bed.
gonna ask you about.
Yeah, we just start coming up with questions.
And then he's
It's
just
complete.
like, you can tell he's just searching. I'm like, no, you weren't. Get your ass in bed.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, like 10 times.
Thursday.
I gotta go potty again. I'm like, buddy.
Can I get a drink? No. Peed the bed 2 nights ago. Getting a drink.
So
Yeah.
I definitely want to talk to you guys about BlazeBite. Actually, back in episode 2
2 probably. Yeah, we
of
brought
ours, we just out of natural conversation started talking about you guys and how excited we are for your app to be in every restaurant in America, because it should be.
it up. Absolutely. I
Thanks.
talk about it all
Appreciate
the time
that.
with people. Yeah.
But we're definitely getting into that. But something else that you guys do, which I happen to really like, is you guys review wings.
We sure do. We actually brought some wings today.
What?
Yeah,
What?
The smell is
This
just,
is.
I know, it's
It's
literally
just-
killing me.
We got wings, and we also, I don't know if you guys watched all of our wing reviews.
I don't think I've seen all of them. But
Oh,
I've
and you
seen
brought a
few.
score sheet
Yeah.
We
too.
have score sheets for them.
Oh.
So that when you look at them, you give the size, the flavor, crispiness, and the overall heat level, and then the
okay.
overall ranking.
So we're rookie scorers, but
So let me give you the rundown here. So you got a 1 to 10. 5 is like average. Okay.
okay.
And you know the first 4 categories: crispiness, size, heat level, and what was the other one over there on the? It's been a while.
Size, flavor, crispiness,
Flavor.
heat level.
Okay, so those are just you don't put your bias in those. It's just if it was the crispiest wings you ever had, you rated a 10. If it was the least crispiest you ever had, you rated a 1.
Okay.
And
Does
then
that imply that the more crispy, the better?
so
I was
that's
gonna
what I'm
ask you
saying.
guys. You guys crispy
You might
fans?
you might rate something at 10 crispiness, but you
Gotcha.
don't like a crispy
Gotcha.
wing.
Okay.
You still give it a 10 because it's by far the crispiest wing
Gotcha.
you ever had, but it doesn't mean you prefer a crispy wing.
Gotcha.
So the other column is your overall rating, and that will determine what you prefer, what your preference is.
Understand.
And normally when you're rating, you're like, well, I don't normally like a crispy wing, but this is probably the crispiest thing I've ever had. It's a 10.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you go there. So
Let me ask you guys this: do you prefer them to be crispy? 'Cause I do. I love when they're crispy.
yeah, I would say I'm more of like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
crispy.
not overly.
I don't like when it's dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
When I bite it, I like the outside to be crispy, but still have a little bit of juiciness in the center, like tenderness in
Make
the
sure
middle.
it's moist.
Moist. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be moist.
Moist.
All right. Well, let's do this. Where are the wings from?
They are from Just One More. That's in Kirtland.
Yeah.
So here, let me. You know what I just thought about? I don't have pens.
Oh, we got
Top
hold on, I
drawer
got it.
back over there.
All right. And the other thing I was just looking at, I don't. It's been so long since we did a review. I have either more that I can get out of the car, or we're gonna have to put the flavors.
Oh, that's fine.
All right.
Well, yeah, we'll just do.
Do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Just leave yourself room in each box
Yeah.
for all 3 flavors.
Understood.
This is exciting. All right.
All right. So
Is there
the,
actually 4 in there? Wow.
Exactly 4.
Wow.
So
at that.
unprepared.
let's take a look.
I'm excited.
Ian's gonna play Yaz flute for us.
I'm totally unprepared for this.
We're gonna have to move these back a little.
Yeah, for sure.
So the flavors that we got, the mild was a garlic parm. The medium, I think, was a hot garlic, and the hot was their wild sauce.
You got which one?
I got all
They
three.
got 3.
You got all 3.
Yeah, so we got.
hope you're hungry.
3. That's why he said in the,
I like hot.
in the thing we got to make sure you were getting the pens. We got to make sure we leave room for 3 different scores.
Okay. Let me move this up a little bit.
Pass it around like you're a teacher.
Gotcha.
Pass it down. I'm supposed to. Man.
I
Got celery.
So say the
Jackpot.
first flavor again is going to be
The garlic parm.
garlic parm.
Yep.
The second flavor.
Thinking. Hot garlic.
Going with the garlic theme here.
Lots of garlic.
I thought about it afterwards. She's like, "Oh, do you want to try our hot garlic? It's one of the best." I'm like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "I said I needed a mild one." She's like, "Oh, our garlic parm is good." And then I
You're
said,
like, oh.
"Yeah."
All right, and then the third one,
Wild.
wild, and that's supposed to be the hottest.
Correct.
So we'll review them in order as garlic parm, hot garlic, and then wild.
makes
So
sense.
just kind of put like a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Okay.
I'm getting these ready. Can you fill mine out too, like that? Thanks, Bryan.
Yeah, I fucked up already. Thank you.
Actually, I should put the wing on there, huh? Does anyone prefer flats?
What are those?
These are garlic parm.
Oh man.
I am devastated right now.
Also devastated. Maybe they do this for their wing night.
Oh, I wonder.
Oh,
So normally,
there's 2 different kinds of wings. And they said if I would have got the party wings, I'd be able to get it quicker.
gotcha.
That's why.
Okay.
Because I
So-
think there's... Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so normally you get the drum and the wing in one. It's one of my favorite wing places.
We call that a wing ding.
A wing ding. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I screwed up on the ordering. Sorry,
Oh, that's
guys.
okay. I think the wing itself will be the same, right? So
So do you guys prefer these are flats, or do you prefer
I'm kind of indifferent.
drum
I,
ends?
I do like the flats.
Okay.
You want to switch?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right, we also have French fries to cleanse our palate
Ah,
Oh, jackpot.
in between.
It's necessary.
very nice.
It is.
So we'll just leave that open there.
All right,
Okay.
cool. We also have bourbon to cleanse our palate.
He's right.
You eat the fry and then drink the bourbon.
Did you guys try your bourbon first before we?
Oh, I've already had my bourbon.
Okay, so I want to make sure
cleanse.
so
It's
you,
delicious.
so you get the flavor of the bourbon first. Okay.
It is good. This one's from
This is Cave Creek, which is
Colorado?
Scottsdale, Arizona. I think it's Scottsdale. It just says Phoenix, but I'm pretty sure they're from Scottsdale.
Yeah, Scottsdale. Let's go with that. Oh, I hate styrofoam.
Oh, that was
All right.
loud.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right,
guys.
so do we just dig in and
So we cheers?
So cheers.
We'll go around.
Pass it down.
Okay. So size, flavor, crispiness, and heat.
You can hear that crisp. Look at these microphones. You can just hear.
Yeah, crispy.
They definitely have some crisp.
They do for sure.
That is actually really well cooked.
I don't have for a garlic parm. You'd expect more garlic on the grill.
Agreed.
More buttery.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So it is crispy yet very moist. It's good. It's really juicy for sure.
It's crispy and what?
Moist.
That's what she said.
Whenever we get a chance,
I want to hit one of those buttons.
you can. Just pick them at random.
Just gotta wait for the right moment.
What do we have to do with this? What is this thing again?
So, you,
So-
1 to 10, size, flavor, crispiness, and heat.
Yeah, but what is this for though?
For that wing.
For the
For
score?
this wing.
Oh, yeah, it's for the
You
score.
don't score until you score. Till you score. That's right, baby.
Sorry, I hung. I put
was-
the,
wasn't
that was a
picking it
layup. Fuck.
Teed it up big time.
Seriously, man. All right. We're kind of rookies at this.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, you can use decimals
Oh, all right. I
to
like
a
it.
tenth if
I
you,
like it.
you're not sure, like between two numbers. You can do that.
Hope I'm not too critical on that one.
I think I'm good.
And one of our biggest fans, Kevin Papish, watches every one of our episodes. So he gets really excited when he knows that we're doing this.
Oh, nice.
So he's going to be pretty excited to see, because anytime I was in Houston about a month ago and I did an on-the-spot wing review, and he's like, I was so excited to see you back in action doing this. So
Nice.
Kevin, hey, figure I'd say hi to you.
What's up, Kev?
What's going on?
But he's the one that made us do these scorecards, because we used to just go and give numbers.
Like
And
an
he-
overall
yeah,
score? Or,
and-
Would you say we winged it?
Oh.
It's a dad joke.
We're allowed to do dad jokes.
Right.
Absolutely.
For sure, you're on this.
They're
We used
almost
to wing it.
required.
Gotta do it. Oh, E.
So, oh, I never put that on.
You do it.
Uh-oh.
You're good. Keep going, guys.
Keep going. Keep going. It's just our background.
There we go.
Well, we're getting ready to do, and on the count of three, we kind of flip and show the camera what our
So we
numbers are.
talk about each one individually.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then we
need
take
a
turns
paper
going
towel.
first.
What'd you say?
Want a paper towel?
I
you okay?
just wiped it in my pants. Don't tell my wife.
Such
She does the laundry.
They're jeans. It's fine.
I got a
I
get
get at least another day out of these things, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Here.
Maybe the weekend.
Well, it depends on what kind of weekend you had. If you had a weekend like you guys had, you
Yeah,
might want to watch
Yeah,
this.
that was a rough one.
All right. On the count of three, we're going to flip it. 1, 2, 3. All right. So my overall was a 4.9. So I think it was just below average. The size was 5.1, so it was just a hair over average. The sauce, I gave it a 4.3. I wasn't, for a garlic parm, I was hoping for a lot more flavor.
Okay.
The crispiness was almost perfect, 7.1. That's right in my sweet spot, and that's where I like it. And the heat level was a 0.
Where do you like it?
My
spot?
My heat level?
No,
I
you
like,
said right where you like it.
yeah.
Okay.
That's what she said.
We need to get you on the hot buttons.
So my overall was a
Sweet
4.9.
spot. not G spot.
4.9, huh?
4.9.
Does the expert
No,
go
we
next
go.
or
We
me?
have
All
to go
right.
in
There you
order.
go. Just go down the line.
All right, so for size, I did about an 8.
Okay. Okay.
Again, not a...
His was a little big. He had the drum-end. I feel like it was a little meatier.
yeah,
It's good size.
There's a lot of
It's
meat
good
on it. Flavor, I did a 5. Average for me. I'm not really a big garlic parm guy, but as garlic parm goes, I could see where there's a lot of good Parmesan on there. I did want more garlic, but you know. Crispiness, I did a 10.
So that was the crispiest wing you've ever had?
Probably. I don't know.
He's challenging
Not
you here.
definitely not a, no, you should
Oh,
challenge. I
look at
like to
this.
be challenged. And then heat I did 1 because actually on your score sheet it said 1 is no
Yeah,
heat.
because one is.
Oh,
So
I
didn't-
didn't pay
I
attention.
didn't know
I didn't think,
zero
I didn't
was
think
an
0 was an
option.
option either. So actually earlier I wrote 0 and then I crossed it out and put a 1.
So overall, I gave it a 6.8. Something I would eat again. Not my favorite type of wing, but
All right.
that's where I'm at.
Cool.
All right, so size, I gave it about a 6. It's pretty decent for a flat, I guess, for me.
It's a big flat.
It's good size, and I think that maybe I had.
That's what she said.
I was
you would say
expecting to.
size does matter to you?
When it comes to wings, yes.
All right. Don't talk to my wife.
So the flavor, like you said, it's not like my go-to. So I gave it a 3 because it wasn't. The flavor wasn't overwhelming.
Sure.
It was decent. The crispiness for me was a 9. I think it was perfect as far as the crispiness goes. It was also very juicy, which I thought was amazing. And heat level was a 1 because it's garlic parm. And overall, I'm giving it a 6.4.
Okay.
Great. One of the things that we didn't mention too, so if you give it a 5, that's just a completely average wing. So a lot of people see like a 5.3 and be like, oh, that's bad. I was like, it's above average.
Right.
Yeah.
So 5 for me
5
is an
is
average.
Right. Okay.
Get it anywhere type of wing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not like some people look at a 5 as a bad number. It's actually
Right.
not bad. Like
Right.
that's a good wing.
It's decent.
Gotcha.
Average.
So I gave it a overall a 6. So for size, I gave a 6.5, and that looks about like 6.5 inches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that what your wife says?
That's what she said.
Give you like a stick so you can reach over there.
I had to.
No, hey.
So it's not 1 to 10 inches. It's okay. I misunderstood.
So we messed up.
That's my first time. So flavor, that was a rough garlic parm. To be honest, I've eaten a lot of wings. You can probably tell. Mm-hmm. And that was it was more butter than anything else.
It was very
Got a lot of
buttery.
butter.
Tasted a little bit of parm and almost no garlic.
Yeah.
So I got to give the sauce a 3.8. However, I agree with this gentleman here. Its crispiness was awesome. Like it was. I mean, I give it a 7.8 because to me a 10 would be terrible. Because that means it's like
Too crispy.
really
Gotcha.
dry,
Oh, okay.
That makes
really
sense.
crispy. So I give it a 7.8, and that's right in my wheelhouse. Like I couldn't have cooked a wing better than that. So
Gotcha.
perfect crispiness. It probably explains why Jeff took so long to get here while he was
Yeah.
waiting for the wings.
Right.
Like these things I thought were
quality.
cooked perfect. So I'm kind of excited for the next
Yeah.
sauces. So they kind of failed on the sauce, but they did an awesome job on the wing. I thought it was a good size and it was a good crispiness. Heat level, I gave it 1 as well. It was just like butter has no heat to me.
Yeah.
Right.
So overall 6. That's
Okay.
what I'm
Okay.
And so we know for future, since
I'm changing mine to a 1. 'cause I
Okay,
screwed
thank
up.
you.
Because I screwed up.
Thanks for following the rules.
When you
didn't-
multiply
he
by
didn't read the
0,
directions.
Thanks for
everything's a
playing.
0.
Thanks for following your own rules.
And the directions are literally written down.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. I wrote the flavors like where my name should be. So
So everybody has to have a French fry.
clean your palate.
You gotta cleanse your palate.
So
these are
with the crisp, when
we
it comes
call
to
these steak
crispiness,
fries.
we know for future that a 10 is not a good thing.
Well,
Well, if you like it to be crispy.
Depends.
yeah. I
It's
guess
your
it'll depend on
preference,
what you
right?
like.
All right. I can't tell the difference between these two.
I can tell you.
Oh.
So remember, this side's not necessarily your preference.
I think those are
It's
hot
just
garlic.
if they're the
Let me
crispiest
see.
you ever
Yeah,
had.
these
it's a 10.
are wild.
If it's
Those
not,
are wild?
it's a 1. And you might be a 7, you might be a 10. It just
Yeah.
depends.
This is garlic parm. I mean, hot
This
garlic.
is hot garlic.
These bad boys down.
I'm gonna take
I
this.
want to see one from the bottom, I think. Get some juice. Okay, I was wondering, I'm like, what is
I
that
thought I
sound?
heard something.
It's because someone got here so late.
You a flat guy then, Brian?
Oh, what?
You're a flat guy or a?
I thought you said frat guy. I was gonna be like,
that
what?
one.
Ooh, that's good size.
It's like a pterodactyl wing right
See, I was
there.
gonna go for a flat, but I found this guy at the bottom with more sauce on it.
Actually, I like equally enjoy both.
Yeah, I kind of am the two.
The only thing I enjoy about the flats is you can just eat them with one swoop.
Right.
Depending on how long they are.
Right.
Depends how far back you can go. So you just gotta be.
That's what she said.
So like,
Nailed
some of the
it.
bigger ones I can't do that with.
You can't get the whole thing in your mouth.
Yeah. So
That's what she said.
Oh Oh god, I never thought this would be so good.
Perfect. That's what she said.
Now everybody's going to be watching me eat this wing. So
Oh yeah,
we're going to cheers.
can't wait to
Cheers.
zoom in.
Cheers. Yeah, go down the line.
Cheers.
Give me some of that
Cheers.
sauce.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, I did not
Smells
get
good.
Sauce.
Here we got the one-handed swoop here.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I don't know if I could.
Now this is considered the mild wing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can tell you right now, I got hit with a lot of flavor. Last time, I was a little underwhelmed. This time, when I took a bite into it, I taste.
Right in the back of the throat.
That's what she said.
I still love that you could hear her scream Michael in the background. This is good.
That was a.
Now, one thing we want to disclose here. Obviously, Jeff went to the restaurant, drove the wings here.
Right.
We're eating them. They're in styrofoam boxes. So I think naturally, even when we're at the restaurant, they kind of lose their crispiness a little
Right.
bit.
True.
And then the saucier they are, the more they'll lose their crispiness. So just keep that in mind.
Right.
He's absolutely right.
Still gonna grade them the way I'm
Yeah,
eating them.
grade them
though.
the way you want to grade them, but just for the audience.
Just so you know, if you eat it there.
Done.
No
Or do, you,
cheating.
or do you put your head down when you're done? Is that what that was in elementary school? Heads up, 7-Up.
Great game.
So I think a lot of times when we do our wing reviews and people see it online, there's some downtime where you're writing down scores and
Right.
everything like that. So we edit the video so people aren't just like, why are these guys just sitting around like
Gotcha.
Hanging out.
writing things
writing
down?
stuff.
So
Duly noted.
Gotcha.
just letting you know. 'cause
cool.
we-
Great
or we
homework.
can talk as we're writing it, but
Yeah. it's
There we
fine.
go. He's done.
Then you're
He's
cheating.
done. Head,
Oh,
head
you're
was
finally
down.
done?
I was always
You
the
good?
last one to finish the test, and
all right.
not the last one to finish
If
the
you didn't say,
bourbon.
yeah, that's true. You are on your way, my friend.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna flip
ready?
them, and then Ian, you're gonna start.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
I get
go
to-
down
I
the
see
road.
where it goes.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
All right. So starting with size, I again went with an 8. It was generally the same size as the garlic parm, so I thought that was fair. Flavor, I did 8. All things considered, garlic or hot garlic wings are my favorite. Like if I have a choice, that's what I'm going to get 9 times out of 10. Again, I think I would like a little bit more garlic, but overall, it's a fantastic sauce for me, or a fantastic flavor. Crispiness, this one I went with a 9 instead of a 10. It was a little less crispy than the garlic parm, but still right where I like it. And heat level, I did 6. I think it's about maybe a little bit better of an average. So for an overall rating, I went with an 8.3, which is probably
great
high
wing.
for
That's a
you
great
guys, but that's like a.
That's a really good
Also,
score.
to be fair, this is one of my favorite wing places. So, you know,
And they paid you $20.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
they don't pay anyone. They're lucky if they'll sell you wings.
Yeah, they gave me a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah.
I walk in, they're like, "Who are you?"
Are you from Kirtland?
Yeah. It's a small place, hole in the wall type of place. It's fantastic in there. And I've been getting wings in there for a long time. So
I've never been.
8.3 with the hot garlic.
That's a great score.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be me. So size, I gave it a 7 because this time I had
You got the
drum, so it was a little bit bigger. But now that I'm looking at it, whatever. It was good. Flavor, like he said, that's my favorite. One of my favorite sauces is hot garlic. I think I guess it could have had a little more garlic. My wife probably wouldn't appreciate that when I'm mouth breathing when I'm sleeping and you could smell it in the room. Crispiness, a little less crispy on this one. I gave it an 8. Still good. It was crispy and juicy, and
Would you say it was moist?
it was extremely moist. Not the most moist, not my preference in moisture, but heat level, I gave it about a 5.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I said 6.
Okay.
So we're about
It's 'cause-
same ballpark.
Yeah. I like hot.
Yeah.
Prefer hot.
You do like shit hotter than I do too.
Oh yeah,
so
I do
that would make sense.
for sure. Overall, give it an 8.5. Now I know that's high for you guys
I don't know why you guys keep saying it's high for us.
because I
feel
know
like you guys are pros.
because you guys do this like
Just because we're pros doesn't mean that can't be a great
preference.
wing, right?
Right. Oh,
right.
fantastic, yeah.
True.
Like,
But I
wait
feel like
till you
you guys
see
have
my
had a lot of
score.
options.
So
Like,
if it's a good wing, it's a good wing.
Yeah.
all right,
like
he's
it.
right. He's right.
I think you keep saying you guys are pros.
We're intimidated.
We're
okay?
just a couple of guys that like eating wings and showing
Drinking
people
beer.
Yeah, and
All
being
right,
like, oh, let's
so we
make a
got to bring
table on
these
it.
guys on for a bourbon review.
For
and
sure.
Flip the, turn the table.
Oh, because we're like pros
Yeah.
when it comes to bourbon.
And then we'll flip it around and be like, well, you guys are pros, so.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna come back and bite us in the ass. Damn it.
Brian, what you got, man?
All right, so I did a 7.3 for size. I felt like that one was much bigger than the first one. I gave a flavor. I actually like that flavor a lot. I gave it a 6.9. So, 69. You might see a common theme here because
I think that's
crispiness-
a perfect 69 ruined by a period.
That's
what she said.
Sorry, I was gonna hit the. Go ahead.
So,
That's the only button I know, by the way.
Me too. That's why I gotta look at this.
so I happen to rate the crispiness a 69 as well. It was a little less crispy. I don't know if it's because it's been sitting there a while, a little
Right.
saucier. I don't know what it was, but
The moisture is building
69
up.
moisture. I think so. So, and then the heat level, I gave a 5.
Okay.
Overall, I gave a 7. I thought it was a really good hot garlic. I think we've had the opportunity to have a few more hot garlic wings, maybe, and try a lot more different places. So, I would say it's up there, but I wouldn't give it like the top hot garlic wing that I've had. But I would definitely order them again. I enjoy it. 7 is a really good score.
Cool.
I like that score.
Yep. So you guys saw mine. I showed you it. It looked like a turkey leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Huge.
big.
And so I gave it an 8.2.
Oh.
So for us,
good
that's a pretty big wing. Flavor, I loved it. And maybe it's been a while since I had a really good wing with a really good flavor. So I gave it an 8.9.
Ooh.
So that's up there,
I
right?
like that.
Wow. So
So-
it has been a while.
It has been a while.
Happens
Crispy.
when you get married.
That's what she said.
So the crispiness, I don't, maybe because mine was gigantic, but mine was not crispy at all. And
no.
No. It was cooked well and it was very moist, but I would say that it wasn't crispy at all. So I gave
crispiness.
it a 3.2. So it was
Maybe we should open up these lids so the next ones aren't as moist.
could be.
Let them air out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're about to be there.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Heat level 5.1. It's a little above average. So overall, I was in line with you guys, and I gave it an 8.2.
Nice.
That's, I mean, so the highest score was like a 9.1 maybe, or 9?
You guys, do you know where that was?
8.9. Like,
No,
those are like the high,
No,
two highest.
we've had 9.3s.
Was that like
It's
at your
low 9s? We've never had anything higher than, and it's like 1 that might be higher than in a 9.
Most of the Mr.
high
Lee's.
ones were
Mr.
8
Lee's.
Yeah, Mr. Lee's was in Perry. They did a really good job.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another like kind of off the wall. You would have never thought.
Just random
that's where to
place.
go. Yeah, random
It's the
place.
best places.
Yeah.
I would have given it closer to that 9. I love the flavor of that one, and I would have given it a higher number if it was a little crispier.
Crispier.
Yeah. Yeah, the flavor is definitely there.
See, mine was still pretty crispy. I wonder. But I went to the bottom.
So did I. I had more sauce on mine.
All right,
All right, cool.
let's
Fry.
pass down to fry.
Okay.
Fries are not.
You just grab one. I'll put it back when you're done.
This is good for the cleanse because they're steak fries.
No.
You're not that crispy either, so like they reset everything.
All right, so these are wild.
Wild.
Do you guys like hot wings?
Yeah.
I do. Oh, okay. Look at that. Gotta get that one, I feel like.
I really want that one.
So good.
Okay.
I
I'm gonna have to choose here.
It's getting a good size score.
Okay, that's
Just
fine.
eat your
I'm
wing
tempting
over
a
the
wing.
whole box.
Yeah.
Just eat over the whole thing. I'm gonna get this one.
I think I grabbed the smallest one after all that, and it is dripping all over me. Is that water or grease? I hope it's
Condensation.
Probably condensation.
condensation.
Boxes moist.
That's what she said.
Just when in doubt.
What other buttons are there? Like, what's that one?
There's a
do?
couple more.
Oh, we can't reveal that one.
Oh yeah, we can't do that one.
Oh,
That one's
That's
for
for
later.
later.
Heck.
Oh.
So what is this for?
You
What
can
does
literally
what does
do
this do? It
anyone
gives you
but
an,
that one.
all right.
this gives you an overall what?
Of course, Jeff pushes
That's an
the
overall
only one you're not
score.
allowed to push.
Why is it
You
red?
don't score until
you
you
score.
score. Till you score. That's right, baby.
And then you have this.
That's what we should have given the first wing.
So let's rewind a little bit here.
So
we
but
go
I feel
back
like
to the
we
garlic
can all
parm.
agree though that garlic parmesan is not our
It's not our flavor.
ideal flavor.
No, I love garlic
Oh,
parm.
do you really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
alright.
one of my favorites.
My
It's
father-in-law says when we go here to get wings, he always gets garlic parm and he loves them.
He gets
So they-
garlic
I
parm,
don't know,
and
maybe
here's
they
this.
just
Because I don't like garlic parm.
Yeah.
No, I do. This is not my go-to.
Yeah.
I like spice.
Yeah.
yeah. So hot garlic parm's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But garlic parm
By itself
it's
is not
missing
my
something.
go-to. No, if I were to have like a variety, yeah, I'd mix it in.
Yeah.
But if I was getting one flavor, that's not what I'm going with.
Gotcha.
I like garlic parm usually. Maybe you've gone to the wrong places because you can get it really
Can
good
you?
garlic
Well,
parm.
after we're done here, maybe you could recommend a few places for me.
All right.
I feel like
'Cause you guys
usually
are
like
pros.
a little kick too, though.
Oh, I love kicks.
So a hot garlic parm would be better than our garlic parm.
Probably.
So I think you're agreeing with him,
Okay.
whether you like.
I
it or
just
not.
want to eat the swing so bad. All right,
Cheers.
cheers.
Okay, yeah.
Pass
You
it
got some
down.
sauce on yours.
Sauce.
saucy.
Oh, I know. I got mine from the bottom.
I feel like I'm not very saucy.
I'm saucy, but that makes it less crispy. Okay.
Ooh, there's heat.
Like heat. Some red pepper flakes in here. What was that?
Mics are amazing.
Have you guys ever eaten on the podcast yet?
We've not.
This is the first.
So you'd say we were first?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were definitely, and it was good.
Hope it's memorable.
It's
So
good.
memorable. Never forget it.
I'm glad nobody eats with their mouth open.
Right.
Gotta lick your fingers.
Yeah. Ooh.
You know what?
This is a lingerer.
Can I get a straw for this?
Get this guy.
Is that a baby wipe?
Oh, weird. We're so unprepared. Where did these come from?
I didn't even know this was happening.
Yeah.
Happen to be laying around.
Where did we get these from? Did they come with the wings?
I gotta be honest. Before we do the review of the last wing, these Pampers Aqua Pure baby wipes, really the best thing you can get. You know, they don't have all the crap that all the what do they call it here? I don't know. They don't have all the additives and stuff like that.
All
but
natural?
All natural. Well, they're not quite all natural. Like we've done the all natural wipes, and they just really don't do anything.
Don't work.
But these are like I think a good medium in between there, and they do a great job. And they're I think a relatively good price too.
I feel like it's like a necessary thing, just wipes.
Oh.
Whenever you have kids.
At all times.
I use them so much more now, like for things other than children, that I'm like, huh, we should just always have these.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's even
I
when the
want
kids
more of
go
those.
move out, I think I'm still gonna have wipes.
Oh, for sure. I have like 4 packs in my car. I just
Yeah.
keep buying them because I forget they're in there. You guys need more wipes? You need more aqua pure?
No, I'm all right.
Yeah? Okay. Good. Get rid of those. I'm ready.
Do you want to drink more bourbon, or do we have to wait?
You can have as much
drink
as you want.
yeah, we can. Yeah.
Do you need some
Fill
more?
that bottle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Want some?
I want some.
Okay, chug it. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. No, I'm just joking. You could go on top of it, man. That's what she said. So, good.
Tell me when.
Do what you do, you man.
All the way to the top.
All right.
Got it?
I want more of those.
Okay, so I'm starting, right? Oh, no, first we're doing we're revealing.
Oh, yeah, we got to reveal.
1, 2, a 3.
Oh, I forgot to give the overall score. Rookie mistake.
Man.
All right, cut it. Turn everything off.
Start this thing over.
This is horseshit.
Damn it! Come on, Dusty!
All right.
Where's the wah, wah, wah? I think it's the green one.
This guy just got here. It's wiping off. All right. Size. I'll go back to a 6 on that one. It was okay. I grabbed after all that, I sat and hovered over the box for like 5 minutes and held you guys up, and I still grabbed the smallest one in the box.
And the box leaked on you.
Yeah, it did.
And
the box
you grabbed the
gushed all over me.
Yeah.
So that happened. Sauce, flavor, I gave it like a 6. And I might have gone lower, actually.
Really?
It wasn't that great. I mean, there was some heat to it, and but the flavor wasn't really there for me. It just wasn't like overwhelming to me. Crispiness, I gave it a 4 because that one might have been sitting in the moist box for too long. So I think there was a bunch of condensation. Maybe it got a little too wet. So, like you said before, if we were at the restaurant, it might have been a little more crispy.
Right.
Since
Too
it
wet's a
traveled,
So it was way too wet.
Too wet. Yeah, it's a problem.
way too wet.
She said.
I love that you know the buttons already. It's so good. Heat level.
Leo's the only one that we know.
Well, no, because he knew the trumpet or the
The
trumpet.
wah,
He's
wah,
like
wah.
it's green. I'm sitting over here reading it. Crispiness I did. Heat, I gave it like a 6. I might even go more around a 5 actually. For me, I like hot.
Yeah,
I like
me too.
hot. So that wasn't really. I'm not even feeling any heat right now.
Okay.
So I gave it like a 6.3. Not my favorite. I've had a lot better. All right, I'm done. Is that me? There you go.
Did you guys drink the bourbon after eating that wing?
I did.
I think it actually made it a little hotter. Like
Yeah.
an intense.
Oh, did
Yeah,
okay.
a
So
little bit.
maybe I have to redo that.
So have you ever been to
feel
like
it
Quaker
tingle?
Steak and Lube?
Yeah,
Did you ever get the atomic wings?
I haven't had the wings, but I've had the sauce. It does actually kick it up a little bit. The hottest wings. So, B-dubs. For the first episode of this season of Game of Thrones, they had a special. It was like that night only.
Oh, yeah.
Ian actually told me about it. It was called Dragonfire, and I went up there and I got like a 6-pack of them just to give it a try for the hell of it. They were hot, like they hurt.
It was ghost pepper, right?
Yeah, it's ghost pepper, and I'm telling you, so I had 4 out of 6 of them. I had hot garlic too because I like those. But anyway, I had 4 of them. The next day was a fucking nightmare. I was in pain. Like I instantly
you
had
telling me
heartburn. Like my stomach was on fire. I was in the bathroom
That's
a
a
lot
hot
that day.
wing.
It was. So that might be the hottest one I've had. I've had the sauce, the atomic. Is that what you?
Yeah, the
is-
triple
So I've had it
atomic.
like with fries and stuff, but I never ate a wing because the flavor of that sauce isn't really that good.
Yeah, but it's hot.
It is hot. It'll burn like hell.
intense.
We did a review. We actually had a bunch of people out, and we did a Facebook Live event. It was
remember
really
that, actually.
Yeah.
And the next day, you talk about the next day. I dropped my daughter off at work or at school, and
Wow, you got her working early. Good for you, man.
So I drop her off at school, and right when I drop her off, I'm like, "Ooh, I'm feeling a little something." And she's like 2 minutes down the road from my work, and as I start driving there, I'm just like, "Oh my god, I don't know if I'm gonna make this. Like, what am I gonna do?" And I get to work, and like I just start speeding, like going through the parking lot.
Can you imagine if you got pulled over?
I wouldn't have stopped, or I would have just pulled down my pants.
Follow me to the bathroom, give me a ticket. I gotta get in there.
I farted bees everywhere. All the parking spots, like they have like the front ones for all the corporate people and United Way ones, and closest to that is handicap. I parked in the handicap.
Just like park sideways, like up on the curb.
I literally
Yeah, this guy does.
sprinted the whole way. One person's like, "Hey Jeff," and I just ignored him because I didn't want anything to do
Yeah.
with it. And
It was go time.
Barely made it into the bathroom.
Photo finish. Just. I'm telling you, man, this. I'll eat you alive.
Those hot wings, I never knew that it just hit you all of a sudden at once like that.
So I really didn't have that problem, that extent. I mean, the bathroom the next day was not fun, but it wasn't like an emergency, right?
Right.
However, later on that night, so the oils are on your fingers, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
And we're drinking draft beer, tall draft beer. So naturally, you're going to have to go to the bathroom. You have to go pee. So I'm in the urinal, and, I forget that, there's all these oils. No matter how much wipes you use,
it's still there.
You wash your
It's
hands,
still there.
it doesn't matter. Even I touched my eye and it was burning.
Yeah.
So, imagine that sensation, but, you have to hold something.
Yeah. Oh, I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
I've been there.
The worst, that.
Not that sauce, so I can't. I've had, Tabasco or, other wing sauce, but not atomic sauce would be a freaking nightmare.
So it burned when I pee.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Moral of the story. This revolves around the orange button.
Yeah.
It was awkward. So I recommend, maybe not holding it.
Yeah.
Maybe sitting down.
Get a paper towel.
Paper towel.
Wrap your hand up.
Have a barrier between you.
Yeah.
Ask for rubber gloves.
Yeah, that would actually be smart, but we weren't.
All right, guys, taking a piss. I'll be back.
You're up.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We got to wait for the score.
We got to do the scoring, and then we come back.
Score.
All right, so that one size-wise is a little bigger. So the last one was 7.3. I gave this one a 7.5. Flavor, I gave it a 7.5 actually as well. I had a little bit of a sweet, but more of a kick than anything. And I actually like a hotter wing. Mm-hmm. So I gave it a 7.5 just because it was a little bit better because it was hotter. Mm-hmm. And I gave it a 7 for crispiness. I agree. It kind of was more soggy than the first one. And then I gave a heat level as a 7. It's not the hottest wing, but it had a kick to it. It was better than average.
Yeah.
And then overall, I gave it a 7.4.
Okay.
So nice. Liked it slightly better than the hot garlic parm.
Oh, you did, huh?
Slightly.
Slightly. It's a little bit.
0.4.
So my size was a little below average.
That's what she said.
You did grab a small wing, though.
I grabbed one from the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I wanted something saucy.
Yeah, it was saucy.
Got to get the sauce.
The sauce, it hit me with the flavor right at the beginning, and I was like, "This is gonna be awesome."
Yeah.
But it was just all heat and not
No
really,
flavor.
not as much flavor as I'd like. So I gave it a 6.3. I think it was an above average wing. The crispiness, again, for me, it's below average, and I guarantee it's because of the condensation.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because you can tell it's cooked well. It's just, it's all right.
Sorry.
And for me, the heat level was a 7. Go for it.
No, it's all right.
No, you're good. I'll swing down.
Brian's pouring another drink. Heat level is a 7.8.
7.8.
And
Oh, yes. Oh. Go ahead. Just keep going, man. Don't worry about the
I'm
sounds.
just
You're good.
excited about the sounds.
It is fun.
It is fun.
I'm trying to build anticipation.
Yeah.
My overall
Dun, dun,
for this was a 6.1. So it was an above average wing, but it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Respectable.
All right. So I'm actually surprised by my scores. And I don't know if it's because now that I'm a veteran wing scorer.
Yeah, after the first two, that's why I'm being so critical, though. I feel like if you're going higher, then
So size, I went with a 9. It was actually probably the biggest of the 3 that I had, but
in one night, or
Wow.
you're right.
Good for you,
all
man.
at once, yeah. So I mean, I had 8, and now 9. So
Okay.
Flavor and sauce, I did an 8, and again, I know it's supposed to be like the best you've ever had versus, whatever, but like that's legitimately like my ideal hot wing.
not too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like some heat, but I don't need like the crazy heat to where
It's no flavor.
Right,
It's just,
right. Like that's a really good flavor to
Yeah.
me. So I gave that an 8. Crispiness, I did 7. I think again as the third one, just been sitting.
Maybe we should open the boxes
Yeah, you never know.
next time.
I feel like somebody should have said that earlier.
Yeah, that's all right though. Well, you guys don't normally
I
take them and
think-
go though. You
I
guys
think
normally
that
do them on the
we
spot.
do them right on the spot.
I think that I did.
So they got. I think you did too.
I
Is my
think
mic on?
I know he did. That's why
I think a lot of times
dude.
they see us with the cameras and everything and doing the whole review. I think they find us bigger wings. They make sure it's
Oh
cooked
yeah.
better.
Like, this gotta
For
be,
sure.
guys. Pay
Why
attention to
wouldn't
these
they?
wings. Make
Why
them good.
wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Well, absolutely, because they're gonna
yeah.
get exposure from this.
Yeah. And then heat level, I did an 8. And again, I've had much hotter wings, but that's like my ideal heat.
That's good temperature for you.
So there's a little bit of bias in there. I know we're not supposed to do that, but overall I gave it an 8.4, which I was surprised about because my hot garlic was 8.3,
I'm also
your
surprised about
favorite.
that.
and that's my favorite flavor.
So does this mean you're gonna make the switch?
I might, I don't know, but that was fantastic to me.
it's awesome.
I wish I would have had a little bit more sauce on there. I think I would have been even higher, but
What if they put the garlic parm on top of?
With that flavor.
it would probably be phenomenal.
Oh, be a 9.
Yeah.
So you got to tell the hot garlic one thing.
You don't score until you score. Till you score. That's right, baby.
Yeah,
And it
I
came
mean,
in second place in Ian's list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's not their day.
No, it wasn't.
But overall, I love that place.
You know, I wonder if you could, when you go there, be like, hey, can I have the garlic
do it.
with the wild?
Well, listen, like
'Cause they're
when
mixing the hot with the
when we
garlic
first
parm,
started
right?
going there, or we got to tell our story actually.
Let's tell our story.
So
I was there.
This place. So my wife's family used to live in Kirtland, and
Take your garbage.
when I first started dating my wife,
Heavy.
Why are you pointing at Steve?
Like me.
well,
I'm kind of
because he's in the story.
Oh, yeah. Or vice versa. However you want to.
So when I first started dating my wife, Steve and I went over there for, like my wife. So Chelsea's parents were out of town or something like that, and we went over her house to watch a Cavs game or something like that. You know,
Yeah, it was
we were
a
just
Cavs
hanging out. And so we get over there and we're like, all right, well, we don't really hang out in Kirtland a lot. Like, we want some wings. Where do we go to get wings? And she's like, well, my dad likes Just One More. We're like, all right. So we call up and we're like, what, 22 at this point?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something.
So we call up and we're like, hey, we're going to come pick up some wings. We'll take 20 hot garlic.
And we're starving. We're like, we're
20
hungry.
hot wings, 20 wild or mild wings, whatever it was. Like, we didn't even look it up or anything. We're just like, this is what we want.
Not barbecue. Marco.
Yeah. Marco.
Por favor.
So they're like, okay, cool.
There's
And
an inside joke about that.
And then
too, by the
Chelsea
way.
goes, are you sure you want that many? Like, these are really big wings. I'm like, 20 wings? Like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah, okay.
it's a joke. So we get there to go pick them up, and they
They're the
give us
freaking party trays.
2 catering trays like this. Because again, when you
With the
order
foil
like
cover,
not
like
on
the
wing night,
Yeah, I got
it's
the wrong
drum
wings.
and
The wing and the ding.
yeah, the wing and the ding.
So you prefer that?
Oh, the wing and the ding. Oh yeah,
Okay.
I love the wing and the ding.
We all do. And I think prior
Why
to
isn't
that
that
night.
a-
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking
That's what she said.
We gotta do that.
Oh, we all do should be
Yeah.
on. Next one. Go on.
But we were like, holy shit, like that's so really we had like 40 wings each.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
sure we
don't
both
think we
passed
actually
out.
finished
No,
them.
we didn't. We didn't.
Brian,
I mean,
what's your record with wings?
We have a record.
Oh, you know it too. Look at that face.
I know. It's like
you know.
I guess I'll tell them.
It's 6.9 without a decimal.
Really?
Did you stop just to stop so that
Did
you
you
could say,
puke?
I almost puked.
That's what she said.
And the reason why he brings it up
yeah.
is because we were at Quaker. We were doing a wing eating contest.
Oh, it was a
How much
contest?
we could do, and he beat me. And he didn't
Oh
puke.
shit! So would you?
He beat
did
me
you
by
have
2
70?
wings. This was in college.
71.
Wait, hold on.
We literally played like one-on-one basketball the whole day. We didn't eat anything. And
Wait,
we were
I have a
like-
question about that.
yeah,
So, did you guys do it at the same time?
yeah.
We were sitting across from
Literally,
each other.
like so, like.
And were you
Quaker, they bring
keeping
out
the same
6 at a
pace?
time. Yeah.
Because at
And
the
they bring out
end,
like 6 or 7 at a time.
Yeah, but how? I mean, you're not going to tell them what you have, right?
no, you do. You have to count them together.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they,
Would you
they
just-
normally bring them out like so. I don't know if they still do this,
like
but
10
they
at a
would.
time or
the first
something?
one was like 10 or 15.
Yeah.
And then they would bring out like 6, I think, after that every time.
Okay.
So every time was 6, and you just added that. And there was other people there keeping track of the
Right,
scores for
right.
us. But yeah, like literally, we didn't eat anything the whole day. We played one-on-one full court basketball. Like the whole yeah.
And we were way skinnier back then too.
Yeah.
This was like 50 pounds ago.
We
I can't even
all
run
were
half
that.
court once now. But,
Sub. I'm burning.
but yeah, we like literally built it up so we could eat whatever the heck we could that whole day. And he beat me. He beat me by 2 wings. So he couldn't just beat me by 1.
That's because I knew we kept
both had puke faces on.
We were
So
around.
wait, at 69, you guys were at the same.
We were around 65 that we were both like, I can't do anymore.
Yeah.
And then I would take one, and then he would take one, and then I would take one, and then when he did 69,
And then you bowed out.
I was
Oh,
like,
I knew he was never gonna. He
when
was
he-
never gonna let me win.
yeah.
no
So when
matter
he
what.
did 69, I'm like, I'm gonna eat 2 instead of just 1 because
There's no way he's going for the.
he's not
extra
gonna
2.
go for 2.
he was right.
In order to win, I might have been like, I'm gonna go take a piss, and then puked, and then.
Nope.
So that was a rule. You couldn't puke.
But how would? Okay, well you're on.
And there was other bystanders that were gonna go to the bathroom with us. It was a real strict process.
There has
I
to
like
be a
that.
point, I guess, when
it wasn't
you have
quite
to call
this
it in.
regimented, but it
right,
was.
but still.
I mean, we were younger. We didn't.
So you
know
guys were
better.
like all about. Well, I mean, I guess we all like wings, but you guys are wing guys.
We didn't really eat wings that often. It was just we were more competitive and just were like,
Yeah.
I could eat 60 wings. I could eat 70 wings. I could eat 80.
How many think you can do right now?
Oh, 25
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe that.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Maybe.
It'd be,
Maybe
it'd be
25
painful.
I'd be like
Right.
probably puking.
Right.
Can't eat like we used to.
You
You
know
know they
what?
were smaller too. It was Quaker. It was like all you can eat wing
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, so
it's not like
We've
they were
had
little
those
guys,
before, yeah.
but still, it's 16.
Yeah, that's a lot of wings, though.
You guys know Larry, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we were talking about Taco Bell,
Mm-hmm.
and he said something about like one of his friends can eat 2 taco boxes, and I'm like, dude,
How many
that's
come in a box? by the
like
way?
10?
10 or 12.
Yeah, I was
Party
like,
box or whatever.
I was like, that's nothing.
Family pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, dude, no, but he can eat 2 of them in one sitting. I'm like, dude, I can eat like 4 of those.
Yeah.
So I want at some point to try and see how many
I remember.
tacos I can eat.
I remember it for.
How many did you go with? How many did you do?
I haven't
No,
done
he
it yet.
hasn't
Oh,
done
you haven't done. How many did he do? 2?
No, I don't know.
He said
I've
the-
gone to the Chinese
theory is he-
buffet.
I think my headphones off for a second. I'm
That's all
sorry.
right.
Yeah, I've gone to the Chinese buffet with Larry before, and he doesn't eat much.
No.
He's always like, oh, I can't eat this stuff, and I'm
We have a friend like that we
So
think
he's
that
all
would
talk.
always.
yeah.
It's like,
Dude, I remember with tacos, with Taco Bell, you know, Adam Parisi.
oh yeah.
So we were at my old house one time, and so it's our buddy's little brother, and he was probably like 18 or 19 at the time, just ready to compete for anything, you know. And he goes, "Dude, I could out eat you. What do you want to do?" I go, "Dude, you name it, I'll give it a shot, you know." And he goes, "Let's do Taco Bell." And he goes, "Let's do soft tacos." I was like, "Just soft tacos?" And he's like, "Yeah." So we ordered like, I think 20 each. And we're like, all right. I was like, it's going to be a starting point for me. I was just like talking shit or whatever. And the kid bowed out after like 8 tacos. I think I ate like 15. And I was like, dude, I can keep going, but you ain't catching up. So
Right, yeah.
I'm calling victory here.
I feel like soft tacos are.
And this dude's like 6'6".
Dude, we were both talking. Jeff and I were both talking about it. Like, I feel like we could probably down a lot of soft tacos.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you eat
Dude,
one
you
and
just
it's
roll
like,
them bad boys up.
what, like, I don't even know. It doesn't feel
It's
like
mostly,
I ate
it's,
anything.
if anything in there, it's mostly tortilla.
Yeah.
When it comes
Yeah.
to Taco Bell,
Yeah.
soft tacos, which can be filling.
So our
So
wives
that's the
not
next-
allowed to watch this show?
No, they
They
are.
watch it, but they don't have to.
You could say whatever.
I mean, ours really don't. I don't think.
All right,
you
so
want to swear?
no, I can swear. I
Shit
don't care about
balls.
this, but she's
Cock
gonna be
ass.
pissed when I tell
Just
you
making an
guys
example
this
to
story.
celebrate.
Like when we get drunk,
Mm-hmm.
like she's super small and she never eats anything.
Barely, like a rabbit. Like, she doesn't eat it.
Sounds like my wife.
She eats salad without dressing, but when you get her drunk and we go to Taco Bell, she'll finish a box without any
Really?
problem.
That's
And-
awesome.
Really?
And she's like,
Not all she finishes.
Word.
Where's the?
Oh shit.
Score until you score. Until you score.
I'm gonna get the boots.
I don't know the buttons. That's
You
what I was
just
trying
push
to get.
3 buttons at the same time. All right, this guy might need to be cut off.
I need more wings. So,
are we allowed to keep eating? What
You can do whatever the.
Yeah,
you,
we
oh
could,
shit!
absolutely.
Hold on.
hold please.
Hold my
Dude, what
beer.
do you guys think about the place overall, though?
Yeah, it's a good call.
What, the wings?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
I
just like the
definitely-
whole place. Like you went to the place.
I went actually into the place. I love the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I love that everyone's just a total asshole to you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're like,
They really
What
are.
the hell are you doing
yeah,
here?
Yeah.
who are you? What are you doing here?
I went there one time, and it was packed. It was like a Friday afternoon, like probably like 5 o'clock or something like that, and the place was already packed with locals. And I remember walking in there, and they're like, "Are you from Kirtland?" I'm like, yeah. And I was. And they're like, oh, all right, go ahead. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, they're like, you're not from Chesterland, are you?
God forbid you're from Chesterland.
That's terrible.
You hear that, regulars? Just one more. He's not from Kirtland.
Yeah.
He lied to you.
Did.
I'll give you his address.
But my wife's family was from Kirtland.
Yeah, I'm from Kirtland.
Oh, so you're like, yeah.
But I used to love going
not from
there
Chesterland.
on so my brother-in-law he played on a state championship Kirtland football team.
No big deal.
And so we used to go there after Friday night Kirtland home games. We used to go there and the place would just be packed. I'm going to get some of them hots.
Oh, Ian's new flavor.
Whoa, look at
Yeah,
that.
wow.
I think
I'm
we
telling
might
you,
have,
I'm not sure what that
Which is
one
weird to
but
me.
It's good.
Yeah,
I took one of the garlic parms.
Just lick each one and,
And
just tell us
then-
when to just put it back in. That one's.
all that.
Listen to that.
Dude, is that the garlic parm?
That was the one.
So garlic parm, it didn't have enough sauce on it, but it's still
The
stayed
crispiness
crispy.
is glorious.
So you gotta give it some credit there.
I'm telling you, too, when you get the full wings, the wingdings,
Yeah.
they're just, it's
See,
a different.
So that's what they're called, is wingdings. I didn't know this was
I
a
didn't
thing.
know that either.
Okay,
So-
this is news to me.
So we did a wing review at log something.
Law and Order.
No, it was log. It was out in Medina. It was way out in the boonies. Remember?
So you guys
The
are
big
going.
trays. It was like
Oh yeah.
Smoked wings?
No, those weren't wings. Those were like
it was like
full
massive
quarter chickens.
quarter
give you,
chicken.
like-
And you had like the whole like it was like the whole breast, the wing, it was like the whole half of a side of a chicken.
They give you like a rotisserie chicken with wing sauce on it.
Yeah, like imagine a rotisserie just chopped off on one side.
Oh, hey, nice catch.
This looks expensive.
Nah, let me help you out here. There's some cordage going.
We good?
Yeah.
All right,
Find out, I guess. Hit the
I
table
wanted
again
to
and find out.
again.
It's really excited.
He's
I
getting
think that mic ruined your story. But go ahead.
It doesn't matter. So
Okay.
whenever you're telling a bad story, you can end it with one of two things.
Break something?
It depends on what kind of crowd you're with. All right. So if you're with a crowd where you got to be PG-13,
Not up in here.
whenever you're telling a bad story, you just say, "Then I found $50."
Oh, nice.
So you could be telling a story about in the middle of a shopping center,
And you're not getting a
or
reaction
waiting
that you
in
think
line,
you're
and
getting.
People are like, "Okay, where's the punchline?" You'd be like, "Then I found $50," and all of a sudden, they're interested in your story. They're like, "Wait a second, was the old lady behind you in line? Was it her $50?
Was it windy that day?
Yeah, like what? How did you find? Was there more $50? Can I go back there and find some more?
Where was this again? Are people dropping money all the time?
So then,
like
if
that.
you're around a good crowd, you can end it with, "Then I got a blowjob."
I knew that one.
Yeah.
So
One of you guys mentioned that before. And that's good.
Because if like no one's paying attention, you could tell.
Yeah,
You
they
just go and then I
just
got
to
a
throw 'em
blowjob,
off.
and then all of a sudden,
Wait, what?
wait, what happened?
Hey.
wait a second, rewind a little bit. So
Tell the
start
story
from
again.
beginning. Tell me how you ended up there, and all of a sudden, so you can kind of like call them out on it.
All right.
And like I say, every week with every guest, I learn something every time. Mm-hmm. Thanks, guys.
It's really just education.
I don't know if that's good life advice, but
It's fantastic. I mean, stories I tell all the time.
probably not appropriate for.
You know, nowadays with me, like when I'm at work, I'm telling stories. It used to be like awesome weekend stories about how drunk and how much fun we had and crazy shit we did. Now it's like, oh, look at this cute picture of my son.
Yeah.
I'm like, they probably fucking hate me most of the time. But you know what? I have a lot of young guys in my office that have kids too. So we back and forth. But I feel like my
you're
stories
proud,
aren't as
you're
awesome.
proud.
Yeah, but I feel like my stories aren't as awesome as they used to be. But I love those stories with my kids.
I think it
Show
depends on the
them
crowd,
videos.
though. It depends on the crowd.
It
'Cause, like,
does. Well-
I get excited when you tell like, "Oh, this kid just started riding a bike without training wheels." Like you get excited about that stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas
Absolutely.
if you'd have told me when I didn't have kids, I'd be like,
Sweet
Great.
dude.
Like-
Did you find $50?
yeah.
Yeah, like-
Was there a blowjob later that night? I don't know. Where's this going?
"Can you eat with a spoon too? Like, are you gonna brag about that?"
Yeah. Congratulations, dude.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I feel it. No, but it's true though.
I know
Proud
we're
dad
at-
moments. I feel like you start getting, as a father, you start getting a lot more. I mean, like the stories might not be interesting to everybody else, but a lot of proud moments,
It's more appreciation for it.
appreciation, and you appreciate what your friends and your peers are doing with their kids too. And like I said before, we're always learning things too,
Yeah.
which is a good thing. What flavor did you have?
I mixed them.
What?
I took the garlic parm
You rolled
dipped
them
it in
and
the hot-
rolled it in
you
the
rolled
hot
it.
one.
That's a veteran move.
That'd be a wild garlic parm.
And it was wildly good. That was my favorite wing so far.
So what I think
Jealous.
I could
And it
recommend.
was crispy.
And it was
'cause it was-
crispy.
You heard it.
It was.
Jealous.
It was probably the crispiest wing of the night.
I'm like on fire right now.
Dude, drink the bourbon. It's gonna light up even more.
I just did.
So we've never drank bourbon during our wing reviews.
So this is
Beer.
new.
And we always have one hot, one mild, and one, just not hot at all. And after having the bourbon with even the hot garlic, it intensified it.
Like I honestly did because I
immediately lit up on your tongue.
As soon as you told me to do that, I did, and it actually did get hot.
Yeah,
I could have changed my score a little bit. You okay? Yeah. I'm gonna turn his mic. I think I'm gonna turn his mic off. He's starting to breathe real heavily. He's turning red.
Those are pretty hot.
You talking about me or the wing?
You.
Okay. Check.
This is getting awesome.
Keep drinking. It'll look even better.
Right.
So we're talking dads, right?
Yeah.
So we get to talk about different things. All right. One of the things I'm curious, right? I have 3 kids. I know you guys have 2, and Bryan, you have 3. So maybe you can answer this for me. Like, I felt like with the first one, as soon as the baby was out, like I was on diaper duty, like right away. I'm like, my wife didn't even change a diaper when we were in the hospital.
So honestly, I think that I felt guilty in a way. So I felt like I needed to be the one that was going to be doing diaper duty.
So I assume that you were.
Is
there
her
for
opinion
the
the
whole
same?
birthing process?
Did she tell you to do it?
Is her opinion the same?
No, she didn't even
and
tell
that's
me.
what
I was
gonna ask, too.
Okay. So
Would she have the
Exactly
same
what I was gonna
opinion
ask.
though?
So
Like, is it you think that you changed all the diapers, or did
she might
have
tell
the
a
same
different
opinion?
story.
that's
Like,
awesome.
would she tell
no,
the same
I
story?
think she would tell you guys the same thing.
Okay.
With
So,
the
but the
first
thing
kid,
is-
so here's
Okay,
here's
this
the
is
end
going-
of
this
it,
is going
right?
somewhere else.
So the first kid, all about it, everything, like whatever you need. By the time the third kid, like I think my son, he's 20 months, maybe a dozen diapers. Like I feel like a terrible dad.
you just got like
because
a little more laid back.
Like I'm always just like, if I'm like, oh, I think he's shit. I'm like,
Here,
all of a
honey.
sudden, I'm like, I walk away, and I'm just like,
Dude,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I mean, there was times where I'm like, I could smell it from across the room, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go check something, and I'll walk away.
Should I answer it?
Oh, yeah,
Speakerphone?
You can. You want to put her on
Or
speaker?
on speakerphone?
What the are you doing?
Hi, Brian. You're on speakerphone with
Hello?
Talking Dads.
Oh, sorry. I
Hey.
just wanted to know if you could pick up my prescription.
Sure, honey.
so that means no kids.
Hey, and your opinion of me when we first had the first kid, would you say I changed a lot of diapers?
Yes, honey.
Wow,
Are
what
you
a
just
great
saying
dad.
that because we're on Talking with Dads? Like, you can speak the truth.
No, we argue about this.
That's all. All right, I'll pick up your prescription. Just text me where I gotta go.
All right, goodbye.
All right, love you.
That is our first call in.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. But back to what I was saying.
I'm sweating.
Oh yeah.
Go take a lap, dude.
No,
Take a
lap.
Take a fucking lap outside. Oh, it's hot out.
Feel like a fan down here.
Try one of these.
All right.
You know, it's usually really cold down here. It does not feel too cold down here today. But no, so like I'll smell it and I'll be like, just pretend like I have to go do something else. And she'll be like, oh, Ben took a shit. I'm like, oh, what?
Like,
I gotta go too. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be in the bathroom for the next
I get
half
this
hour.
call.
Oh, I forgot to mow the lawn. Just walk outside. I'm just like cutting with scissors. No, but
Oh, I
no.
found $50.
Yeah, but I found $50 and I didn't end with a blowjob.
How crispy.
But you're
are
right
these
though.
garlic parmesan?
I have to agree with you
They
on that.
sound
I think
so amazing.
the first time around was definitely like we gotta be.
I'm gonna be the best dad
Yeah.
in the world, and
Yeah.
like you're on top of everything. And then the second kid, I was like, all right, like I'll do half of them, and like I felt like it was maybe 60-40 her. This last one, I try like sometimes I'm like, oh, she's gonna be home in like an hour. I can probably get away with it.
Okay, so yeah, she's shit. I'm just gonna let her walk around. Don't let her sit. Just keep her running around so it doesn't smash. And
I think to your point, for the first one, you watch your wife give birth, and like for your first one, and I don't know if you can even remember after 3.
Oh, I
It's hard to
remember the
remember
first
after
one.
2, but like I can vividly remember just like the fear in my eyes that I couldn't even see. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing what she's doing and terrifying at the same time. And I just remember being like, all right, I need to do everything I can because she needs to fucking sleep for a little while. Like my wife was in labor for like 36 hours. Like,
Yeah, that was-
like good labor for 36 hours. And like she kept, I snuck a few sandwiches in there and she couldn't eat. And I was like, I'm fucking hungry. What do you,
It's like
I'm
30
I'm allowed to eat.
It's like
you
at
know?
36 hours, I could probably sneak out to the bar in between pushing and
Did
grab.
once.
I thought 4 hours was a lot to wait for a
36,
sandwich.
bro.
I was so lucky. 4 hours of what?
I was like, man, I'm hungry. It's been 4 hours.
You don't score.
Damn it, it's the wrong one.
Get it together. All right, you're not allowed to use
Yeah,
that.
that's why you're the board guy.
I'll take Jeff on the board from now on.
That's what I wanted.
Oh, okay.
There you
I
go.
remember when you hit that.
But I agree with you. God bless him.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
like amazing.
like so I did. I tried like real hard,
Yeah.
and to be fair, she might tell you a completely different story. But like I remember trying to do as much as I could, and then. But you're right though. The second one, I was like,
Yeah. Texting more updates on Facebook.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I have
I'm
talking
working.
dad stuff to work on right now.
right,
Just legit.
right.
Okay, so let's rewind here a minute. You said you remember your first child being born. Were you the guys? Did you guys? Your wives had natural childbirth.
So mine did.
Mine did too.
Did you guys watch the whole thing?
All right, I did. So
Still have nightmares.
movies, right? They portray things differently. Like I think there's
Yeah.
gonna be like a curtain here.
Yeah.
it's not.
And I'm just gonna like hold her hand and talk to her.
Yo, you're gonna be up by
You're
her
the
face.
greatest.
Yeah. Like,
You're the
pushing
best.
babes,
just
like the
push
classes that
Just
we
like
take.
giving a motivational speech.
Yeah.
They
right?
yell at you, they squeeze you,
Yeah,
and then
I'm
the baby
like-
pops out.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be great. Like
30 seconds.
about when they're like checking her and stuff, I just
Yeah.
kind of stayed up at the
Yeah.
top, and then she's like, all right, she's ready to push. I was like, okay, cool. And it was one of the nurses, and she's like, all right, grab a leg. I was like, what?
Well, that's the thing is the nurses become in charge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, grab a leg. I was like, what do you mean grab a leg? She's like, grab a leg, and she's got to get ready to start pushing. I'm like, whoa, we pay you
Yeah.
to hold the legs. I'm supposed to
lot
be
of
up
money.
here
Yeah.
kind of holding her hand and stuff.
Moral support.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna go and look at that. Like
thought
I didn't
that
want,
show.
I didn't want to even look down there because I'm like,
Yeah.
who knows what the.
No, I agree.
I looked.
I did too.
I
So I
regret
had
every
guys
moment
at
of
work.
it.
They're like, "Oh, whatever you do,
Minute,
don't look down there," because I didn't look. Like the big macho, like, "Oh, I look down there and everything." It's like, first of all, I didn't have a choice.
Right.
And second of all, it was fucking insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I was wearing a hoodie and I'm holding her leg and I'm like, oh, I'm sweating my ass off. Like, I'm not gonna get this freaking hoodie off. But I'm not gonna say anything because I'm gonna get slapped in the face by every nurse in this room right now,
Like,
including her.
I'm so sorry you're sweating.
I'm like, oh, my-
you're uncomfortable.
Oh, my back hurts.
Your wife's about to deliver a freaking
It's
15-pound baby.
It's
You're
been a solid
uncomfortable.
30 minutes. I'm like, my back is killing me.
I literally did say that once. It was a bad
Oh.
move.
Well, you had
Yeah.
you're
But you're
a long
36
time.
For
hours.
a long time. I was like, my back literally did hurt.
I'm hungry. My feet are still.
babe. Can I go grab a drink from the cafeteria?
You just see the contractions going up on the screen. You're like, oh, I'm hungry right now.
Well, I remember I was like, hey, I'm gonna go run down to the car real quick and grab something. And Laura's like, you're not going anywhere. I'm like, oh Jesus. And then she's like, grab a leg, and I'm like, okay. So I get
Yeah,
in there,
nurses are insane.
and it was for me. It was lucky. It was 45 minutes maybe. Just boom. It was awesome. Second child was right around the same time, but so I was lucky. 36 or whatever. What was it like? Push, break.
yeah, I mean, we had long breaks in between at first.
They didn't like do a
She was induced.
Okay.
And then they did like, oh God, I can't remember. Foley catheter. Where they like put like a balloon inside and like blow it up to like induce more.
Wow.
Like all this other kind of stuff.
Anytime I hear anybody who's got induced, it's always like a long,
Yeah,
drawn
yeah.
out labor.
Long time.
And they said that with our third one. They were like, we might have induced you. And I'm like, oh my God, no.
shit.
Please don't.
Then my
Like,
daughter was 9 minutes.
Yeah, like every other one.
just fell out.
Was quick. like same thing. Like 45
Literally.
minutes, hour, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Like
quick.
with my daughter, I remember
Pushing.
they gave her the, what's it called?
The
The pain, yeah, the giant freaking needle.
Epidural.
I
thank you.
almost said enema.
it's not an enema.
Yeah, right.
Enema.
No, they gave, so with my son, they gave her the epidural and it was still like 4 or 5 hours. But like then she finally relaxed and like it things started moving. So when they gave it to her with my daughter, because she was induced with my daughter too, I was like, all right. So I like went out into the waiting room and like I was actually talking to my brother-in-law or my sister-in-law's boyfriend.
Soon to be, probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Are they engaged?
Yes, he's a good dude.
Nah,
no,
no,
they're
no,
not
no,
technically engaged, but he's a good dude. Anyway, I was talking
On
to
a
him.
1 to 10, where would you?
Yeah. What? Does he watch this or listen to it?
I don't know. He's,
And if he doesn't, then he
just
doesn't deserve
kidding
it. Give him a
on
low
that.
number.
you're
Go
goddamn
next.
right. He's like a 4.
Moving on.
If he watched it, it'd be like a 7.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
I have a 9 for brother-in-law. Thanks, Kevin.
We got
Heard some
funny
good things,
stories
Kevin.
about his brother-in-law.
We'll get to it. I'm in.
But yeah, I remember I was just like sitting in the waiting room and like my mother-in-law texted me, was like, "You need to get in here now." I was like, "What do you mean? They just gave her the freaking thing." Like, I got in there and like 3 minutes later, there she was. My daughter was there.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So did any of you guys have to massage your wife's breasts in the hospital with another nurse?
No.
Oh, funny story, actually.
That's not normal?
Because I didn't do that. But I did. So I had the flu or something, like when I was at the hospital.
Wait, hold on. Fuck your flu story.
No, because
He's talking about.
your wife's involved with my wife's breasts.
All right, let's
Chill
do
the
this.
fuck out. I'm getting there. Jesus.
Talking about the
Found
flu.
50
He's
bucks.
talking about his wife getting
Regardless,
massaged.
I had to leave and go pick something up. So I went and grabbed like some stuff because I was sitting in a chair to sleep in. I come back from my house, and his wife and our friend Kevin Crockett's wife are in the room with my wife, and they're just holding her breasts, and they're just like trying to get the baby, like my son, to latch on. And I walk in and I'm like, yes. Quietly tiptoe to the side and just like,
Wait. What were they wearing? I'm just kidding.
well, I vividly remember this. No, probably hoodies and sweatpants. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Sorry. But yeah, it was okay. It was getting better. Relax.
That's awesome.
Just cut me off in the middle of that. And I apologize for ruining your story.
No, it's okay.
You asked.
So my wife gets milk very quickly. Like, so you're usually in the hospital for like 3 days, and
Yeah.
then they send you home. Literally within like 24 hours to 36 hours, she gets milk right away. And the baby's not always ready to start like drinking the milk, or it's hard to get them to latch on, whatever. So all I remember, I think it was the second baby. But he latched on all right, but it was just like hard getting all that out because her boobs literally turned into like solid rocks.
Right.
Like they were huge,
Like they engorged.
which was awesome. But anytime you touched them, she was like in a lot of pain. So like that wasn't awesome.
Yeah, so it wasn't cool.
They were just rocks. Like nobody tells you. There's no books that tell you this shit. It's just it was hard as a rock. And literally the lactation nurse tried to work with her. Like we're got the baby on there trying to like loosen these things up. And then finally the nurse is like, listen, like this is like she's in so much pain. My wife's in tears.
Oh my God! Tell me you're gonna suck on her boob.
So I was willing to do whatever I had to do. Okay?
Yeah.
But that wasn't an option on the table. But
supposed to be sweet, I guess.
the nurse, the lactation nurse, she was okay looking. She was not bad, but I wouldn't say like, on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 6, 5, probably 5. Maybe because
What was the heat level?
I was up late. The heat level was like a 4.
What was the body level?
What was the size?
But the hardness level, my wife's boob was like a 10.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was like just solid crystallized underneath there.
Is that called
And I'm like,
engorged?
Engorged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
engorged, yeah.
So they call it engorged. So we're literally like, so the nurse is like, come over here. Come on. You get one, I get one. I'm like, what? Like, this is like,
Look into my eyes.
check the bucket list, right?
I've
So
seen
we're
movies that
literally,
start like
she's like,
this.
you got here. And she takes my hand. She's like, here, you gotta like just massage it up to the like right up to the nipple, like just we're just both of us. She's like, all right, you do one, I do one. I'm like, all right, this isn't bad. My wife, but the problem was my wife was just hurt with her face.
Oh gosh, she'd be in so much
in
pain.
excruciating pain. Like we all joke about it. We're like, oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a start
No,
to
but
a
it's gotta
porno
be
or
fucking
something.
But like,
terrible.
yeah,
Oh, it's
but-
gonna be awful.
It was the most. So
But you do whatever
I
you have to do,
imagined
yeah.
massaging my wife's breast with another woman being a lot
Cool,
more fun,
but it
Yeah.
wasn't cool.
not at all. It was like a 1.
And then you have a screaming.
It was a 1 out of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you ever
And-
seen Neighbors where they have like where the wife has that?
Yes.
That's because I picture that and I always think about how painful that has to
yeah.
be. Because my wife had the same thing at home and I had to do the same thing. I had to try to massage it and like.
Just I was like really like just breaking up the crystals.
But I'm like, I don't want to hurt you.
But you are the whole
But
time.
I am the whole time because she's in severe pain.
Yeah.
But she doesn't
like-
care. She's like, I just want to get rid of the pain. Like,
Yeah.
so if I got to take a little pain now for you to just like loosen the shit up, to like get it to like flow.
Oh, wrong one.
We're so close.
I was like that one.
That's what she said.
There you go.
But if you're a new dad and you haven't seen Neighbors,
Right.
I would highly
agree.
recommend
Watch
it.
that scene because it's
Yeah.
like it hurts to watch even though I'm a
It
guy.
really does, yeah.
But even like when they're having sex and the baby's like watching, like I can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
There's just so many things you're like, oh, this is weird.
This is
Like,
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
considering going to the club with the baby.
Yeah.
I need a night out.
you're next door and you got the baby monitor. You're like, well, I could party for a little
Yeah, I
bit
could
with the
probably
neighbors.
see how far this thing reaches.
Yeah.
Great movie, by the way.
Yeah, awesome.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah, but no, that's brutal, and I
And I
give
then
women
I
all the
did-
credit in
I
the
did
world
not
for
get
all
a
that.
blowjob after that story.
Did you find $50 though?
No.
Damn, that's a rough day.
No,
And
it was rough.
You just went home with another kid.
And didn't sleep for a while.
And by the way, like you don't look at breast the same way for
No,
that's
for
true.
at
You don't look
least-
at a lot of things
Oh,
after you leave
hold
the
on.
hospital.
It's
Hold
a
on,
while.
not-
I mean, I still do not like
Breasts
it comes back, but I
comes
was worried.
back.
I was worried though.
Vagina though?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
You guys,
Yeah.
did you guys ask for the husband stitch or no?
Oh,
I
the
did
tip, the
not.
usual. Hey, doc, throw another stitch in there.
Yeah, the guy looked at me and he's like, "You're an asshole."
You did
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah, I was
Listen.
joking around about it. I was like, "Can you throw in another one for me?" He's like, "You're an asshole." And I was like, "Damn."
Yeah,
I thought-
listen.
Like, wow, I wasn't
my
expecting that. I was
wife-
expecting like a hey, good one.
My wife,
Like a
bless her
good-
soul, is about as feminist as you can get. And I actually love that about her because I think you should take what's yours and
Just in
and
case
you
she's
know.
watching.
Well, no,
No,
I
completely agree with you.
I
I'm
really
just-
do.
I'm
Especially now that we have a
joking.
daughter.
I'm joking.
I love that, whatever. There's no way in hell trust me, it crossed my mind and I got all the advice like, hey, make sure you ask the doc to throw another stitch in there. I was like, dude, if I do that after 36 hours of labor,
Oh, you're getting stabbed. You're not getting hit. You're getting stabbed.
yeah, it would have been over.
I don't
So
think you're
with
being a-
36 hours, so my wife was in 20 hours for
Yeah.
the first one, which is a long ass time.
Yeah.
And brutal. And they had this thing.
So easy.
I forget what they call it, a vacuum. Did they do a vacuum?
Get a shop vac out real quick.
That's
and-
what I was thinking, but it's more like a little plunger.
No.
Like I was like, what the hell? And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get a vacuum. I was like,
Billy
okay.
Mays
remember the
Hayes here with the
balloon.
new vagina plunger.
They come out and they bring this little plunger thing, and they're like, no.
Do you have a
it's-
vacuum sound?
First we had to sign this waiver, right?
to do the plunger?
Wait, where did you guys give birth?
Hillcrest.
Oh, so did we.
Yeah.
He
And
doesn't get the vacuum.
yeah.
We
So
need
they're
the
like, oh, we're
I
gonna
don't
vacuum
think.
your kid out,
Why
and
don't
I
you
was
just
thinking
suffer?
shop.
Maybe I was out getting a sandwich.
But I was thinking the same
I
thing.
was thinking like a shop vac. I thought it was gonna be like,
Maybe I was out
"Hooray!"
getting a sandwich while they were vacuuming his wife's vagina.
You're at Cork and Bottle.
I literally went there like 4 times
Yeah,
during
that
labor.
place is awesome. Continue. Sorry.
So we
have great
grab
pizza.
this thing and they go, here's the vacuum. I'm like, that looks like a little plunger. And they're like, yeah, we gotta do this. And they put it on her head and they kind of got it.
Your
on her
wife's head?
No, my daughter's head. Which, by the way, so
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
when we talk about like how I wasn't gonna look, the first time that they said, "Oh, she's a brunette," like my head was like, "Oh, really?" And,
Yeah.
like, I'm down there like looking. I'm like, "Oh, it's almost there!" Like, and then they put this little vacuum on there, or like this little plunger, and then they start pulling on it. I'm like, "Is your head gonna pop off?"
Yeah, like
And what
do a
do they do
cone?
if it does? They like stick it back in there and be like, "Oh, like,
we're just
sorry."
messing around. Let's just try it naturally.
Yeah. So I'm like,
We did not have the plunger.
dude, I was so scared because I'm like, why do they have my kid's head? Like, I don't feel, because they tell you to be secure with the baby's
yeah.
neck and
Yeah,
stuff.
sure.
So how are you gonna pull it out by its head?
Yeah, secure until it's right there, and then they're like, "Oh, here it comes," and like start pulling.
Isn't
on
it
I'm like,
crazy how aggressive
just-
the
oh my
doctor
God,
is?
like-
All right, so first of all, what a crock is this? And like again, yeah, I don't know. You have this team in the birthing room, and it's like 6 nurses, or like 4 nurses, and then like a specialist, and then the OB. Mm-hmm. And like the nurses literally do all the fucking work.
Yeah.
And like
They're not
then
getting-
like, oh, it's time, and
Then
then the
the
doctor comes
OB
in,
comes in.
and then doctor's done. Like
They're the
what
hero,
a crock is that?
They're the hero.
I mean, 100%.
and they get the money.
Yeah.
Like I remember thinking that
They did go to
like,
school
there's this
longer
whole
time,
team.
Yeah.
Sure, but
Just get a lot more
That
debt.
like I feel like though that I would want
Probably paid
the
off
guy
pretty
that
quick.
or the guy or girl
depending
that
where
went to
they're at.
school the longest. I feel like I would want there the longest amount of time.
Yeah.
It's just not how that works.
No.
they're busy people.
No,
Dude, we
That's
had
Think of-
such a
that's
good
the
Now this
same
is a
thing, no
problem.
matter what you
both
look at,
kids,
though.
man. We had such a good team. Like I don't know.
Did you get your nurses like gifts or anything or like food?
that happen? I fucked
Yeah,
up.
like we brought them snacks and everything, and we wrote them thank you.
Let's write this down if we do a third one. Bring
Yeah, write that down. I'm not gonna.
gifts.
I don't think we did.
I offered mine some bourbon,
Wow.
but I drank it all.
God, what a nice guy.
Just kidding.
I didn't do it. My wife
we didn't
packed
give
You
it.
gave it to him before.
Tip
My wife
culture.
actually might have did
Tip
something
culture
like
was
that.
not like my top of mind.
My wife's like, bring the snacks for the nurses. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Actually,
Like we had a
probably ate
whole.
the snacks.
We gave a picture of the birth
serious.
actually happening so they could remember her. Like as the baby was coming out, that's what we
Really?
gave.
It's like, holy shit! You had like a drone flying up above.
They're like, oh, thanks, guys. I
You had Jeff in the back of the room.
get a picture of what I do every day. Thanks.
Change the lighting. We need lighting. We need the extra light right here, right here.
Hold on, stop right there.
Wait.
Perfect.
No further. Don't push.
It's like,
me.
oh, thanks. I don't see this every day or anything.
No, man, I feel like a dick right now. Like I want to go like talk to the Hillcrest nurses and give them something because they did a fantastic.
Well, there's a lot of
job.
shift changes when you're.
Yeah, we had like
Yeah.
4 different shift changes.
I was
Any of
never-
them leave and come back?
No, but once we were in post, one of the nurses did come up and see us. That was awesome.
I liked Hillcrest.
Yeah, Hillcrest was great.
It's a good place.
I was at Lake West.
Okay.
It was awesome.
we did
had
Lake
this
West,
huge
too.
room, and then I had another room where I could sleep.
The rooms
in.
at Lake West are really nice.
double
Okay,
beds.
cool. Yeah, you guys have a huge room there. That's cool. I sat in a fucking chair that they didn't tell me reclined, except for like. Okay, so not only that, so I pushed. It's got like the part where you push the legs out, and so I slept like this with my legs on like a pillow
Oh, that's brutal.
for the first night.
I had like a nice soft pillow.
Second morning, the nurse comes in. She goes, "Oh, do you know that like folds down into like a bed?" I'm like, "Oh, does it? That's cool." I've been like, I don't know. I've
By
been
the
here
way,
for like
we're
24
ready to
hours.
check you out.
There's literally been
Bye.
on the hour every hour check since.
Yeah, and then like, and my other brother, Mike, both his daughters were born there, and they had beds.
Yeah,
huge
I had a
rooms.
full bed.
Hillcrest rooms are a lot nicer now too.
It was nice.
My brother Chris went to Hillcrest for both his
20 months
kids,
ago was the
and
last
they
time
had
I-
beds and shit.
There might have been changed. Did they have a bed?
My
for
second son
you?
was born at
Or is it still
UH
just
though.
the couch?
At Rainbows.
Oh, okay.
Are we
Yeah,
allowed to
I
talk
remember
outside
you- I remember hearing
conversations?
this story.
What'd you say?
We shouldn't have these side conversations.
What the? You just say?
What do I listen to?
It was a blue couch that we had.
Yeah.
That folds into a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're giving you massages there too.
I had an
full
actual
bed.
bed.
Yeah, you had a full bed.
Yeah.
Like
Like
goes
West
up and
had a lot of
down,
shit.
legs.
Yeah, my brother had that too at Lake West.
Yeah.
My wife yelled at me for snoring, so I had to like lift it up so I wasn't snoring so much.
They actually sent me home the second night we were there because I was sick.
Oh, really?
They're like, "You have a fever. Get out of here." I'm like, "Okay."
Sorry,
got a full
honey.
night.
Sorry, honey.
Got a full night's sleep.
That's
Slept on the.
a
Did you
dad
go
hack.
home though?
That is a dad hack.
Did you really go home?
Dad hack.
You went to the bar.
Give yourself a fever.
Yeah. Bring a heating pad.
Sweating so much.
Feel good. I just threw up.
Sorry. I don't want to endanger the baby.
Like, our wives aren't watching this anyway, so we're solid. All right, future dads.
Yeah.
No, they might have watched like the first 20 minutes, but you know they're not at this point.
Nah.
My wife will watch them
Your wife might.
for a little bit.
Mine doesn't.
She's like, "Oh, I'm watching it," and then I go to bed and it's like, HGTV's on.
She'll throw us a like or whatever, but
Yeah,
she
she
won't
throws
actually
some light.
watch
Chelsea,
it.
but you know what? Hey, I appreciate the
Yeah,
support.
absolutely.
So this is good. You know, delivery room stories. I don't think we've gotten into this too
No,
much.
we
This is
really
pretty
haven't
good.
talked a bunch about it.
It's a good segue from wings to the delivery room.
Yeah.
So we went
Absolutely.
from like comedy to like a horror movie.
Yeah,
basically.
right.
We like to spread it out a little bit,
Yeah.
mix it up, keep it
Lover of
exciting.
all genres.
Spread it out.
That's what she said.
Pun intended.
We already
It's
got
like
it.
a dad joke.
Dad joke. Wait.
There you go.
All right. Sorry.
I gotta thank you guys. I feel like I have to thank you because we were driving down to Disney World. I know, terrible idea. Drive down to
No,
Disney
it's a
World.
great idea.
But I think it was when you came out the first like 3 episodes or 4 episodes. Literally, that got me all the way down there.
Oh, nice.
So listen to you guys the whole way. And because I was bored, I'm like, we drove through the night, so the kids
Yeah.
could sleep.
Yeah.
So we left at like, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock.
It's a
on.
way to do it, by the way.
Hopped up on the Red Bull, just driving through, windows open, just music going or Talking Dad's going. So when my son was actually right before he fell asleep, like it was like early in the night still. And he hadn't fallen asleep yet, but we were by around the West Virginia area.
Okay.
And I was starting to listen to you guys, but he literally looks over, there's a bunch of like neon lights like on the side of a mountain. Mm-hmm. And he goes, hey, Dad, let's go to the Chuck E. Cheese. Can we go to the Chuck E. Cheese? And I look at the big neon lights and what it was. It was a Southern Exposure. I'm like, sorry, buddy. That's not Chuck E. Cheese. Buddy. I think Mommy would like it if we went there.
It's amazing.
But yeah, you guys got me through that 17-hour drive. Listening to your airport stories about the
That was
about
Disney,
the Disney
right?
World.
Yeah.
And I thought about because
Cinnabon.
he flew down, I drove down like an idiot,
That's
and
insane.
and it was good, but it was brutal for like one day. I had to catch up on sleep.
Yeah, that's the tough thing. Is
And then I was good.
Like
after
the
that.
drive, I feel like is fine, but then once you get there, the whole next day is what's brutal.
Yeah.
trying to recover
Yeah.
from that not sleeping.
Yeah, because everyone else is well rested.
Well, my wife's a saint. Like she slept the whole way.
Yeah.
So she was
Did-
well
like,
rested.
literally didn't even wake up at all. I don't think until we got there.
Mom hack.
Like,
Yeah.
wait, I gotta go pee. I'm gonna wake up, and then she went back to sleep.
Right.
But when we got there, she just let me,
Kinda chill
do
a
my
little
thing.
bit.
I had some cocktails, zonked out,
Locked out, yeah.
slept for like 12 hours when we got there, and I was good to go.
Did you enjoy Disney?
Loved it. Yeah,
See, I'm the same way.
yeah, I loved it.
You been to Disney?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was good.
Not for you.
No, it was. I liked it a lot. I feel bad because I keep wanting to talk about my brother-in-law Kevin.
Talk about Kevin.
He's
I have like a
down
man
there
crush.
right now.
I have like a man crush.
Yeah, he like,
Sounds like he likes Kevin a lot.
yeah. So he's down there right now,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he keeps texting me the whole time. He's like, "Dude, I wish you were here instead." Because like we go to Cedar Point.
You
and
guys
stuff.
might be in love with each other.
So
Continue.
we
I've got a
do
good man crush story about him too. I'll tell
Yeah.
you.
All right, this is getting good.
we do Cedar Point, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
we got to like we do the fast pass. We do it on a
Have to.
weekday, so that there's already nobody in the line.
And you're boom, boom, boom.
And we're
still.
just like we make sure we get on like 24 rides. I think we did last time.
Yeah.
And he's like, I gotta take a shit. I'm like, I'm going on another ride. Like
Right.
we're
I'll meet you.
nonstop. Yeah. And we got to a point now where people go with us and they kind of have an understanding. Like, well, if you guys go with them, you can keep up for a little bit. But if you need a break, we're not gonna wait for
Yeah.
you. And he's like, everyone's just putzing around. And like, so the first time.
It's a business.
The first time I went down there, like we're sitting there, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, let's eat sandwiches," and like we're eating sandwiches. And I'm like, "Fuck job sandwiches! Why are we doing sandwiches? Like, we gotta go." And then we
could eat sandwiches in line.
yes,
Get your sandwich and get your ass in line.
yeah. So what we were doing because we brought sandwiches. Yeah, so it's not even like we have to wait in line. We're just like, all right, let's take over. Let's sit over here. So the very first day, I was just getting a little frustrated because I wanted to be go, 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 go. And then, so towards the end, people could tell I was a little frustrated. I'm like, guys, we just need to be a little more efficient when we go to this. Like, you're walking to this end of the park, back to this end, back to here, back to here.
Do you guys do you make an itinerary, like which ride you're going to hit first?
No, because when you do that shit, it doesn't work.
Because
You
the
just need to-
timing, you gotta like
'cause the
figure out
timing.
every ride. You gotta figure out like what's the weight, what's most efficient.
Yeah, so you need to be on the
But you
fly.
end up going from one
Yeah,
side
'cause
of
you
the
do the
park to
itinerary.
the other
Just keep-
sometimes because you're going off the timing.
Yeah, if you do an itinerary. If you don't do an itinerary,
I'm saying
No, if you
do an
don't.
itinerary, you can't plan ahead of time like you're saying because sometimes you'll have everything's in a 2-hour wait here, but something's 30 minutes over here. You go do that and then come back over here.
but
Yeah,
you
if the one's
download
wide
the
open.
app, right? Did
Right,
you download the
right,
app?
which
And it
tells
kind
you all
of
the
tells
times.
you. And
Right.
if this one's 20 minutes, I'm like, by the time I get down there, it might be longer. But out of these 4 that are close, I'm going to hit this one first.
I see. So you still stay close by. You just go with the least amount of time based on where you're at.
Yep.
Okay.
Solid move.
Yeah, but
So
we
he's
loved
missing
it.
you at Disney because he's got no one to like rush through everything with.
You can't
That's why
ditch-
Kevin
you
wants
can't
you
ditch
there.
the rest
Yes.
of the people.
That's why he wishes you were there,
And that's why sometimes.
not because
like,
of the bromance thing.
yeah,
Maybe a little bit of
probably
both.
not. I mean,
A little bit of both.
If you threw a wig on him, he'd look like a sister. But
Okay, that's pretty. That's
I don't know about that. Like he's pretty ripped. He'd be
Oh,
like
man.
a weird looking like sister. Like he'd be like a jacked up sister.
So we always talk about how like our show ends up being like a therapy session.
this is therapy. It's a therapeutic.
no,
So
No, it's fine. It's you're okay. You're okay.
I
Hey,
mean,
you're in a safe zone right here.
Listen,
pretend like the mic's
It's a circle.
yeah.
circle of trust.
my brother-in-law, he's
Once
like
you're
one
out of
of
the
my
circle, you're
brothers.
out of the
he
circle.
really is. Like, you have
No,
some
no, I was walking
brother-in-laws,
around, no.
but he's like my brother-in-law.
Okay.
So
That's good. That's good to have a good relationship with your brother-in-law. It's healthy.
I went to I don't know. I don't know if you'll think the same way. I went to Punta Cana with this guy.
Yeah.
And he's awesome. He's
Just the two of you?
Yeah, he's a boozer.
Not just the two of them.
Just the two of us. We
was
wore
very
our
romantic.
Cheetos. They're like Speedos, but with made out
yeah.
of jeans.
Yeah.
So like Cheetos. We
Those
had
are big
matching
for
ones.
2019. I heard.
Yeah. So we had those. We wore those down
I
there.
know that was a thing.
It was for our wedding anniversaries. We both had 5-year anniversaries on the same, like right around the same time. So that's why we went down there. We were with our wives. But it's all
were in
inclusive.
the
All you can drink it by the pool. You got these, all kinds of stuff that, makes you go to the bathroom. Coconut juice and frozen drinks or whatever. He just ends up missing for like 2 hours. Like, where the hell did he go? And he can put him away.
Yeah.
This guy, you got to be nervous because you drinking all day, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like
Right.
it's unpredictable. All of a sudden, I'm like, I go to the bathroom, right? I walk up to the bathroom, and there's like this big circle bar that's not the pool bar, and he's literally like touching this guy's abs that has his shirts off.
Oh, hold on.
He's like, how do you get him so? Like he's like, how do you get him so tight? Like that's like
That's what she said.
like literally, like he's like, how much can you bench, man? How much can you bench? Like, are you like 250? Like, oh my god, no way. How much you weigh? You can't bench 250. Like, I'm like, what
I
the
can
hell?
see why he likes you so much.
I'm like, what the hell did I just walk into?
He's got that bromance. Just
So
got it down.
He's gonna hate me for saying this because damn well he's probably gonna watch this.
Oh, for sure.
yes.
Like-
I love Kevin.
I love
But he's
it.
like, what?
Kevin's
what?
the man.
He's like, what? The guy's like, apparently the guy was like the lifting champion of Michigan.
I wasn't there that weekend.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's Michigan.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
come on. But apparently the guy, like, for his weight, he weighed like 120 pounds.
And for
or
being
whatever,
from
but
Michigan.
he could put up like,
fuck
twice
that
his
guy.
weight or something. But it was an awkward moment. So he's like, oh, come meet my buddy. I'm like, no, I'm going to go back by our wives.
Yeah, I'm going to go away from the dudes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go by the girls.
Yeah, like, and it's Punta Cana, so like it's topless beaches,
Right.
Thong bikinis everywhere.
so
like,
I've been there.
everybody's,
It's-
like European. It's like weird.
It's funny, too, because like when you go to Punta Cana or like any place like that, it's like you could pick out the Americans.
Yeah.
Because they have like
Oh,
the
yeah.
boarding shorts on. Like
Yeah.
all the dudes
Yeah.
that are like European and everything have like
you were checking out
Speedos
the
on.
dudes. I was checking out the girls. Like all the girls are in.
Oh, yeah, it's the chicks.
and they were topless. You were checking out the dudes,
Dude,
But
it's all
I-
about
like,
the chicks, bro.
But the
Yeah.
girls were in.
Oh, the dudes are wearing Speedos and like
Yeah,
thongs and shit.
Damn it!
I didn't
Come on,
notice that.
Dusty.
Yeah, me neither. But were you? But you were saying
Was that
about
a new bottle?
yeah.
I have another one.
So what you were saying about Cedar Point though, we take Cedar Point very seriously.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Our wives do too. So like when we get there, if you're not ready to run, you're not hanging out with us. We hit every single ride. When's the last time you were there, by the way?
Last year.
Did you go on Steel Vengeance?
Oh, it's a hybrid roller coaster, right? So,
but-
so you go. I'm like, why is there a 2-hour wait for
Oh,
the
2
slide?
hours, okay, I
right?
get this, yeah.
Well, no, because we got the fast pass, so it was like 40 minutes.
Oh shit.
But I was just like, this is dumb. It's the mean streak with some. I thought it was gonna be the mean streak. You put some
Which is metal,
on it,
yeah.
and they're gonna call it like a new coaster, and I was like, this is gonna
Kind
be
of like they
dumb.
did with that the old
Mantis.
Mantis.
Yeah.
Same exact thing. They just painted it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you said though that Steel Vengeance
roller
was
coaster.
amazing.
best ride I've ever been in my life.
Oh, you did end up going.
He was
on it,
saying
though?
he was saying that he thought it was going to suck because he thought they just kind of like made it a metal coaster.
They're like, it broke 20 records, this and that. I'm like,
okay.
bullshit. Yeah, it's a wooden roller coaster.
I remember when he went out because I didn't get to go last year, and he said he came back. He's like, dude, it was a 3-hour wait, and it was worth it. I was like, what?
Dude.
Best roller coaster I've ever
So
been on.
that night when we went, it was
roller coaster is this?
Steel Vengeance.
Yeah. It's,
So when we went, it was Hollow Weekends. It was like it was pouring rain here and 40 degrees. There it was 45 and sunny. We're like, oh, I'll probably be dead there. They set records for attendance that day.
Wow.
Everything had even if you had a fast pass, you're waiting 2 hours in some lines.
oh,
Wow.
Dude, the Gemini, hour and a half wait. The Gemini hasn't had an hour and a half wait since it
like
opened.
30 years.
Yeah. An hour and a half wait for the Gemini. We rode 3 rides in 9 hours.
Dude, we didn't go to Cedar Point at all last year.
But we got on the Steel Vengeance and it was worth it.
Yes.
3 hours. It was the best ride I've ever been on in my life.
I didn't.
We
go
went
there.
on it
Did
3
you go on the one
times.
at Disney where you're? What was that?
The Avatar
The
one.
teacup?
Did you do that?
I didn't go. I haven't been there yet with the kids yet. So
Teacup's pretty legit.
is it awesome?
Dude,
I think we're going
it
next
really
year.
is.
By the way,
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah,
we're gonna go in
family.
April.
What day?
Can we go?
You guys come?
Yeah,
We can eat
absolutely.
wings together.
And drink bourbon.
We're gonna go in
Can
April.
Are you
Kevin
staying
come?
on campus or are you
Kevin-
like off?
Can Kevin come?
I don't
that's
know.
what we
I'm
did.
going to see how this...
Just talk
We're
to Kevin. See what he
veterans.
thinks about us and see
Listen,
if we
my son's
are on
about
his
to
list.
turn 4. This will be his 3rd Disney trip.
That's awesome, man. I never went to Disney as a kid.
Really?
I don't know if you guys probably did. I did not.
I never made it
I went
until
once
I
when I
took
was a
my
kid.
kid.
My parents waited till I was like 13.
I was 19 the first time I went.
Yeah, 13.
I went when I was like 10.
It was like,
and
but we went to
that was
like
it.
all the different places. But my mom had
But
like we had
I had
a pass for every single place for free for like some
that's
show.
the
My
way
mom,
to go.
yeah. So it was awesome.
Yeah,
We
well,
went
that's the
everywhere.
thing. It's like, so we didn't go last year, but the 2 years before that, I had conferences that I could go to that were in Orlando.
nice.
So we made it work with the timing.
Yeah, just
to take the
piggyback it.
kids. Yeah.
Is that a dad hack?
Yeah, it's 100% a dad hack.
And
a business
rewinding a little
expense.
bit was when
Yeah.
you drove at night.
Yeah.
Was that a dad hack?
I would say, yeah. While
Yeah.
they're
Do you
sleeping.
recommend
for
doing that?
sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
Like,
'cause
if
that's-
you're going to travel anywhere,
Yeah.
travel while they're sleeping,
So-
you just bite the bullet, get some Red Bulls or I don't drink
I feel like I
coffee.
could do it. You don't drink coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
I
either,
can't drink
really.
coffee.
I mean, I will. I'll drink a latte,
Yeah.
but that's
A
not
lot.
Like,
If you guys would have known this guy
A lot.
10 years ago,
I won't even drink a latte. Anything that has a coffee taste to it.
Dude, a
I can't.
if you guys
Lattes-
would have known
a
this
latte
dude
is
10 years ago,
fantastic.
not even 10 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, he's camo everything. I hate Starbucks. I'm never going to Starbucks again
He's not
because they
wrong.
don't support the troops. I hate this. I hate that.
he's
I'll
not
take a
wrong.
latte. Never thought I'd hear the day. I mean, I do now. I know him now, and it's fine. 'Cause I like Starbucks too, so I'm not going to disagree with it.
I drink a latte.
Can you
Bourbon.
read that?
I drink
Lots
a
of
latte
bourbon.
coffee.
This one.
Oh, do it again. A latte what?
A latte coffee.
Oh!
No, he's not wrong.
No, it's funny. 'cause-
Like, I can
and I don't
totally
have,
admit that.
I don't have a problem with it. It's obviously just a joke between us, but our friends, because he was, the most badass dude, your Marine buddy that like, I hate this, I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, I spent some time in the war.
Yeah. No, hey, props to you, dude. I'm
Yeah,
never
thank you
gonna
for your service.
I'm never gonna disrespect you for that. I
don't-
never
I
fuck
don't
with you.
say
But I'll never forget that we went to our friend's wedding and Ian, like we get there and Ian's wearing a camo, like what was that, a Hoyt hat?
Oh, yeah,
And he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm just gonna wear it for like
The Joey's wedding,
Joey's.
right? Yeah.
He wore it the entire wedding. He was that guy at that wedding. Like I've been to
I had
weddings
like a
where, like
suit on and everything, but I
But they
just
had a
kept
camo
my
head on.
fucking
Did he have like
camo hat on.
camouflage shoes on?
no, he didn't go that far.
No, I didn't
came-
have like the whole get up. I just had, like
All right.
from like here down, I was nicely dressed for the wedding.
Just
Ian was
on
like
top.
just camo.
Yeah.
I hate everything. Holidays are stupid.
Isn't that funny
Wife
though? Like,
hated me.
he was so confident.
She
too,
did,
though.
but his
Yeah,
wife-
he was so confident.
He was
in,
confident.
like hating that.
And then his wife
changed him.
changed him.
Yeah.
He didn't like. He hated Christmas.
Yeah.
I have a buddy that said he would never get
Loves
married.
Christmas. Christmas is the best. I've always loved
Christmas is
Christmas.
the fucking best.
He was a roommate. He said he'd never get married. He said it was a bad business merger. It was stupid. He said that he would never have a dog or a pet. I had a dog at the time. He's like, "This is stupid. Like, that's terrible. Why would you ever have a dog?" He hated pets. He said he would never have kids. And what else did he say? Married, dog, kids.
House?
I don't know. I think he said he was going to buy a house. He said he didn't care about the houses, but he didn't need anything
Decent
fancy.
investment.
And now he has a wife, like 2 kids,
And dog.
a dog, and a house.
Yeah.
And he got rid of his dog.
You
Viper.
kind of just figure it out
Yeah.
eventually.
No, I mean Steve's not wrong though. Like I was a big hater on like
I just
fancy coffees and all that kind of shit. And like now I don't drink coffee for caffeine, but Saturday morning I'll go get a latte.
Really?
Yeah.
Latte's good. I don't prefer it. So I
No, I don't like the pumpkin spice.
Ah,
It's like a regular latte. Yeah. I
don't like the
not into that.
spice, guys.
I've tried it. It's just
Latte,
not,
hold
it's just
the
not my
water.
just not my style.
Can I get a venti?
Ooh, make it venti. Yeah. Is it large?
It's just large.
I don't know. I still say large when I go there. They don't like me.
frothy.
But no, with the caffeine thing, I'll drink decaf at work sometimes. It's more of a
really?
comfort thing for me sometimes. Honestly,
What the fuck's the point?
I don't know. I just like to have.
Do you
a warm
drink
cup of something.
non-alcoholic beer too?
Yeah, you're weird. O'Doul's rule.
This isn't
No, you know what
bourbon
though?
in my
Like
glass either.
especially in the summer, I
just don't get
I don't drink coffee like almost at all in the
I want
summer.
the calories without the
worry
alcohol.
about. So I have I worry about like high blood pressure and things like that. I don't want to like drink too much caffeine. By the way, I went to the doctor
Well,
today.
but you're a pretty
The bourbon will help with that.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is nothing.
you're a pretty energetic guy though. Like I don't think you have a problem with energy.
What do you mean?
No, I mean I'm the same way.
Should I turn my mic down? No, I know,
I'm the same way. Like I don't think I have a problem with
I
energy.
think at work, like I like to have a cup of coffee first thing in the morning. Now, if I'm going for a second cup, I'll get decaf. That's what I'm saying.
I got a problem.
I don't
with
want to
energy.
overdo it with caffeine.
I got a problem with energy like right about 3 o'clock.
Do you?
That's when I got
You
a
get
problem.
that
Especially if you have like
3
a,
o'clock
I'm
fever?
like,
do like after you have lunch.
yeah.
If you get like,
so
a,
it's like
a big
after
lunch,
lunch,
and you're like,
maybe an
don't.
hour or two after, I'm on the computer and I'm like trying to get through stuff. And I'm like, but I don't drink coffee, so I have nothing to
But
like.
you sit at a desk a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
that's
desk guy?
hard.
Yeah.
do you get up and walk a lot?
Yeah.
I saw, before
I do
like,
that
months
when I'm
ago.
on the phone.
What's that?
I do that when I'm on the phone.
Just go get a walk.
Yeah, just start walking around the room.
So like I went to a doctor and like I was getting dizzy, and when I would leave to go home, I would feel dizzy and lightheaded and everything, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's because of the computer screen, or maybe I need glasses. My eyes are perfect. Turns out, and
Like everything else.
oh yeah, I could read that over there. And
You don't score
Until
until you score. Till you score. That's right, baby.
but turned out what my problem was I didn't leave my desk for 8 hours. So like I walk every couple hours. I'll get up
makes
and
sense.
walk the warehouse or like because it actually that is important. And caffeine helps, but I'm trying to back off caffeine a little bit.
Does your watch remind you to walk?
Yeah.
My watch, I think I forgot where we were. Like told me that I need. Was it we were at
We were
in Erie
together,
It's
yeah.
like breathe. Mine I think was like I think my heartbeat was like through the roof or something. It's like
Just
heart
says
rate's
get up,
high.
fat ass.
Yeah, it's like move. It just says stop eating.
Don't eat that chicken wing, dumbass.
My chicken was
Your family depends on
Yeah, that's just what you need on their French fry.
like shut up, fucking stupid thing. I muted it, turned off the notifications. But that you guys would have hated this. But we got some chicken at this
Oh, it was fucking terrible.
this.
Is this when you're in Erie?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were in Erie over the weekend.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for this.
No, because I was getting the chicken wings for everyone.
Yeah, we had an old episode, whole episode.
We did.
before,
So we're gonna repeat it just
Maybe
for
like
you.
a 12 and a 13.
So we went out there
12
for
without
our
Jeff,
buddies.
13 with.
And
Yeah,
then
we'll just
fight.
add it in there. We'll cut them in and out.
And we went down there early, and we're like, yeah, we'll have a couple beers, we'll
Get some
Get some
food.
food. So we went to this place,
Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde's. May or may not have been a gay bar.
We sat down and I noticed that there was a. I'm like, hey guys, there's look at that flag in the window, and it was
You
a
said
rainbow
flag,
I-
right? Not without the
hold on,
L.
hold on. Flag.
Okay, just double checking.
It was rainbow flag, and I'm like, guys,
There's a lot of happy people here.
Yeah.
extremely happy, a lot of happy.
But, we were like, okay, whatever.
You know
Fuck it,
what's,
we're
what's
here.
alarming though? None of them got hit on.
Yeah. I'm a little upset.
I would be upset if I went to a gay bar to get hit on. I feel like I'm a
dude, I
good-looking
think
dude.
they.
Although that one guy did talk to me.
kind of okay.
He said, "Can you move over
Which
to
guy?
the next seat?"
The waiter.
That guy behind us. That guy behind us, but then
He
a
did.
girl came and
His
sat
wife
with
came.
him.
I think they were doing the same thing.
Yeah,
I think they were
yeah.
visiting and they just kind of strolled
Yeah.
into a place that sounded like a.
But anyway, so they had these like specials written up on the board. And they had a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. I was like, oh, all of us. Were
All of
like,
us ordered
oh,
it.
That sounds fantastic. So we all got it. Awful.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
So the-
either like go big or go home.
The
there.
quality of the chicken,
The chicken
was
was
phenomenal. The breading
great.
was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And it.
I don't know what
But the
happened.
flavor- the
There's like
flavor-
a hole in this or something.
Yeah, it's weird.
Do I need to
There was
get
no
another
flavor.
bottle?
It was supposed to. It's supposed to be Nashville hot.
Probably better.
No flavor. Not even salt.
Dude, yeah, there was nothing.
It was like a red oil they put on it.
So Nashville hot chicken, right?
Oh god.
So we went to Nashville, and my wife ordered a Nashville hot chicken salad because she's like, "That sounds so good." And they come out,
and we're in Nashville.
yeah, and she's like, "Yeah, we got to get this." And she's like, "Why is it filled with buffalo sauce?" I'm like,
Well,
"Because that's why it's the hot chicken." She's like, "Oh, that's terrible. I thought it was just like hot
Temperature
chicken."
hot.
Yeah.
So
So
it was temperature hot.
yeah,
not
so she's like, "I
spicy
can't
hot.
eat this. I got to take it back." And I'm like, "You can't."
Can I get
Like,
the Ohio hot?
So she had to ask for the hot chicken without the hot sauce, and she's like, "That's not a hot chicken."
You just want chicken on your salad.
Yes.
I want a chicken salad.
So for Mother's Day,
Specify.
my family went to this place in Burton called Warren's. It's a cool little place. It's in the square in Burton, which I don't know if you guys have ever been to Burton, but like
I've been to the square once.
there's not a ton out there.
No, it's like
So-
so small.
They had this for brunch. They had a Nashville hot chicken and funnel cake.
Oh,
So it's like chicken and waffles.
yeah, basically.
It was like chicken and waffles.
You can
but-
get that in Cleveland, like all over.
Yeah, but this was
like
fantastic.
50 cent
KFC.
KFC.
This was fantastic. It's really good. So this was only a few weeks ago. So when we Nashville hot sandwich, I was like, oh,
You guys have been talking too long.
Do you guys want to watch Coco Melon?
yeah, we should.
Hilarious impressionist by Tommy McCloskey.
Have you ever played a TV show on your episode?
You can.
We haven't.
There's a first for everything on this show.
But yeah, we were at this place in Erie, and it just fucking sucked.
It did.
It's terrible.
I was very disappointed, especially because I'm like, you get pumped, right? You get
So
we have a
after you
free
had
night away from the wives and kids, and Larry was away from the wife and he has dogs, so he's away from the kids as well. We're expecting to go out and have a good time, get some drinks, get some good food. Food sucked. Oh, even the macaroni and cheese was garbage.
Yeah.
So after you went to the gay bar, you
Mm-hmm.
ordered the Nashville hot sandwich.
No, that was
got
at
the
the
mac-
gay
Nashville
bar.
Hot was the dancer.
At the gay bar, you ordered
Right.
this, and then you
Went to a fight where dudes in underwear were fighting each other.
I was gonna say get a blowjob.
So it's funny because no. Hey, I was gonna say it, but I was like, I think he might be actually saying something else. So I'm gonna let it ride.
Yeah.
You know.
Missed it.
Yeah, we got a blowjob. Wait, no, we didn't.
At the gay bar.
After
With or without
the
hot
gay
sauce?
bar.
Right.
So we had to and the worst part is our Uber driver is the one that dropped us off there. She's like, "Oh, Jekyll and Hyde's is a cool place." So we actually
was it a
request.
girl?
Yeah, we found her. We Larry kept going through the Uber drivers until he found our driver that we had on the way there, and she shows up. We're like, "You have some
We got
explaining to do.
You have some explaining to do.
You got some explaining to do," because that's probably what we sounded like.
Yeah.
As we come stumbling out of the bar at 6:00.
Yeah.
The gay bar?
AM?
No.
PM.
You guys hated it, but you guys were there for 12 hours. Weird.
It was terrible. We were there
Yeah, we
for
just
a while.
found out like as we were leaving.
Yeah.
Is what happened.
They had really good happy hour specials.
I was
Yeah, I
happy.
was super happy.
They did have some good specials. Half off.
Yeah.
Tall boys.
There's some. They're about average. They're about average height.
Long necks.
Oh, the drinks. Oh, damn it.
All right.
Where are we? Okay.
So
Where's our dad?
there you go.
boom.
Those are bad dad jokes.
That's the best kind.
Bad dad jokes.
Bad.
You got to
Bad
create
jokes.
that like part of all of your episodes. Bad dad jokes.
We should.
Just have it come across the.
It's a good
Screen.
it's a good spot.
Yeah. I can't.
All right, let's move on from that because
One bottle later.
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
How many what's the most amount of bottles you've gone through in one podcast?
So one.
So let's get another one because we want to be your first.
well,
for that
so
too.
we had so this is 4 tonight. We had a 6
Oh yeah,
man.
we went through.
That was
like 3 bottles. That probably
that night got
cumulatively.
ugly.
We had
Plus
like
we got
6 bottles on the table.
we had
Plus
si-
we got iced.
we got iced.
But I don't really count that. For a regular episode, the most was actually last week
had
when
one.
we did 1 bottle.
Tom,
But
There
Tom,
was 3 of us.
and it was like a 5-hour.
It was 3 hours.
you guys are going on 2 right now.
Holy shit.
Shit.
See, honey, you said I can't go long.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go get another bottle.
Hey, do
Let's,
your thing.
might as well.
Yeah.
What's the
You
hard?
guys keep,
Keep it
going.
going.
Give me
Keep
a
it going.
second.
I mean, we have to do a lot of editing and cutting out with all the.
I don't know, man. Those,
Screw that, man. That's good. That's
the
good
crunchy
stuff.
wings. Like you're gonna put that as a sound effect.
That was a good
That's
crunch.
gonna be one of those buttons.
that one where I could put like my face up to it, and
Yeah.
it was the
What's this garlic?
Give me one.
Garlic parm. Garlic parm.
Yeah, see if you can do a better one.
Oh, this is so crispy.
Those are really crispy.
Juicy. All over them.
All over me.
I think you got some
That's what
on
she
me,
said.
man. I think you got some on my leg.
Did you feel that? Shot across the
It
table.
squirted my face.
That is crispy.
All right, which one's this?
Same
Oh, you're
one.
doing the same one.
Yeah. You gotta stick with the same thing, right?
You guys
Something
missed
different?
the freaking
No, I'm okay with
soundbite.
It was good.
You screwed up the soundbite.
Oh, well, you gotta give him another wing. Another one.
I missed the crispiest part. Hold on. Nah, I'm not feeling it.
Give him
Give me another one.
Yeah, give him a leg. He needs a leg. Those are crispier, I feel like.
Let's go ahead and dab this bad boy.
So it doesn't squirt all over you?
Ian, do a quick dab. Thank you. I gotta find this video of the wedding we went to last year. Ian, dripping sweat. His hair is just, and he's dabbing, and his hair is just flopping around. It was glorious.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
Was that with the dice roll too? Maybe just dice roll.
I think it's the only movie he's got.
So
good. I got a brand new wing.
How do I keep doing? I'm terrible. You just talk about dabbing.
I'm not even hungry.
Brian, do you eat any more wings? How are you gonna keep our physique if we stop eating wings?
You got a good point. I'm drinking more bourbon. I'm trying
Look
to
at that
focus on
physique.
Oh, that wasn't even the sound effect. That was your real.
It's not working.
Oh man. Here, might as well.
All right. Well, it sounded a lot cool originally.
I was going away from the soundboard. Just
Actually, I still got some left. I still got to do a review.
what would you give that one?
This one?
Does it get better while it's sitting there?
Yeah.
Dude, that place is amazing.
The wings, you mean? Oh,
Yeah.
The wings.
wait.
They're talking about my bourbon. I'm like, it's sitting in the bottle anyway.
It's the same bottle.
I'm like, nothing's changed. This guy's getting drunk. Actually, I'll give it less on that one. I'm gonna go with the size was probably about. I had 2, so the second one will give about a 5, 6. Flavor going to 2. Crispiness has been down to 7.
Wow.
Things are going down
Seven's
quick.
still pretty high though.
Yeah, for that one.
Kobe.
Try this one.
Yeah, no.
Those ones are all soggy.
sure,
But
soggy.
guess what? As soon as the cameras are off, we're gonna just be like,
I took advantage of it just now. I was trying to make him a soundbite. It didn't work because he kept talking.
fucking Bryan.
Bring gifts.
Sorry, guys.
So
for the nurses.
yeah, right.
And Talking Dad hosts.
Yeah, yeah.
We brought wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Do any of your other guests bring you guys gifts or no?
We've gotten
So the last few guests have brought bourbon. And we established beforehand, though, that you guys were going to bring wings. We would take care of the bourbon.
I was going to bring the Angel's Envy, though.
Yeah.
And I had it
Angel's
at home.
Envy is a good bottle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You don't actually like the rye, which isn't technically a bourbon,
Right.
but I like the rye
I think
better.
I could do rye, but he's not a rye guy.
So I'm getting better.
I'm not either.
He's
but
getting faster.
They finish it in a rum cask,
Yeah.
and it's just got this sweet.
Angel's
And
Envy is
finish?
solid.
It's legit. The Angel's Envy rye. It's harder to find.
Yeah.
You got to try it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do.
I'll
We
bring
could
it on
do.
there next.
What were we talking about? We were going to get together and do something else.
Something about review of bourbon.
Yeah, you should.
So
we'll
we'll
bring
bring
it in.
that. Yeah.
Boom.
I have regular Angel's Envy, but we got to find the rye.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll find it. We'll figure it out.
Very good.
Might
Don't
take a
have
while.
like double eagle.
So, yeah, right. Yeah, guys, bring us a bottle of double Eagle.
Yeah, anybody
Rare.
wants to like
What's double?
donate it to
151
us.
of bourbons or something?
No,
You know,
so,
Eagle Rare.
No.
So Eagle Rare is
We're
the
not
first bourbon.
connoisseurs.
Wait, where's my phone? Where is my phone?
I've been on a bourbon tour, but I do not know what
So
Eagle
so
Rare.
Eagle Rare is one of the Buffalo Trace Distillery's signature bourbons.
Okay.
It's very good. They have a 10-year, which is hard to find, but I have 2 bottles of it up there.
No big deal.
But you can find it, I guess, is what I'm
That's
saying.
what we drank last week, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. The 17-year is part of the Eagle Rare. What's it called? I don't know. There's like a collection. That is like impossible to find.
Okay.
And then they
You have
have
that?
No.
Okay.
No.
So wait. Can I ask a really, really dumb question?
What's
Got
Sure.
the bald eagle on top.
All right.
He's got the eagle on the inside
This is
of the
probably
bottle.
the
That-
dumbest.
that's not even it.
Inside
That's
of it.
legit.
That's not even it.
That's not the double
That's
eagle.
that's the 17-year.
Oh jeez.
This-
I'll be fine.
No.
No,
The
I got a question
17 years is what I was talking about.
I got a question about 17 year, and then you tell us about yours real quick. So I'm dumb when it comes to this stuff.
Sure.
When you say 17 year, right? So next year will it be 18 year?
No.
So it's about the time that it's
in
spent in the barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they take it out of the
Then
barrel.
they take
and put
it
in
out
a
of the
bottle.
bottle.
So you can have
Once
it
could be like
17 year one that's 22 years old.
Sure.
Yep.
100%.
Okay.
Which technically would be
More than I
39
can
years
count.
old.
Not really, because
It
they only
started
count the
from birth.
aging while it's in.
But yeah, it's
the
22-year-old, 17-year-old.
So they have the 17-year, which is part of the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
So there's 5 bourbons in that collection. That's insane.
You know what's...
And then now, so they also have a Double Eagle Very Rare, which is what he just showed you.
Okay.
Which it's $2,000 MSRP a bottle.
BlazeBite could probably donate one to us, right?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, you guys are.
Once
We
we
haven't
actually,
even fucking talked about.
We're going to. I was gonna segue into that.
it's all right.
That was my segue. Continue.
Good job. Yeah.
Maybe Jeff talks enough about
Yeah.
BlazeBite for like...
So anyway, like it's an unobtainable bottle, but
I have like
if we
3.
could get a hands on it, it'd be
You've never
amazing.
gotten a bottle of this?
Of Double Eagle Very Rare. No.
What would you do if somebody showed up at your door with a
So
bottle?
don't
so
know, you
listen,
drink
there was not too long ago. Ohio had a lottery, and I don't know how many they had available, but I didn't even enter it because if I won it,
You gotta buy it.
there's
buy
no yeah $2,000.
You have to.
You can't not buy
But you
it.
can resell it probably if you needed to.
They don't take credit card, do they?
Probably not.
Says the financial advisor.
Right. But yeah, that's.
And then you
life
found $50,
goals.
right?
Yeah, then I found $50. Anyway,
Damn.
People that
so
don't like bourbon.
back to episode 2 with Crockett. We started talking about BlazeBite because we went to one of your guys' beta tests at Willoughby Brewing Company. Well, actually, first of all, we went to a golf outing last year.
It was last summer, or what was it, September?
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever.
I don't even remember what the golf outing was for.
Emerging leaders, actually.
Oh, was it our
Way.
emerging leaders
United
one?
Way emerging
Yeah.
leaders.
Which, by the
Which
way,
is awesome.
By
They
the
do a
way,
great job.
emerging leader of the year, right?
Thank you.
Congrats.
No big deal.
Yeah. Let's get a little.
We should get a clap in here.
We should get a.
It
clap
kind of
in
lost its prestige now, you know.
there. No, I don't think so.
It was. And
It was a kind of a big deal. Now it's not.
we'll give it to you.
I'll give it to
But we went there and we tested it out for the golf outing, and then
With
we went
hot
to
dogs.
actually with hot dogs at the golf course.
What'd you
but
get on
then
your hot dog?
I probably got onions and mustard.
Okay.
It's my
That's
go-to.
pretty much my same.
Really? Okay.
I love onions. Sometimes I'll get
What
without
kind of mustard? Regular mustard?
I
or
get
stadium?
I get yellow mustard.
No stadium.
I'm Stadium.
He gets
I'm
stadium
stadium.
mustard.
I'm a Stadium guy.
ketchup.
Yeah.
Stadium and ketchup.
That's the best.
But then we
Ketchup.
went to Willoughby Brewing Company for one of your beta tests.
Oh, okay.
And it was right after that we did episode number 2 with Crockett, and we were talking about this app. And whether intended or not, we feel like it's got such an application to families.
Yes.
I mean, the way we came up with the app. Brian, do you want to tell the story?
No, you're better at it.
All right. So we went skiing this 2 years ago, and we took our wives, and we found a local place. I think it was called like French Creek Tavern. Not that I'd remember it or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, but great food.
Yeah.
It took us a while to get the food.
Highly recommend it. Like locally, they say if there's ever a place you go, you got to go check this out. It's kind
Or
of
is
a
that
dive.
like Breckenridge or?
It was Holiday Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holiday Valley. So it was like just outside of town, from the ski slope. Wasn't far, but it was like a hole in the wall kind of feel, but it had really good pizza and wings kind of thing.
We played shuffleboard. There was a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Okay.
And we got our food. It was good. I was like, man, this is really great. All right, we need our check. And
It took forever.
We're like, where is the waitress? Literally 45 minutes before the waitress came and brought us our check. And we're like, we need to go.
And were your kids there?
Nope.
No.
Oh, yeah.
But even though that, even
So
even at that
without
point,
the kids,
Yeah.
it's still
45
miserable,
minutes.
because you want to
Well,
go do
and-
something else
and
besides sit there.
You got to think about this place. Like it was like a house that had a house added onto it. Like it was like a small, creaky old place that had like add-on after add-on.
And
it
a
was just-
line out the door.
And it was people waiting to take our seats. Like we just wanted to leave.
And then
Right.
get somebody
And
else
there's
in here.
people waiting
You want to
like
get other
40
people in there quick
minutes to
too.
sit down. It could have been 10, 20, and they could have been sat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just
45
because-
minutes.
You figured they would be doing that too.
45 minutes to get the check, right?
Then what do you do?
We're idiots,
your card
though,
out.
right? We didn't say like, hold on one second, let me get the card. Like we should have been ready and prepared. Like all of a sudden she goes, here's your check, and we're like, okay, because we were talking in the middle of a conversation, and I was like, oh, all right, let's get this ready, and then we just kind of put it there.
Yeah.
We waited another 45 minutes for that. So an hour and a half
Just to leave.
when we were ready and done
Like,
and ready
you
to go.
Finished eating,
We were done a long time. Yeah.
It's like how, and then we're like,
We had to-go boxes. Everything was
and,
packed up.
and it's like we have to
Clearly
drive.
leaving.
Yeah.
We're like, because we plan on having a crazy night. Remember, we're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna go downtown Willoughby. We're gonna have
Fine $50.
We have no kids.
Fine $50, end with something
No kids.
else.
We're gonna go crazy.
It's
Like
gonna
you
be
did in Erie.
nuts. It's gonna be the best time ever. But it took
Minus
us,
the gay bar.
Yeah.
We were gonna do like what you did in Erie, minus the gay bar.
Yeah.
So it took
Yeah.
it took us an hour and a half to leave. And Brian's a trooper when it comes to driving. He starts driving us home, and all of us
Oh, yeah.
just out.
I felt like I was driving to Disney again. Everybody's passed out. And I'm like, come on, let's go. We got this.
And
We're
like-
going to downtown Willoughby.
And then afterwards, I'm just like, what a terrible experience. I went to work the next day. There was a few people at lunch. I was like, guys, this was the worst experience I ever had.
And the food was awesome. Like, if you would
And
have
it's
rated
killed-
the food, it would have been like a 8, 9 in that range. It was great.
Yeah.
But that just killed it
highly
for
would
you,
have
though.
recommended. But after that experience, there's no way we could ever recommend. Like, I'll never go back there again, just
because of
because
the
it
service.
took an hour and a half to check out.
I'm going back there, and we're going to pitch BlazeBite.
Imagine if we had to split the
Should.
tab. Imagine if we had to split the tab.
Oh, yeah.
So-
we didn't even
Add
we didn't
another-
even
No,
do
we
that.
didn't even
Add
we
another
didn't even test
45
that
on
water.
there, yeah.
So you had this
Screw that.
experience, and so you guys came up with an idea
Yeah,
to rectify the situation.
I was upset that the restaurant owner doesn't know that I'm not going back there. Like, we agreed we're never going back.
That was what he
It's-
was most mad about. I was more like, like today's day and age, like I can literally order shit and deliver it on my doorstep like within 24 hours or
Multiple
48 hours.
apps. Like multiple.
Like,
well, if you're in
I
the
can-
city, like you can get in like 2 hours.
Right.
I can go to Sam's Club, scan shit, and walk right out, and they just
Right.
scan my
Exactly.
barcode, and I don't have to go
Yeah.
through a checkout line. How
Yeah,
is there
Uber
not
Eats
a
and all that
better
shit.
way to check
Uber
out?
Eats wasn't even around when we
Oh, so that's true.
started
'Cause
this.
okay.
Well, it was around.
It
But it
wasn't
wasn't,
in
like,
Cleveland,
big.
so we didn't
Right.
even know
it
about
wasn't
it.
as big.
So it's, and then, that's one of the scary parts. A year and a half ago, Uber Eats came to Cleveland, and I'm like, they have the same concept, but they're delivering it to your house. Why can't you deliver it to the table? And there's a lot of apps like that. There's Grubhub, DoorDash, Postmates, Eat24. There's hundreds of apps literally trying to deliver food to you, but nobody wants to do it in the restaurant. I don't get why. They think that everyone just wants to have food delivered to them. Nobody wants to sit at the restaurant and
Which
get
is
better
applicable.
service. Yeah.
There's a market for that.
Oh, absolutely.
But I
Would-
think what
there
you
would be
guys
so
are
many
doing
places.
is completely different and makes so much fucking sense.
Now, when you guys when it was originally pitched at the golf outing, I was like, oh, okay, well then, I guess that's just gonna take away from the
Waitress. Yeah,
I'm like,
just
they're not
take
gonna
their
like
job.
that, and and so I kind of had like, I was like, I'm not sure
Yeah, I
about
did
that.
too.
And then that night we went and I met you guys for the first time, and we tried the beta test, and we did everything at the bar. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. It was amazing, honestly, so easy to find my meal, find what I wanted to do, the way I want my burger cooked, what I don't want on it, ordered a water, and the waitress is still very much involved.
Yeah.
If anything, you
Right?
get to interact with her more because
Exactly,
she's
and
not
she-
typing shit in the
she's not-
computer.
exactly, she's not busy-
or running tabs.
Exactly. She could talk to you and have more time with the customer. Also, and like we're gonna get to this, I'm sure you're trying to make this point, is about the check.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
the best thing ever. Like,
especially when you have kids.
and now too, everybody's like in a hurry. Everyone wants to boom, boom, get out of here.
So my thought behind it is, so if I'm a waitress or if I'm a server, my job is to get you to buy whatever on the menu, make sure that you're happy, and then bring out the food.
Yeah.
Once that's done, I'm going to spend more time
With the
on
next
the other
table?
tables
Absolutely.
that are doing the same thing.
You don't
That's
tip somebody
completely
based
natural.
on how well they
Right.
swipe your credit card.
Right.
No,
right.
it doesn't matter, or how good they take your order.
Right.
It's their
So
attendance and their personality,
Right.
and like how attentive they are to your table, like refilling a drink or whatever.
Recommendations.
And you make it easier on the waitress too.
Right. So the fact that like I could order a beer, I timed it when we did our beta test. It was like 2 minutes and 52 seconds or something like that.
From the time you hit the button.
From
on
the
your
time I hit the
phone
button to the
when
time
you
it came
to
out.
your table.
Which I've never timed it without using the app, but I would imagine that's at least on par, if not faster.
It might take 2 minutes and 50 seconds once you decide you want your beer for your server to even come back to you.
I will say though, like Willoughby Brewing Company,
they're fantastic.
The waitresses there,
They're fantastic.
so we've tested a lot of places, and I've got to give kudos to Rebecca and what's the other
Emily.
Emily, yeah, they do a wonderful job, and they're actually on top of stuff. Like our app is definitely useful there, but I feel like even if you're not using the app, like you're gonna get pretty good service. But the reality is they can't talk to 20 tables all at once.
Sure.
So you guys can all enter in. You all want a bourbon, and they can do 4 bourbons all at once, and not have to go to 4 different tables and know that I'm delivering one here, one there, and it's all done.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Yeah, it's been a journey too. So it's one of those things. It's like, oh, how hard is it to build an app? Like that's what we were thinking at first. Like, dude, well, let's do this. Let's be millionaires, and in 2 years we'll be
2
on a
years
beach.
later,
Yeah, we'll be
we're
on
still
a
in
beach.
beta.
Yeah,
Like
it hasn't been.
But you guys are pretty close now, right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
so close. It's just that's what's frustrating. It's so close, but right now we don't feel comfortable with it going 100% of the time without us being able to handle any issues that come up. There's just a few little, just minor issues that if we're not there, we don't want the experience. We don't want people to be turned off from the restaurant and B turned off from BlazeBite.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
It's quality control, I think, right now.
So the idea behind it, basically, because I don't know that we've really explained this enough, but the idea is that instead of using your server to say what you want, I want a burger with bacon on it, but no cheese and extra pickles.
Medium.
Cooked medium rare.
Well, what we want you to think of this is really how we want everybody to think about this is it's an electronic menu on your phone. Mm-hmm. So instead of an actual paper menu that you're looking at, you're going to look at your phone. The waitress is still going to come up.
Right.
The ones that we found most successful with the app is they still come up while you're looking at your phone. And they're like, hey, just so you know, we have this on special. If you're looking at burgers, we really have a great, guacamole burger.
Yeah, they're not neglecting you
like
because
they're still
you're using-
recommending things just like they would if you're looking at a paper menu.
Right.
And then you go from order. And at that point, if you have any questions, you're like, hey, I was looking at this margarita pizza. Like, can I get it without this? Or, is there, do you recommend something else? What do you think of that? Like, yeah.
But those are all options then on the app. Like I know when we tested at Willoughby Brewing Company, we came at a time that it was close to the end of happy hour.
Yeah.
And I vividly remember, because I think I brought it up to you, is like, hey, the menu changed.
Yep.
And you looked at your watch and you're like, oh, yep, happy hour ended. And so now all these menu items aren't $5 anymore. Mm-hmm. They're normal price. So that was really cool. So I'm assuming that's going to be...
That's a great point, because yesterday we did a big event at Burntwood Tavern, and one of the people got there at 5:50, like 4 or 5:56. They're like, oh, what time does happy hour end? We're like 6 o'clock. They're like, oh, and they entered all their stuff in real quick. And even though, because a lot of times if your
there was
server's
no
not
waitress
there,
around.
Yeah.
They were grabbing stuff out of the bar.
And you're going to miss that.
You're
You're going to miss that small window, and then it's over.
They're like, sorry.
But with this app, you could be like, oh, boom, boom, boom.
Yep,
You
and
got
you put it in, and they still get it at that happy hour price. Even if they enter it in 5 minutes late or whatever, it's okay because they got it in before that time.
Right.
And it's one of those things. And some restaurants are pretty good. They're like, hey, we'll put it in for you at the happy hour price. But other times, they're pretty strict about it, and they'll say, my system doesn't do this. With our system, we can do that. And if people are there right before the time limit, they can put the order in and get that at the right happy hour price.
By the way, like Burntwood Tavern, it was just last night, and they did a phenomenal job. Like, it was the first time ever using the app. Their food is awesome there. So they have a really good happy hour. It's half price, all the appetizers, including like their flatbread pizzas, and they had like half off the drafts. It's a little pricier like normally, but it's just a way better. It's a really good quality of food. So like I would recommend them. They have one in Chagrin up by over by Beechwood area.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the one we were at was in Brecksville.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's almost 20 locations in the Cleveland area. alone.
Really?
Yeah.
The Brecksville one's kind of cool. It's like a building built in like 1800s. Got like log, it's so cool. You can find it on BlazeBite's website. A lot of pictures. It's a really cool place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great food.
Yeah.
Great food.
So, but then the beauty of the app, and again, relating to dads and family life, is that once you're done, you can check out, or what we kind of said is you finished your meal, you're waiting for the waitress or the server, and your kid has a temper tantrum.
Which happened last night. Literally, Jen left the
my
restaurant.
wife.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm walking in.
happens.
Jen's walking out with a screaming little girl, just kicking and screaming. She's walking out the door. I'm walking in. She's like, I'll be back. And she left.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
She didn't pay.
did she
Like, that
she
is-
didn't pay.
So
That is
that's
the
the
cool
thing, right?
Yeah, because I remember you telling this.
That's 100% a reality when you have children.
Yeah.
Like, you can get your kids to comply with the rules for only so long. Eventually, shit's going to hit the fan.
This gives you the
But
freedom.
when you're using the app, you can literally walk out.
Even if you forget to pay.
if you forget to pay, it
If you
takes care
forget
of it.
it's going to automatically charge your card.
And
you
give
don't
you
have
the,
to
and
worry
include the
about
tip.
it.
It defaults to 20%.
Well, it defaults
unless
to
you,
your default
unless you change
default.
the default.
Okay, so you change your default.
Yeah.
And there, so okay, so that's cool.
So some people are like, I pay cash tip every time.
But it's like 2 hours later, right?
Yep.
So
2 hours after your last order, not your first order. So you can be at a restaurant for or an event. So one of the things that we've noticed too is we thought we're going after restaurants, but Stipe had, what was that, about a month ago?
It was a firefighters
Charity
fun
event.
charity charity event that he had. It was grappling,
yeah,
and it was at NEO Sports Play in Euclid.
yeah.
And they had a huge attendance. I think it was like 1,500 people there.
I think over almost 2,000.
Almost 2,000. It was a lot of people. There was 77 tables, VIP tables. Mm-hmm. BlazeBite took care of every single one of them. So literally, you go and sit. You're at a table just like this. There's a QR code on the table. You scan the QR code. Electronic menu pops up, right? You can literally watch the fight, hit your order, and just wait for it to come up.
It's amazing.
And literally, it was like minutes that these people were getting. We might have overstaffed it a little bit, but we had BlazeBite girls there to deliver everything just to make sure everything went smoothly.
Right.
And my buddy owns NEO Sports, so we just want to make sure that everything was taken care of in the right way. So literally, anybody who ordered from a table, I can't imagine them waiting longer than a few minutes outside of. There was some pepperoni pizza they ran out of. It took like 30 minutes to heat up some new pizza or whatever. So there was a few items like food-wise that they didn't get right away, but it wasn't even a fault of the app. It was just the kitchen got backed up. There's almost 2,000 people, and a lot of them were ordering stuff around the same time. If you'd have went to the concession stand, I had literally an older gentleman come up. He's like, he's waiting. He ordered a pizza, and he's waiting for it to come out. And he's like waiting and waiting. He's missing the fight. And I feel terrible. He's just missing the entire fight. And he's like, "Can you deliver to our table?" And I'm like, "Well, really, we're just delivering for the app. But if you give me your table, we'll take care of you. We'll figure it out. No big deal. But if you want to order something and you don't want to wait, like, don't wait in this long line. Yeah. Just order from your phone while you're sitting down, and you never have to get up.
Yeah, but
the only thing you have to do is get up to go to the bathroom. That's it.
Brian, you make a good point though. It was only the VIP tables too, so
Yeah.
they had a lot of general admission. But there was one guy I remember bringing out his drink, and he starts laughing. He's like, "This is my second beer. My buddy's still third in line over there, and I'm getting my second beer because he didn't want to download the app." He's like, "This is awesome."
Perfect example right there. He's so efficient, especially for like the servers and everything, because they don't have to go table to table, take the order. They're just delivering the food.
while they're watching entertainment. You're like, "Yeah, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?" And like, can you imagine somebody standing up?
You're waiting your turn.
What if they're in front of you, that waitress in front of
Right.
you, and you're behind them, and you're trying to watch the show?
So then, aren't the servers then actually making out better?
Absolutely.
They can
Because
serve more
They're
tables for
serving
sure.
more tables
because they're spending
in the
less
same
time
amount of
taking orders. Because
Right.
if you have a big table,
Taking orders.
splitting checks.
Guys,
At the end of the night, 1,500, 2,000 people had to check out. Think about it.
yeah.
Yeah. Imagine swiping everyone's card or just waiting for
And then,
them.
and then sitting there and splitting checks, which is always an issue when,
yeah.
when you have a big table. Splitting a check is a pain in the ass for a waitress or a waiter.
Yeah.
And that right there is gone. That saves 15 minutes. It's just all the amount of time that's saved and makes it so much easier on the waiters and waitresses. It's amazing. It's such a good idea. And like I said, at first I was a little skeptical about it, but I think once I tried it and realized how much easier it is, efficient. Yes, absolutely. And being able to be like, okay, well, I got to take off. I don't have to wait for somebody. I'm going to pay right now, whenever you want. You could pay as soon as you're done ordering.
When we tested that one, I literally did that. I didn't check out until I left.
Have you tried that?
Yeah.
Tested it out.
Just because I want to see what happens.
No, you try to get a free meal. I don't blame you. I would do the same thing.
Blame it on BlazeBite.
Maybe I get this
And I
beer
got
for free.
charged. You know what I mean?
They'll
So that was
pay you.
good.
Yeah, these guys will take care of it. I know those guys.
You know what's weird though? Like, so we really appreciate your enthusiasm about the app, but what we've noticed is like I think a lot of people are just creatures of habit, and it's something new. They're just kind of turned off, like just because it's new. Like it could be the greatest thing in the world, like
Right.
you
But
know,
it's different.
a
It's
smartphone.
changed.
They're like, oh, that's kind of weird. I don't know about that, you know, and it's the greatest invention ever, you know. But I think that's kind of where we're at. I think what we've noticed is we've done a lot of different work in around Lake County and even on the west side, and what we've noticed is like it takes a while to develop that habit of where like people are like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this instead of like trying to flag down the waitress. But people use our app, and we were at Willie Brewing Company, and we were there for back to back for
3
trivia
months
night.
now.
So we're trying to focus on entertainment and you know, just anything where you have something going on. You're not necessarily there to interact a lot with the waitress, but you're there to kind of order and enjoy the entertainment. So
Right.
whether it be a concert, whether it be comedy club, bowling alley,
Or a fight or-
stadiums,
yeah.
a fight.
Yeah.
We feel like that's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Or you're in the back room of Willie Brewing Company because you have a big conference and they got a big screen going, and there's 20 different checks that need to be had. Why not just order from your phone rather than a waitress going around
Interrupting.
and be like, hey, you know, and you're trying to listen to what's going on, and they're trying to take your order, and you can't hear what the person's talking
Right.
about, you know? So that's kind of where we're at. But we've noticed with the trivia night is it took a while. Like I thought for sure, and I've told Jeff this, we shared this secretly, and now it's probably it's public now, but we were like a little disappointed like that the trivia night didn't really stick. Like people used it, and the guys that did trivia were awesome at promoting it. I can't say enough about him. Do you remember what the
Sean.
company?
Oh, I don't remember the company, but one of the I know you're talking about the whole trivia. So just so that you know, and I'll let you go too, but there's a group of people, and they named their team BlazeBite because they love the idea so much, and so they're team BlazeBite all the time. And the last 2 weeks,
Which sucks now because we can't have a team.
yeah. So now
We're gonna
we're
be talking dads,
Our-
right?
our-
So you guys
can
are
use us. It's fine.
our team name has been
We'll
Download
be a
BlazeBite
team.
because we're like, these guys took our name, but they love the concept. And last time, one of the guys that's been doing trivia for so long with us came to our event yesterday, and he had said, and he follows us and comments a lot, and one of the things he said to me was, listen, you know, the last 2 weeks we stepped away because we're just trying to clean up the last few bits of the app, and we think in a couple weeks we'll be back there. He's like, I loved BlazeBite while it was there, and you know, I really took it for granted. Like it was just great, and I'm so used to paying. He's like, the last 2 weeks you haven't been here has been the worst ever because I'm so
believe
used
that.
to I'm so used to leaving and just walking out.
I believe that.
And they're like, our table just forgets to ask for our check 15 minutes beforehand,
Yeah.
and then they start to get frustrated. They're like,
I
we love the app so much. They're like, you need to just come back.
Dude, I
We
believe
don't
that
care.
100%. Like him and I were sitting when we did the beta testing, and we were just like, the first thing that we thought about was like, dude, if we were here with our families, like
Get out of Dodge in 2
100%,
seconds
this
if
is
you want.
so much easier.
Yeah.
We can just
You could put the kids' order right away.
Yeah.
Or I know you're like,
Yeah, we're anti
we're different
getting
on
the-
that.
yeah.
Answer, but
Yes.
you know, you could order something to the table if you want. Just to
Absolutely.
enjoy it.
And just get it started though.
Yeah.
Getting the order started because like your window's small.
and then being able to end it whenever you want. Like you're not
Or end it
depending
abruptly
on
and just leave
somebody else.
not thinking about it.
I mean, let's be honest. These servers are typically overworked. They have 20 tables, and like, how are they expected to make sure everyone has the best experience possible? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And they're able to be their best with this too.
Right.
Because they have a lot more they could be a lot more attentive.
We thought a lot of the servers were gonna hate this, and everyone keeps telling us and goes, "You're gonna eliminate servers' jobs." And
We still get
That was our
people,
first
That's
thought.
what exactly what
That
we
was our
thought.
first thought.
Because we were at the golf course thinking the same thing
we
until we
still
tried
had
it.
people at Willoughby Brewing Company that were like, I'm just gonna order one thing just because they want to get points for trivia or whatever, and they don't want to use it again. Just because they're like, well, I really like the waitress. I'm like, well, if you like them, make their freaking job easier,
Right.
And still tip them.
You can
on
still
the
tip
app.
them.
Right.
You know?
Because you could really like your waitress, and the only thing that you're going to show them that you like them so much with is a tip.
So let's
tip
be
them
clear.
anyway.
No,
Let's be clear.
no.
Or be nice to them.
Well, no. Check this out. So this is better.
This is important.
This is what's awesome.
I'm glad I brought this up. I
You
didn't even know what we're talking about.
You rate when you're done. A 3-question survey comes up. How was your food? How was your server? And your overall experience.
1 to 5 stars. You just click a star.
No, I'm pretty sure that
or to 5.
that was available when we tried it, right?
Oh yeah,
the second time,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It popped up right away when we were paying. It was
so
awesome.
as soon as you pay, so one of the things, your first time at a restaurant, we have over 75% of people leave feedback. If you've been there,
crazy.
if you've
It's
been
huge,
there
'cause-
a second time or a third time, you probably will just skip the survey. But if it's your first time there, 75% of the time,
That's
people
insane.
leave feedback, and a restaurant
Restaurants
never
Never
gets
gets
that.
that. Unless you're like one of those Yelpers.
Yeah, but even
But nobody. I mean,
It's
I
only
never-
10% of people do that?
No, exactly. I never rate a
It's
restaurant.
5s and 1s.
But
Yeah.
when your guys' app, when I used it and I paid and that popped up right away, it's like, oh, boom, 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 done.
Yeah.
But
It
you
was
did
so-
it
I
because you
did
were
it.
like, it's so easy. It was 1 page. It's
It
not
was-
you scrolling up.
So easy, and it popped up right as I was
Restaurants
paying. It
have
was
to
perfect.
love
But
that.
Did
but
you add
you
any
talked
comments?
but
I did actually.
You talked about the server, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
you
was
said
your
the only
comment?
way she knows is if you tip her well. So maybe you tip her well
And
but
leave her a
you
good
can-
comment.
You can write a comment.
Put her name on there. Give her a good comment.
Yeah.
And
And it might be a he.
or he
Like
or
if,
she. Yeah.
If you're at the bar, you guys are at Erie, it might be a he.
Right.
So like, we're gonna be, equal
He was.
opportunity.
And if he was a great server, though, it's nice though because they
He
like
was
the
good,
comments.
except for the food.
Servicing.
Yeah, he was good
On 2
servicing.
levels.
That's what she said.
Do you have a "That's what he said" button?
No.
Not yet.
You can just
We'll
scream
get
it
there.
as
We'll get
he's saying
there.
she. We'll get there. We're progressive.
We just gotta figure out what the 8 buttons mean right now first.
That
was
the wrong
loud.
button. That one we have to work on.
Yeah.
That came with it. All right, go ahead. We added the other ones.
No. Listen, I think what you guys have is fantastic. I guess the real question that I have is, are you looking for investors?
We
I'm
were
gonna let the CEO handle this question.
So yes, we're at a point where we were looking at investment. Up until this point, we had hired externally to get all the development done.
Yeah.
Just because our CIO, who's out of Texas, can't do all the development work himself. Just way too much. So we've been pouring in our own money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
IT guy, the IT guy of the group.
Yep. And so CIO is the IT guy, and he can do a lot of the back end stuff, but he doesn't know how to write the development in the mobile part.
The mobile side.
So we hired an outside company, and we've been kind of funneling money. But the problem is they're not very agile.
They suck.
So when you go, listen, we want this, and all of a sudden we go, after testing it, we go, you know what? Let's change it to this. Nope, you wrote a contract. This is what we're doing.
Even without that, they suck. They don't even produce what we asked them for. It's a little buggy. It's just a little buggy.
But that-
like it works,
But that kills
and there's some
you, though.
workarounds, but it's buggy, and it
And
doesn't
you know where
work
it can
the
be
way we want.
improved, and
Right.
that kills you.
We don't feel comfortable leaving it in a restaurant 100% of the time without us being there. Right now on trivia night at Willie Beer and Company, it's hard, but we go there and do trivia night
Right.
and order beers,
And make it work.
That sounds
make
terrible.
it work because we're dedicated.
Sounds terrible.
Eat
just start an app.
wings and food.
Hey, we
and-
gotta get to the bar because it's trivia night first of all, and we need to get our app going.
We could use
What's the dad? How do you? It's a dad hack. So we
It's
gotta
totally a
Talk to
dad
this
hack.
guy.
That's a dad hack. Create an app.
Yeah.
It's a business opportunity.
Yeah.
to
Why do
make
you think we
money.
started this?
Now we got
What are we
wings
doing right now?
And bourbon.
What are you guys doing right now?
Bourbon.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're hanging out.
No, for real though.
So we're at a point where we thought we needed investment, and we were looking to raise anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 for 5% of our company. So
Okay.
that's valuing it between $1 and $2 million, and I think it's even bigger than that, obviously. But we found a local developer, and we offered some equity in the company, and instead of having to work with these guys now, we have someone that's
Local.
local,
Which is awesome.
and is willing to work with us on equity. So we don't necessarily now need to raise that $100,000. We can, because we don't. I'm sick of hiring people outside
Right.
that can't. Do
They're not
what we need to
accountable.
do.
They're just not.
Not accountable, not doing what you want them to do,
Makes sense.
and it's not local. Local is huge. That's huge.
Our CIO, he's out of Houston, and it's not local, but I visit him every couple months. We talk on the phone. I talk to him almost as much as I talk to my wife.
As much as you talk to Kevin.
They FaceTime a lot.
Oh, no one talks to me more than Kevin.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I want to meet Kevin.
Well, one's with clothes, one's without. I'll let you guys figure that out.
FaceTime.
So the thing
Sorry,
is,
Kevin.
like, we have such,
Be so pissed.
and our team's awesome. We have a great team. We just went to Chicago this past weekend for the NRA, the National Restaurant
Rifle Association.
No, National Restaurant Association.
Oh,
But everyone was wearing NRA shirts, and I was like, wait.
that's
this is
very
weird.
misleading.
Yeah, but
That's hilarious.
and it was the craziest thing. It was like Sam's Club on
Where's all the
steroids.
guns?
They
Guys
were
got
all
some-
Republicans.
Some
Just kidding.
So
You guys had some
you
roasted
just come in with your
wings,
guns
right?
over your shoulder.
What was that?
You guys had some roasted wings.
We
right?
had some roasted wings.
Did you ever try an Impossible? I mean, not to.
I
you know,
did.
Did you ever try Impossible Burger?
Dude, not that long ago, I tried an
Holy
Impossible
fuck.
Burger.
Is that good?
I'm gonna say that for
So
it.
my
Holy
wife's
fuck.
vegetarian.
Oh my god, where's this dump button? I can't.
Holy beep.
My wife is vegetarian.
Okay.
And so we were at a restaurant and she goes, "Oh, I'm going to have this Impossible Burger. It's on here." So I had to try a bite.
Well, yeah. I hear good things about it.
I don't get
I
how
was
they get it
impressed.
bloody.
It was
Mine
bloody.
was
like,
bloody
yeah.
and pink in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm like, this
Dude,
Okay.
I
And
literally
you know
showed
me.
my wife.
You know
No,
me.
I know I do. Well, do I?
Well,
Latte boy over.
Latte.
I did know you.
Oh, stop it.
You know me.
You know me. Well, I thought
I
knew
used
you.
to.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, you're right though. When it comes to meat,
Back when you wore the camouflage hat, yeah, I
Right.
fucking knew.
yeah, I
that.
knew him
Now,
with
I
his
don't
meat.
know
When I
This
was
guy's got
a man-
like deer skin on his face.
Yeah.
He's
You
cutting up
drink
deer in
lattes.
his garage. It's like,
but for real, though,
All
the
that is
Impossible
man.
Burger, I was like,
I couldn't believe it.
if you wouldn't have told me, I'd
What's
have been
in
like, this is a little weird.
So they take like a soy. The soybean apparently has red
Don't
insides.
look at me like I'm gonna
Okay,
know.
it
You're just
has
looking at
red
me.
insides. What they do with that red insides, they form it into like a mock hemoglobin, which is what's in your blood, and in a lot of animal-based blood, and they put that into the Impossible Burger, which creates the bloodiness.
oh, so that's how they do that.
Not to sound disgusting, but like
No.
Oh.
and then so
Soy.
it's pink or red when you start cooking it, and then it turns brown, and then in the middle it'll get like a pink center, and then it's juicy.
And it tastes like
And
Dude.
ground beef.
the hemoglobin feel or whatever they call it. Shit, what do they call it? That red stuff, whatever they make,
Yeah.
which is a process.
the plastic.
It's called blah blah blah, but it's soy. It's made out of soy.
Yeah, sure.
But I will say we tried 5 different other burgers that are veggie burgers around there because it was like a health
Yeah.
section. I'm like, guys, why the hell did we start at the NRA
Start
in the healthy section? Like, really, of all places
Yeah.
to start, you guys want to start here?
Well, we
Really?
didn't know they were gonna give you
So I
samples.
fill up on like veggie burgers and shit. I'm like, now I'm full, and there's like ribs and roasted wings. I'm like, I don't want to eat that
Life
shit
changer right there.
because I
Lifestyle
I
change.
ate like a bunch of bean burgers.
But it was good though.
So the I will say any other veggie burger I had was just like it was good, but it was like mashed up bean and vegetables.
You can always tell with that.
doesn't
This
taste
It
is
was
the
like
way
a
it falls
bean
apart.
vegetable
and everything.
meatball flattened out,
Right.
right? That's what that
And
was.
it's like the texture that kind of just breaks
Yeah,
apart and shit.
Yeah, it was just different, and it was not that it was bad. I mean, like I'll go to Wink and Lizard, I'll do a black bean burger every now and then. I think it's good, but it's not a burger.
Yeah.
right.
Right.
The Impossible Burger, identical.
I'll
I
give
had
it a
the
try.
burger, and I had the what was it? A Greek taco?
Oh yeah,
or
yeah. It was like a, it
Mediterranean
was almost
taco.
like a,
they
yeah,
call it.
It tastes like
Basically like a gyro, but it was crumbled meat, which wasn't meat, Impossible meat, and they put like a little bit of the
Tzatziki
gyro
sauce.
sauce on
Yeah.
it, and a little bit of other.
I have the sauce.
and
That's
it
what
was
it's all
on
about.
a pita or whatever, and you see it, and it was amazing. Best thing.
Huh.
So those 2 things were awesome. The meatballs were subpar. So they had an Impossible meatball. Just
That's 'cause of the
seasoned
flavor.
too much.
Yeah.
It's like too salty.
Yeah.
But those other 2 things, the Impossible slider and the what's it, Greek
the
Mediterranean
taco.
taco. Yeah.
So between you guys and Ian and his wife, I'll give it a try. I've been seeing it on menus a lot lately. I had no idea what the hell it was
Yeah.
until like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I want to try. I would now that I've tried it. I would have never ordered it from a menu.
I didn't know what the hell it was. I was like, because I could just see it at the bottom. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the the cowboy burger with the bacon and the onion ring on top of it. And
It's gonna be a Burger King. It's like
Yeah, I
a
heard
dollar
that.
more.
It's
a genius idea.
You get an Impossible Whopper
Yeah,
for
but-
$1 more.
That's
But it's
genius, though.
cheaper
It's
to
for them
make, which is what they were telling us.
No,
too.
not yet. So what they said was, so the beef industry obviously scales on a high scale. They produce a lot and sell a lot. So they said that when they get to the same scale that the beef is, that they'll be cheaper. But right now, they're more expensive.
They're not there yet.
Because they don't have the...
They need the 3D printers to make more of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they gotta...
You don't like chemicals in your stuff, do you?
I wish I so much chemicals in everything I touch.
So,
like, I know,
from
it's
what I
fine. I'm just
understand,
messing
though,
around. I just like to
I
make
work for a
jokes.
chemical company. It's cool.
Yeah, see? That's fine.
From what I understand, though, I don't think it's more organic. Like, I don't think it's...
It's soy,
The
right?
soy,
Yeah.
and then whatever they put into it, it's
Right.
a process to, like, make it like hemoglobin, but
Yeah.
it's not... They're adding, like, gasoline to it to
No,
like, make
no.
it
Right.
like they do to
I just like
cocaine.
to fuck around. And I think that I would like to try it one day. I just like to make jokes about it.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
They had gasoline to cocaine. Nobody even said anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, did you say that?
Yeah, nobody caught it.
I'm good with it though.
Okay.
Still gets me to where I need to
Gas
be.
and Coke.
I'll drink.
Well, that's how
I'll
they make
drink to
cocaine.
that.
They had gasoline to the whatever. I just watched that.
You don't score
Until you
until
score.
you score. Till you score.
That's right, baby. Okay, well, I'll give it a try. You guys sold me on
bottom
the
line-
Impossible Burger. I'll give it a go.
I would highly recommend it, and I'm a 100% meat eater. I'm against the, vegetarian burgers. Like I'll eat them, but I'm not.
Like my wife eats
I'll
the
never,
Beyond
you'll never
burgers
hear
all
me
the time. I
talk.
tried those.
Yeah, I heard about those.
They're okay.
Because of his wife, I've tried the what is it? The soy wings at Melt.
Yeah.
Were,
Melt.
were they any good?
They're actually pretty good.
They're not bad.
It's got the same
But they're
texture.
covered in buffalo sauce.
So you can't tell if there's a lot of
You
flavor
guys should
on
do a
it.
wing review there. Actually, you should get the.
I want to get to more Cleveland restaurants to do our app.
Yeah.
And I figure if we do wing reviews and things like
And then
that.
kind of like
Just
show up
say,
like
hey,
this.
by the way.
By the way, check this out.
You know how long it took us to get our check? We could fix that for you.
yeah.
We're not even going to charge you a lot of money.
Dude, your guys' app is amazing.
It is
I
awesome.
think especially for like with our audience,
Parents.
people with families, like it's a no-brainer. Like why wouldn't you be able to just pay your check and leave when the kids are going absolutely bonkers? You don't have to sit there and be embarrassed or whatever.
From start to finish, it's phenomenal to
Even
speed
if
up
you
the
forget
process.
to pay.
And
Well,
listen,
that's what I'm
the
saying.
kids
You
go
could just
crazy
leave.
carrying them out, and you're like, oh, I forgot to pay.
we've all been
You
there.
can sit in your pajamas at home after they're in their crib now, not crying anymore, and be like, oh yeah, I'll leave.
Oh yeah, by the way, or even if you forget past that, it's still
It'll pay.
take care of it for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of events coming up in Cleveland. So unfortunately, we're not far enough along because I wanted to do the All-Star game for the Cleveland Indians.
You got the draft coming up.
You have the draft coming up. You have the All-Star game at that was Jacobs Field, Progressive.
Yep.
You have the draft, then you have the All-Star game
It's
For
still
the
Jacobs
NBA.
Field, by the
for
way.
the NBA. What's that?
Damn right it
It's
is.
always Jacobs Field.
Okay, damn right.
And the
I was
gun.
afraid
And
you
the
guys
gun.
would get offended by that. Oh, what is it now? The Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse is what it's
Yeah,
called
it's
now.
the Q.
Doesn't roll off the,
gun.
tongue.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It's the gun.
The gun, all right.
Or the Q.
Gordon. Yeah,
Oh,
the
I'll
Q.
sell
I
for
like
the
the
Q.
The Q
Yeah.
is not
They
bad.
won a
It's easy.
championship at the Q.
I'll take the Q. I
I'll
agree.
take the Q.
I agree.
But our next stop is stadiums. Imagine being at a ballpark, right? Watching the game and not having to get out of your seat to order your
Or even
hot
if-
dog, hamburger.
Well,
In
just
certain
gonna
stadiums,
say-
even club seats, they still have to come, like at the Cavs games, if you're in club seats, they still have to come to you
Right.
and take your order
What if you could do it
from your phone.
I mean,
Just like literally,
and then
there's
everyone
QR.
has
So
a-
imagine this. Like this is crazy. This is
Bring it
like,
on.
Wait, like the
Where's this
George
mic?
Jetson shit, right? You sit down at your seat. There's a QR code. You scan it. Boom. Hot dogs, nachos and cheese, beers. As far as the eye can see, right on your phone. You just hit them. You order them. You're watching the game. You never have to get up, and they just show up.
Be amazing.
Because you're not getting somebody that has to come to you. You have to wait till the person gets to your seat.
Guess what? Guess what? You don't have any cash.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Don't matter. You don't even have your
this app.
fucking wallet. You don't even have
Doesn't
your
matter.
wallet.
You need to have your
don't
ID
have
if you're
your
under
wallet. All
21.
you have is your
gotta
phone.
watch. So we still check your ID if you're
check your
21.
ID. All right, but you got your ID on a little thing on the back of your phone.
I'll get
Yeah.
there.
And you got your phone. That's it. You don't even have your wallet.
That's
you left it in the
amazing.
car.
That's
Here's-
awesome.
So you want to know what BlazeBite 2 is going to be? After you drink all that beer, how do you go to the bathroom?
Yeah, we got to figure out how to.
Shh, don't tell them.
Oh yeah, to be continued.
I'm just saying that's BlazeBite 2. Because once you get all your food and drinks to your seat, you need to find a way to relieve yourself.
So we're gonna get.
That's the
guy
only
come
downside.
around with his
Hey,
glasses.
You still
Got
got
to
to
come with plastic bag and catheters. All right, I'm here with BlazeBite 2. Put your pants down.
Bend over. Oh, that's a different kind of test. Never mind.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, you can if you want.
Well, look,
I'm here for you.
I think what you guys,
Wait, that's the bar near PA. I'm sorry, I got that wrong.
listen. I think what you guys are doing is amazing. I'm super pumped to have been able to test for you guys and to test it out for us.
Keep inviting us. 'Cause
Yeah.
First of all, we like nights out.
Yeah.
Love your app. You guys are pretty cool to hang out with.
You're all right.
You guys
too.
are all right too.
Thanks.
Yeah,
man.
we're all right.
Appreciate that.
Your bourbon's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Next time we hang out, we should definitely bring bourbon.
Yeah, I feel bad.
You brought wings.
Guys,
Yeah, but that's like
I'm gonna
way
eat
more
the fuck
expensive.
out of those.
We're gonna leave those wings here for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
I will say this too, as being parents, both of you guys as being dads, which is amazing to me because being a father is tough in general. You guys work full-time jobs.
Yeah.
You have your kids. You guys do
And then to do this side
what you guys
hustle.
do, and then do your app, do your
Yeah.
wing review. Like, that's a lot of work. That takes that's to have that drive to do that kind of shit. That's awesome, man.
Dude,
It's exhausting.
We can't even take credit. Our wives
Yeah.
are like
My wife's the same.
saints.
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say,
I
like,
say-
our
And it's
wives.
not just us two either. We have an entire team of people
Mm-hmm.
to do this, and it's not. They're just not doing it part time either. We're all spending a full time job on top of a full time job.
Right.
It's the most difficult thing I thought. I thought it was going to be kind of easy. Like, oh, we're making an
Yeah,
app.
yeah,
and we're going to be
great
rich,
idea.
and-
Yeah, be done in a few
Yeah.
weeks. We'll be up
Right.
and running
Just
in no
get the
time.
app and we'll
Forget about it.
It's been more work.
program.
start making money.
Yeah, it's just been more work than anyone's ever thought of. And my team, everyone on the team, and it's not just the team. So when we went to Chicago, we didn't say everyone just go to Chicago. We said invite your significant other because we
That's
have girls
cool.
on the team, we have guys on the team. Bring whoever
That's
you
cool.
want because this is a time get away from the kids, and that's part of it. Like we love our kids, and we spend all of our time with our kids, but sometimes you just need adult time.
100%.
And it's get away from them. Let's go into a safe environment. Let's look what's going on in the industry, and let's just have fun. And I think this last weekend in Chicago, I wasn't expecting much with the show. I just wanted the team together because like one of our guys is out of Houston, and him and I flew together from Houston to Chicago. Like it was just such a great experience to have everyone there, all the families, and just being able to have an open environment. And you know, we had some difficult discussions, and we were happy, and it's just like a lot of passion around it, and it was such a good time.
That's awesome.
And it's like I feel like we're a family.
That's cool, and that's what it's all about. And that's a lot of times, like you're gonna say, oh, go ahead, you can finish your thing. I'll feed
I
off
was just
it.
gonna say
No, go.
it's kind of it's corny when people are like, "Oh, our company's like a family," but since we are so small, it truly is like a family.
Dude, when you're building something,
That's important.
like, and you see the effort that everyone puts in, it does become a family. I mean, I see that all the time with different stuff that we do with the daycare centers and everything else like that. Like,
Well, you're constantly like getting new
Always.
branches,
Yep.
and like
Yep.
you got to start a new family.
And, like,
And he's good
Yep.
about it too, because I mean, watching from the outside, and I'm close to this guy, so I know. I mean, a lot of times we hang out and everything, but I see what he does with his employees,
yeah,
building the relationships with them, having those nights out with his employees, having like nights where they've been here.
yeah,
Like I'm like, this podcast. Like now I have all the employees coming over to my house for dinner game night thing. Like that kind of shit is important.
yeah.
To build it.
It means you care about them, like
Absolutely, and they
like, you're not
appreciate
just
that
trying
too.
to make money off of them.
Exactly.
Like, you care about their
and you
well-being.
and you could see them as a person and be like, okay, well they're important. They have their family. They have.
Dude, that's the only way to build something successful is to understand the value that your people. I mean, I don't care what kind of business you're running. Your people are the essence of what you do.
And I mean, I'm lucky enough to have my mother watch my kids
Same.
for a very cheap price. Literally, we pay her property taxes.
Yeah,
And my wife keeps wanting to have more kids, so every time she has a kid, we get a better deal. You
you're right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it wasn't for that, we would definitely be looking at Little Scholars. I mean, what you guys do, I've stopped in. I do with the United Way, and I went to multiple locations and picked up some of the food there, and saw I couldn't even get in to pick up the food because it's so secure, which is a good thing, But I've heard nothing but good things. There's a lot of young professionals that have their kids at your place, and I can't say nothing but good things.
I appreciate that.
I mean, I don't have my kids there, so
Both my kids
But-
go there, and it's awesome. I feel safe sending them there, not just because
Right.
the owner is my best friend, but
well, but
because I
like-
know the employees there. I know.
But you know how they say like apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Like it's probably a good thing they go there because maybe you can kind of correct some of that.
True story.
No, but like for real though, like Stevie will. He can always reach out to me, and he knows that. But like they deal with my directors. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, hey, dude, I'm not happy with this or something like
Right.
that. We'll talk to his directors, and we have a good relationship with them too. Like,
What it
But
sounds
that's
like, you kind of give them the
because-
power though to like just
Right.
they're the owner of that location.
That's exactly
you
what it
just
is.
say,
Like
like,
my directors are so
you
amazing.
you make this place
Yeah.
possible. You go to town.
yeah.
and
That's important.
absolutely. And that just goes back to like you saying, everybody on your team is like family to you guys, and that's huge. I mean, I think that if you weren't treating each other well, and that's how things get broken up. You have great ideas all the time. People are putting great ideas together all the time, but they stop because of a misunderstanding, or they don't have that. There's not that relationship there. There's not that team atmosphere. You guys obviously have that, and you guys haven't given up. What, it's been
Over 2 years.
You guys are still doing it, man. And it keeps getting better too. That's awesome.
And a lot of times too, just so that everyone's like, oh, because family, you get in arguments.
Well,
and-
that's
and
like no matter what, yeah.
That's the thing too. Is like
There's some awkward moments
yeah,
last weekend.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, guess what?
It happens.
Afterwards, like,
bars.
it's like,
Best event ever on Wednesday.
yeah.
Listen,
But my
because of
wife,
it.
my wife and I get in arguments all the time.
Something-
That night, I'm
you're in it.
really
You're in it
upset with
together.
her, and then guess what? The next day we get over it, and we're stronger because of that.
My wife takes like another 3 days to get over it, but hey,
You're like
it
next
works.
morning.
I'm next morning.
See, my wife is like, she's like easier to give it. She'll give me.
Depends on how you're the stubborn one.
It depends on
I'm
what
the same
level.
way.
She's just a
like-
level though. You know, like
I'm
1
really,
to
I'm really
10.
sorry. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, cool.
Guess
go
I'll
for
be
a
in the
walk.
basement for a little bit. I need some
Go for
time.
a drive.
Yeah,
Go play some video games.
I'm just really sorry. I was acting like, no, it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
it's okay.
I'm
Really,
gonna go catch a movie with the
just
guys.
can't
or
talk to you
something.
right now.
Can't even look at you.
Yeah, that's fine that you're sorry, but I'm not.
Maybe I'll get there, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
just give me another few days, like a weekend
Why
trip
not?
with the fellas.
100%. I love what you guys are doing. I'm so excited to see where BlazeBite's going.
Thanks.
Like, Jeff, I met you not too long ago, a year ago probably at the golf outing, right? And then Bryan, like through the United Way and stuff like that, I think we worked together a little bit more. I think what you guys are doing is amazing, and I can't wait to see where it goes. And I'm not joking. If you guys are looking for investors, I'll figure out something.
No,
Because I 100% believe in what you guys are doing.
Yeah, and like I was mentioning before too, we finally got that last piece to our puzzle.
awesome.
And that's where we kept putting money into a developer. Yeah. And we just got someone on our team
good.
this week, and he's already proven himself, and
That's
he's doing
awesome.
a lot of really good things.
I want to see you guys succeed. I think the concept is good. I think even more importantly, you guys are good for this application. So I think that this type of technology is going to be around no matter what.
Right.
The fact that you guys are doing it,
something else.
I think is going to give it a jump start on being the best, because you guys are doing it the right way. You guys have the right mindset to do it, and I think that's what's super important. So I'm super proud of you guys.
Yeah, it's
And I just
Pretty
love
cool.
that we even get to know you guys. Like,
yeah,
that's
for sure.
awesome.
Because I mean, every time I met with
There's
anybody,
like a bromance here.
there is a little bit growing.
Hey, you
We
know,
started with Kevin.
Next year we're going.
Sorry, Kevin.
We're all going to Disney.
Cheers to Kevin. Cheers to Kevin.
Kevin.
hey Kevin.
Kevin Pappas.
Can't wait to meet you,
He's
Kevin.
got good abs. Right?
As good as the guy at the pool in Punta Cana. But
Well, I appreciate you guys having us on tonight.
Yeah.
We listened to. Brian said he listened the whole way. I'm,
that's awesome, man.
I'm driving to. Last time we were at not Great Wolf Lodge, the other one, in Sandusky.
Kalahari.
Oh,
Kalahari.
Kalahari.
Yeah.
And I was on the way out there, and like I'm going and getting bags from my thing, and I'm like putting the podcast in because I'm like, God, I can relate so much to everything you guys say.
Yeah.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
and that's what I love. Is,
I'm laughing in my car. All the kids and wife are asleep while I'm driving to Florida. And I'm just busting out laughing. My wife like wakes up. She's like, "What are you doing? Like, you gotta listen to this shit. It's hilarious."
And some of the stuff
They're weird.
for the wives would be boring.
Yeah.
But there's other things that are really good, and I'm like, hold on, I need to figure out where that is. I don't know if there's a way to break things up into segments, but I'm like, I need my wife to listen to this part because you guys make so much sense.
You could just a couple highlight things.
And we
there.
we could back at that again. I think it's just at first we did it was like
That's a lot of work.
minute clips and things.
There's a lot of work.
You know what's interesting is the first couple episodes we had everything scripted out, and we went 1 hour
Yeah.
with each guest,
Cut off at an hour.
cut off at an hour, and within that hour we would get like 6 30 to 55-second clips to where we knew what we were going to go after and everything else. And then a couple episodes in, Stevie goes, "Hey, dude, this sounds awful. Like, we are very much a talk show with talking points."
And we're looking down. Like,
and I was like,
what's
"Dude,
next?
you're 100% right." Like,
It's got to be more conversational.
so we went off script. Like, you guys, like, we didn't have a script. Like, we just kind of went at it. And the organic conversation is so much better. The problem is that organic conversation gets to, we're at 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's so much work. And, like, we're trying to figure out a
Cut out
better
the
way
first
to...
hour and a half.
Yeah.
That goes a whole wing
That's
review.
the wing review.
So
Well,
what?
you could make that
Put that
separate.
on
We can make it
ours.
2 episodes.
You could literally make the wing review one separate and then
Yeah.
do the other thing, or I would say cut out like little stories here and there of the pieces and parts.
Here's the
That's a
thing.
lot of work.
Rogan does 3-4 hours sometimes.
Yeah.
We can do 3-4 hours. Yeah. I mean, we're basically on the same level.
If you're a
We're
dad,
right there with
If
Rogan.
you're a dad, like
We're right there.
He's only at like
I'm gonna be
episode
gonna-
2,600.
I'm gonna be like Chris Broussard here for a second. Yeah, so me and Rogan were texting each other the other day, and he said, "These freaking people."
here's the reality though. Like if you're a dad, you're gonna listen. Like if you've got.
Did
the
you know I
time,
listen to my
you're
own,
gonna-
like our own
Like
shit?
it's like Game of Thrones. You're like I gotta like I can't wait till I get back in the car to figure out what the fuck else they were talking
Dude,
about.
I listen to, like, I'll get our own stuff and I'll listen to it, like, before we even post it. I'll do it when I'm cutting the grass
Yeah.
or I'm driving to go get the kids. And, like, it'll take me 3 or 4 segments to get it through.
Yeah, but you get there.
Who
That's a
cares?
podcast, though. That's
amazing.
what I do when I'm
that's
at
what you do.
work, and like if I'm listening to Rogan or something,
Sometimes you
I
gotta
just cut it
rewind
up.
it to remember
Do you
what the hell they're
edit
talking
your
about.
own then, or who edits?
Yeah, we edit it ourselves. Like, we get
Do
together.
both of you edit, or one of you?
He's mostly on
It's
it.
mostly me, but we get together sometimes and we edit.
So you're the
or like a
slacker?
lot of times, like,
He's the
oh,
worker. You're the slacker.
Yeah,
same
same.
concept. He's the worker. I'm the
Yeah,
slacker.
because Bryan, how many actual wing reviews have you watched?
The whole thing. So like,
See what I mean?
so like we have our edited version, and
Yeah.
then we have the full version.
yeah.
Now Kevin has watched every full
Kevin.
version. Love Kevin.
I feel like Kevin
I've
should
probably-
be here.
I feel he's already here.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kevin, you should get as a talking dad, and you should also get Morris Beverage. He's the guy I work with.
Dude, I do want to talk to
so
Morris about it.
they had a baby at home.
I know.
So like it'd be a great story.
I remember
And
when that
and it's-
happened.
And it's a 911 tape, so you
Yeah.
can play it.
Oh, he has it.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Oh,
it's
that's awesome.
hilarious.
We should
It's
get
awesome.
Morris on.
Yeah.
I'm in.
But one other recommendation I would tell you too is that you guys should. I want to know more about what you do at Little Scholars and what the difference is between you guys and say some of these other places. Like,
Sure.
I have a lot of young professionals that I work with from a client standpoint that do like. I don't mean to like plug other places, but like
No.
the Goddard School.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I want to know like what the difference is between, because like nobody spent. I'm sure you spent a lot of time analyzing your competitors.
Sure.
And I feel that that's really expensive, and I don't know if you're getting the same value for the amount of money that you're spending at some of these other places, and you don't ever touch on that. And I get it. We had a lot of bourbon, and we eat a lot of wings, and it's
So,
not about that. And it's
Let
not
me
about
give you
that.
the 30-second version.
but I
and
wanna
then we
know.
can go
I wanna
into
know.
it. 30-second version is this. We have the same nationally certified curriculum as Goddard. We're the same step up to quality, which is an Ohio's rating system, 5 stars. We have the same thing as Goddard.
You have 5-star, which is from what I understand, 5-star
9%.
is like
9%
very
of the,
hard to get.
9% of the state.
9% of all of the daycares in the state
Yeah.
get 5 stars.
Yeah. So we have
People
that.
don't understand that. Like,
Yeah.
That's huge.
5-star on an app, that's
The
easy
difference. The difference
5
between
stars at
us and
daycare, it's
Goddard.
impossible.
The difference between us and Goddard is they're 100% private pay. We accept ODJFS vouchers. which means that single moms or families that are under the poverty line can get assistance through the state.
Why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing.
If I'm a
Not
family
at all.
that doesn't do it, is that a bad thing for me?
Not at all.
But people.
The difference is
yeah,
the difference is that with 100% private pay. So let's just say, let's use round numbers. Let's just say it's $100 a week
Yeah.
for childcare.
Yeah.
So if I'm charging $100 a week, the state's giving me $70.
Okay.
So I'm getting less, but I accept
But you
those
offer that.
vouchers because I understand that in Lake County, there's lots of households that need assistance.
Yeah.
So we provide the same level of education for a cheaper price, and then we accept the vouchers. So where the difference comes in is that our profit margin goes down, which means that we don't have the fancy everything.
So you would say that, maybe they might have granite countertops and
Right.
like just a little
Right.
bit more elaborate kind of
A bunch
shit in
of,
their
like,
place. I've never been
Monteroos
to
and things
Like
that.
my
I've never been to a
carpets-
Goddard place.
Most
I've been to
for
one of
the
yours.
most part, my carpets are more than 5 years need to be replaced. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So, but
But
we
you guys keep
we
everything
have to
clean.
spend.
Everything's clean.
Yeah, sure, 100%.
Dude, when I
it's
pick
just
up my
old.
kids
Like,
at
some
night,
stuff's old, but
They're
it's
they're
clean.
cleaning. They're sanitizing. They're
Yeah.
cleaning everything when because I get there like around 5 o'clock and they're already cleaning everything.
Yeah, the
What-
difference.
They move them over and they start cleaning everything. It's very clean there. And
Yeah.
it's just
the
And which
big,
one did your kid go to?
the one over on Tyler.
Okay.
So that's
South Manor.
South Manor.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to that one. I've been to the one in Willoughby,
Okay,
which is
So
like an
which
older
one?
house.
There's
kinda.
a downtown Willoughby one.
Downtown Willoughby, like
Yeah,
an older
yeah.
house.
Yeah.
And then I forget what other one I was to.
There's one in Lost
By
Nation. There's
Marky
one.
Fresh, I think.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
that's
South.
South
Manor.
That's where my
Yeah.
kids go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I was to that one.
Yeah. So the big difference is that we don't have like when you walk in, you don't see brand new everything, all that kind of stuff, because we spend our money on our teachers.
Yeah.
Number one, to stay competitive. Number two, because they deserve it. I mean,
Dude, it
I
takes a
think
lot of
as
patience.
a parent sending my kids there, I prefer that they're paying these people more because I want them to be passionate about their jobs. And they're
but we
great.
do our same reviews, and we're judged by the same scale as Goddard or any other school.
And you
look,
still get a
Goddard,
5-star.
Goddard has a
Still 5-star.
wonderful program.
Well, obviously they're 5-star.
Like I don't.
Like if you said they were bad and you were
No.
good, that would literally,
Yeah.
like make the 5-star not that good.
Right.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh,
they're
that means
they're
nothing.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And truth
They're
be
just
told,
a lot
if-
more money.
It's good measuring.
If I lived over here, right by Goddard, and wasn't
Do
in
what
the
you're
industry that I'm in,
that's where your kids would be
That's
going.
probably where I would send my kids. 5-star, they're
Or
close.
Well, you don't know
Yes.
about little scholars then.
Right.
I got a question too, right? And I don't. Fortunately, my wife stays at home with
Mm-hmm.
the kids until they go to
Because
kindergarten
Jeff
and
works
stuff.
his ass off.
Yeah, but the thing is, people pay a premium and they'll pay more just because it costs more. Mm-hmm. So some people they
Yeah.
want the name Goddard,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're gonna spend more money, and they'd rather pay double just because they say, guess what?
Listen,
My
research
school
is hard.
Goes to Goddard.
Listen,
Yeah.
research is hard, and what else is hard is to do the work to understand, which I guess is research, to understand what your child is actually getting. The problem that I have is, so both of you guys have wonderful home situations
We're
where
very
you don't
lucky,
have to worry
very
about
fortunate. Not
it. At the
everybody's that
same
fortunate.
time, I'm going to throw a caveat at you.
They're not doing what you guys are doing.
They're not. So let me ask you this. So, let's just say you're a realtor.
Yeah.
You can make the argument that as a realtor, I understand what the housing market is, and I can list your house for the best possible price, and I could understand what the buyers want and everything else. And I'm going to show them the house. I'm going to sell that.
Right.
So that's why you pay that 7% to a realtor to sell your house quickly and get the best value. People do that all the time.
Yeah.
The people, and then there's some people that choose to do for sale by owner and take a little bit longer and whatever.
And
That's
end up
fine.
with a realtor.
So you could take another scenario. You can take, like what I always say is nursing. So if you had access to the flu virus or the flu vaccine, I'm sorry, would you feel comfortable giving your kid a shot with the flu vaccine?
Like yourself,
Yeah.
as opposed to a nurse.
Yeah. You get let's say you could order it online. You get a kit that comes in the mail, and you have a vaccine, and you just all right.
I save 40%. I save 40% by doing it myself.
But why?
Why would I do it? Because of the value.
Okay.
Well, all right. So I might do it on that scenario because if they get the flu, it's not the end of the world. You know, like
Right. But let's so let's just say
like,
it's
depending on the
smallpox.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, say
Let's
a
say
bigger
Something more
vaccine.
serious.
Yeah.
I might not take the chance.
Measles or something.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
why do you go to a doctor to get that administered?
Because you know that you can feel confident that it's going to be done the right way.
Right,
And
because
if it's
those
not,
people are trained.
They're accountable. Like,
Those
they're
people
accountable.
have been to school and have been trained to administer that vaccine.
Right.
Our people, all of our teachers have degrees in early childhood education. They go and they do what's the best possible learning environment for your kids.
Yeah.
In order to prepare them for elementary school.
How did they like? And even my wife's a teacher, but like
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how they, all these different kids, and some might be more farther ahead than others. Like, how do you keep the ones that are doing well challenged, and the ones that aren't?
It's hard.
Just to get them up. Like,
Probably just, I mean,
like,
do you move
and
them
there's
up?
one like, give me the scenarios. Like, so there's one teacher for how many students?
So it depends on the age. So as you get older,
So let's say like 4-year-old. I got a 4-year-old
so a 4-year-old
before kindergarten. Like,
So
I
in
think
order
it's
to,
an important age, right?
Yep, it's super important. So at a 4-year-old, you're looking at a 1 to 12 ratio. One teacher per 12 kids. And that's the step up to quality ratios. I think by state, you're allowed to have 16 to 1. It's either 14 or 16. I don't even remember the state ratios because we go based on step up to quality. But to answer your question, so if you have 12 kids to one teacher, you're going to have a mixture of children.
Yeah, some of them are going to be farther ahead than others. It's
Yeah.
just
That's just how it goes.
home life or just natural, like, you know.
So through their education and then through continuing education that I put them through, they get 40 plus hours a year of extra classes based on what age group they're in.
6 inches.
That's what she said. I doesn't want to interrupt him.
Sorry.
She said,
Like, this is such a serious conversation, but then we're like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I was
good.
distracted by the bourbon.
I understand.
pour.
Hey,
that was
I
my
was gonna hit
fault.
the, I was gonna hit the
I hope
bourbon
you-
button, and
There's
then
a bourbon button? What?
That's the bourbon button.
The bourbon button. All right.
All right, sorry.
welcome.
Bottom line is these teachers that I have employed are amazing. They understand what specific children need. And then we have assistant teachers that float around the building, or sometimes they're assigned to certain classrooms, and then we have extras that are assigned to the campus, and they go around. And so if a certain child needs extra attention, we go to them, and we have ways of dealing with that, I guess.
Just like a school,
Yeah.
Yeah, but different. Because, like,
in a way. Yeah.
the school is, you get one teacher.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
they got the assistant principal.
Yeah.
They're almost
Right.
never
It's
there.
something- I think there's
For the
teachers.
most
I
part.
feel like there's teachers assistants now, right? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, they have
Isn't it a
it,
thing?
But like not every
That's
class.
common.
Well, it
Usually
stems
TAs.
from early childhood, though.
Yeah, but usually,
Yeah, right.
if
They've
your kid's in a
understood.
class with a teacher and a teacher and assistant, usually that class is probably struggling.
Right.
That's why they have the assistant.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like they give the smart kids, or like they
Move 'em up
well-behaved-
and, like, give 'em
not
that.
smart, well behaved or whatever.
Right.
Like usually the problem classroom.
So what you're talking about really is social emotional health.
Yeah.
Which I could go into a whole nother 3 hours about social and emotional health, but that's
your
really
time.
what we focus on.
Yeah.
And
Kids are sleeping. I'm good to go.
Sleeping, they're in bed.
And my wife does not need me.
Brian,
so-
I'm
We're
spending the
about
night.
to start the Memorial Weekend.
absolutely.
Let me check my steps though, because I'm lacking today.
You want to walk around a little bit?
I might have to.
Take the mic. Here.
Is mobile? I'll just yell from across the room.
Check.
So really what we do focus on though is social emotional health. What that means is, can you focus in a group setting? Can you focus on an individual level? And if you can master those skills, then when you get to kindergarten, those teachers are going to be able to teach you the concepts that you're expected to learn as a 4 or 5-year-old versus never being in anything and you've never worked with a group, or the opposite, you've been in a home daycare or something like that where you've never worked individually and you don't understand how to understand what the teacher's telling you. So that's really more what we focus on. Sure, there's ABCs and 1, 2, 3s mixed in, but that's not really our focus.
So my 4-year-old just graduated preschool, right? And I've got a 3-year-old, and I'm worried about the 3-year-old. Like, he is absolutely a terrorizer. I don't know.
Second child is
I don't know if he's gonna make it to 4. Like, he's just crazy motherfucker. He's nuts.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
And
That's every second child,
right.
And yeah, no, he's nuts. Like fucking like crazy. He just goes up and kicks my 1-year-old. Like, he's just a wild child, man. He's aggressive.
Yeah.
He'll go and like push people, and like he goes to give a hug, and his hug isn't a normal hug. It's like a, like he just fucking strangles people.
But where's he at
And
every day?
He's at my so that's the thing. Like, so my 4-year-old's there, my 3-year-old's there.
So
and
first
my 1-year-old.
children take out of the mix.
They're the
Awesome.
best children.
He's-
First children have
he's
had
unbelievable.
so much
First child's the
exposure
best
to
child, right?
First, yeah, 100%. I'm a first child.
So am I.
I'm technically like
Oh,
so like
I was third.
I have a half sister that's older. So like what I don't know where I fall on this.
That doesn't count.
So
Does
the
that mean I'm
first
half as
child,
good?
though,
Half as
especially
good?
in the home environment, the
I'm
first
half as
child
good.
gets all the attention. They're
They're
They
the
also
best.
get all the discipline too.
they get
I
all
feel
the
like.
discipline. They get all the patience.
No.
as well.
That's wrong. I ask any of my brothers, I got away with everything.
As the oldest?
Yes.
Oh, that's not normal.
My parents learn
weird.
everything,
Explains
and
why
my
he's not
brothers,
normal.
yeah, my brothers don't get shit now because they got stuck with. No, we're not letting you do this. Do you know what happened with Jeff? You know what happened with Jeff? Everything's. Look at your brother Jeff, because of all the stuff that
No,
I
was
did.
I was like
the youngest of
There's
three.
always anomalies.
yeah, you're that's not normal, Jeff. Like the oldest is usually the best, most well behaved.
Yeah.
They get the best, whatever. But
I felt like my brothers had,
I had the
it
most
easier
discipline, for sure.
because, like, no, we're not gonna talk about that here. It's not
I got
therapy
spanked
session.
a lot
Oh, me too.
with a belt.
But I was
but
the
that's
first.
okay.
I called my dad one time when we were younger. So I had an older half sister and an older cousin, and I'm real close with the older cousin right now. But they were having a conversation, and I heard him say, "Butt fucker, beep." So they said that, and I'm probably like 6, 7 years old, maybe 8 years old at the time. They were probably 8 years old at the time.
Butt fucker.
And they're like, I'm like, what's that mean? What's butt fucker? I've never heard that before. And my cousin was like, go ask your dad. You know what? Better yet, just go call your dad a butt fucker, and he'll tell you what it is.
Oh my.
So my dumbass 8-year-old
Yeah.
little ass goes and walks up to my dad and says, "Dad, you're a butt fucker." Oh man.
Can you imagine if I would have called my dad a butt?
I think we all got our asses kicked.
I never learned.
being friends with you.
You know Ian.
You knew he was going to say that, didn't you?
I never learned what a butt fucker was that day, but I learned it. I'm never gonna fucking say that.
You're not going to say
To
it
this day,
again.
I still like even right now. It just makes
Does it give you
my,
give you
it
some
makes
chills?
my butthole quiver. Talking about
That's
butt
not
fucker. I thought it was timely since you guys just came from Erie and you're at a game.
Right,
bar,
right,
so,
right,
Like I
right.
figured I'd talk about butt fuckers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it
But-
didn't even happen.
So I got
That's
my,
not even real.
literally, I'll remember this. It was like a 70s green couch. 70s green couch.
Oh,
He
good.
was
Paint the
sitting on
picture.
it, like just recliner.
Well,
He
don't
gets
point
up.
over there like I have a 70s
It
green.
was
He
in
does.
the
You can't see it behind the
It's in the
chair.
basement. It's in the basement. It was like a 70s green, just like
Keep talking about your
rough.
wife right there.
And he's like,
He's the wife.
My dad goes,
Lattes.
"What the hell did you say?" He's like, "What the hell did you say?" And I'm like, "You're a butt fucker." Put that on a soundbite.
Yeah. You're
You're a
fuck.
butt fucker.
And then
he
How
goes-
quick did his belt come off?
Oh my god, he got up and he was like, "What?" Like, at first he was like, "No, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. That's not what he said."
And then he's
firstborn, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, half sister,
Half.
But anyways, he gets up, takes the belt off, beats the living shit out of me.
Draws it like Doc Holliday, starts
dude.
beating the shit out of you.
I tried to put the pillow back there. You know, you put the pillow, you're like, oh, that didn't hurt. That didn't hurt. No, it fucking hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Yeah.
And I never, ever.
This is the first time he
repeated the
said butt
words.
fucker since it happened to him. Tonight is
Yeah.
the first time
And
he
he
said
said it like 12 times.
He's like,
I'm still a little nervous. I'm like looking behind me.
Dad?
Dad, you're not a butt fucker.
Dad, you're not here, right? Just comes flying down the steps.
Dude, it was like literally, like, yeah, like I can literally just picture it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It was nuts. So sorry, guys.
And then I
No,
found
that's-
$50.
I mean, yeah, no, dude.
All right, so let's move on from butt fuckers to dad hacks.
Lightning round.
Oh, are we telling dad hacks?
Do you have one?
I shouldn't do this.
You got a dad hack?
Oh, I got so many dad.
All right, cool.
Okay, let's turn him up in the headphones.
Are we serious? Am I doing this? right
Yeah.
I have no sneer in my headphones.
now?
All right, there it
now.
is.
All right.
Turn me up a little bit. All right, there we go. Dad hack.
So we
Go.
go around and do dad hacks.
Dad hack.
All right, dad hack is you find a way to get out of town for work and have a peaceful night of sleep, and your company pays for it
in a hotel bed.
That's
in
100%.
a hotel bed. You get and you get. So here's the other dad. This is the hack about it: is you don't need a king. You get 2 queens, and then you get all the pillows from the second queen. And put it on your fucking bed, and then you have 5 pillows. 6
That's
pillows.
actually legit.
How nice is a
so
hotel
legit.
stay when it's just you
Oh, yeah.
and nothing else? You
I
watch
mean, HBO, you get HBO. but you don't
HBO?
have it at home.
You have to lie the whole time and just talk about how
How
terrible
awful it is.
and like I
Conferences
couldn't
are so
sleep.
boring.
conferences.
And
exhausting.
17 hours of
it's
just lectures.
It was
I hope my wife doesn't make it to hour 3.
the worst.
It's
No
the
one
most
makes
Make the
it
hour
to
three.
hour
I've got a conference coming up in
Listen,
August. I'm not
no
gonna
one-
be able to
she's
go.
not making it that
Listen,
far.
no one makes it to hour 3.
it's the
We
most
do. We do.
it's the most difficult. Like I always tell my wife, I call her up. I'm like, I just miss you guys so much, and I wish I could be there with you. And I just say,
And he does miss them.
I do.
No, you
but,
do.
But
Does it?
I don't miss him enough not to wake up after getting 7 hours of straight sleep. Usually I sleep about 4 hours a
And
night.
Yeah.
you
4 or
miss them,
5.
and they're home with your wife. So they're good. They're fine.
The wife makes it where you can just feel comfortable, and you're like, no,
Yeah.
they're okay no matter what. Like you're
That's true
good.
too, because like
you wouldn't be able to sleep right out of town if it wasn't for having such a good partner
I would.
that takes care of the kids.
No,
Yes.
you're right,
make
though.
make that face towards, move away from the camera, look at us and make that face.
I'm just saying it's
He's serious.
No, you're right, though.
No, it is awesome. My wife does so much, but it's so nice when I'm out of town because I'm just like, it's so difficult to like fall asleep without you next to me. I just miss you so much, but I'm just sprawled out on the bed and I have all these
Getting-
pillows
If
everywhere.
if you ask her, she's probably like, he's out of town all the time. What are you talking about? It's like he's gone half the time for BlazeBite.
Yeah, and then I got crotch pillows. Do you guys have crotch pillows?
I don't have.
Wait,
It's kind of a
hold
weird
on.
thing. Yeah, it's like a.
Is this the new dad hack?
Tell me about the crotch pillow.
Yeah.
I thought
Do you-
this was
It's actually a mom thing, but
Okay,
I
a
think
crotch
Jeff
pillow is
stole
this
it.
like
2
Is
or
this
3
like a sexual
pillows.
thing?
No,
Because-
it's
Oh,
2
it's
or
like
3
those
pillows.
circle. It's like
in your
a
crotch.
candy
Oh,
cane.
when
you're
they're
sleeping.
when they're pregnant, that thing like the thing.
That's
that,
what
like,
I'm thinking when I see.
No.
It's
I
like a
just
candy
take
cane.
You just grab a pillow.
no 2, sometimes 3.
Jesus, what are you doing? The splits?
And then I'm just like, and then when I sleep on my side,
Or-
and it's just like, it feels so
So you put it
good.
between your 2 kneecaps. So
Yes.
Your legs are.
Yeah,
3.
Doing like Kegels?
2.
Three's
Depends.
a lot. Two is
Depends.
a lot. Three's like obnoxious.
No, 2 is just not
So
even.
you can
like,
fit 2 between your legs.
I
Okay,
can-
so hold on. What kind of pillows are you buying?
no, it's not my pillows. These are hotel pillows.
So we don't
So
have to
you
worry
don't
about
do the crotch pillows at home.
No.
There's no pillows available.
Yeah, because they're all on the wife's side.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like laying on the edge of the bed, like
No, there's pillows
teetering.
available. You're just not allowed to fucking touch those pillows.
Yeah, the
They're
pillow-
decorative.
there's- yeah.
And they go on after.
There's the throw
and you
pillows
gotta
in the
make that
corner of the
fucking bed
room.
and put the pillows
But
on.
you can't sleep with those
Oh,
pillows. They have
I
a
hate
special
fucking decorative
pillowcases
pillows.
on,
I could go on.
Like, what is the point of decorative pillows? You can't touch them. You can't lay on them. You can't put your head on them.
and they
but,
just
like,
make a
They
mess.
fucking look nice, all right?
Yeah, but then
No,
like,
they
what do you
don't.
do with them when you want to go to bed?
Because you know how
gotta
often
put
you
them
have
somewhere
people.
where you can't put them on the floor.
You know how often you have company in your bedroom. Like you know what I mean. Like
Right,
how
all
many
the
people?
time, yeah.
Wait a second. You have company in your bedroom?
You guys aren't here for the gangbang.
What?
It's kind of like
Party
when
at
you
his
catch
house
the early
next
flight
weekend.
from San Diego.
Memorial Day weekend, party at his house.
Steve, you
You
coming
don't
over?
score until you score. Till you
A couple
score.
of naked people hop out of the closet like a freaking circus ready to tag team your wife.
That's a solid
So you
dad
guys
hack.
don't. So this thing that sucks is I gotta travel a lot for work,
Oh, it sounds like it's terrible.
Yeah.
and I gotta sleep in a room
With your
without
crotch
screaming.
pillows.
Yeah, it's so horrible. Like
You poor guy. You know what? We should put that as like the bite, like that's just that like 30-second clip right there. It's just so terrible and have to travel all the time. Don't watch past hour 3.
Brutal.
I'm going to Nike on Tuesday.
Is that in
And-
Oregon?
Oregon?
No, I'm going to their manufacturing headquarters in St. Louis, and I'm just like, hey, Jen, I'm going to be gone for 2 days. And literally, I leave Tuesday morning, I come back Wednesday night, and it's like, I don't even know what I'm going to do. But they're going to pay me
I
to
bet
go
you're
out
gonna do
there?
some weird shit with some crotch pillows.
Hell yeah.
I feel bad for those pillows.
I'm not even gonna look at those pillows again when I go to the
I'm
hotel.
never gonna use a hotel pillow again.
Like I have to worry about
Like-
enough semen like all over the freaking like comforters and shit.
Can
Now I
I
have
get
to worry
new
about crotch pillows.
I'm gonna call down to the reception desk. Can I get some new pillows?
Can I get some fresh crotch
Weirded
pillows?
out about these pillows.
Yeah, hey, there's not enough crotch pillows up here, so if you could send somebody up ASAP, that'd be
Does
great.
no one call
I'm gonna
this
use my
crotch
hoodie.
pillow?
That's a
Is
pillow.
this just something me and my
Can you
wife
buy those
call?
at the stores?
No,
Like
dude,
there's
you're
like a
fucking
section
weird.
for crotch pillows.
fucking
There's like
weird.
regular pillows. You have like the.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I've never used used a pillow
But
between
you've
my
never
knees,
called it a crotch
but
pillow.
it's fucking weird, dude. Like,
Is
I'm
it
not
between
gonna-
your knees or is it like under your sack?
No,
Like,
it's in between my knees.
Oh, okay. It makes you feel a little better.
But if it's a big enough pillow, it touches my crotch.
Well, if you're doing 3, like, I don't know where you're gonna put all those.
usually it's 2.
3 pillows.
Yeah. No, if it's it
He said
depends.
3. You did say 3.
Yeah.
We all
no,
heard
no,
2,
no,
2
no.
and
It
3.
depends if we're at a Holiday Inn, a Hampton Inn, a Marriott. Sometimes it's 2.
So which ones have which one has more
I
girth?
like Marriott. I usually
So Marriott
do too.
has more girth.
Yeah, and I do too.
Nice and thick.
That's what she said.
I cheated up.
Well done.
And we're getting
Well
better at
done.
hitting the buttons.
That's what she said.
Is it weird the buttons are shaped like a box?
Jesus.
That's what she said.
So Ian's dad hack. Come on, Ian.
No, we were gonna do that.
It's
No,
skips
just
right
like
over
us.
you guys.
Yeah.
All right, my dad hack's a little more inappropriate.
Then crotch pillows.
Crotch pillows.
I know.
Inappropriate. All right, I'm just getting good.
I don't know if we'll laugh or like tell it without laughing. But so let me just kind of tell you how this came to be, the dad hack. But I decided to take my kids to Burger King,
Okay.
and they have a playground in this particular Burger King, and it's right by my house. My wife was doing something. She's like, "You got all the kids." I'm like, okay, I got this. 3 kids, 1 dad. You got the baby pack. Mm-hmm. You know, the baby, the 1-year-old, and
carrier.
Bjorn, whatever the hell thing's called.
and then I got at that time to call it 2-year-old and 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And they're excited. So we get to business. We're like, all right, we're gonna eat first. We gotta eat dinner. We have to eat dinner before you can play in the playground. So it's indoor playground because it's wintertime. So he knows the story. That's why he's laughing. But so we get the dinner, and I don't know why, but somehow they have $1.49 for like 10 chicken nuggets there, which hindsight. $1.49, 10 chicken nuggets. It's probably not the. It's probably not the.
That's the best quality.
It's probably not real meat. Actually, it might be Impossible chicken nuggets. I don't even. Whatever
Impossible
it is,
chicken nuggets.
Whatever
is
it
an
is.
Understatement.
it's not right. Okay, because
Yeah.
you can't have 10
For
chicken nuggets
$1.49.
for 15 cents each, right?
Right.
Anyways, I didn't think about that. I just was like, oh, $1.49.
Hell of a deal for the kids.
We'll pull some chicken nuggets, some French fries. We get chocolate milks. We get everything's down. Kids eat. I'm like, you gotta finish. You want to go play? So they finish everything. All of a sudden, so 4-year-old, the older one, running around. They're like playing on the jungle gym, but they're also playing like underneath tables and shit. The 4-year-old's running. All of a sudden, mid stop's like.
Like when you ate the Vern Burn wing.
Just like that. Just not coughing so much. I'm like,
Did it,
Holden, you all right?
not okay.
Looks like he just saw like a ghost. And he's
just like,
Daddy, I gotta go to the bathroom. Daddy,
You okay?
I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, dude, let's go. 2-year-old running around.
Wall.
All of a sudden, he's like literally like within minutes of each other.
yeah.
And he's walking weird now. He's doing the
Is he potty trained
Like-
at this point or no?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. We were lucky. Like within a year and a half, like each kid.
That's awesome.
So he's walking. I mean, other than peeing in the bed at night
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he drank too much, he was just literally walking. Like,
Yeah.
just you could see the clump in the back.
Jeez, it him that
The
fast.
2-year-old, yeah. The 4-year-old was like sharp, right?
Yeah.
2-year-old was
Because
shit
the
himself.
4-year-old when he stops, he's like, Daddy, I farted. Like, no, dude, you sharted.
Something came
You
out.
fucking sharted. I know you did. I hate you right now because your mom's not here. So fuck you. I didn't say that.
You're thinking it. I get it.
I was
Right.
thinking it.
You get. I
Right.
get it.
So we go to the bathroom. Baby pack, 2-year-old, 4-year-old, 2-year-olds were like we could just imagine the worst kind of
Oh my
waddle.
god.
He's like, Dad, help pick me up. Fuck no, I'm not picking you up. You did it.
Shit
you
your
walk.
pants.
You shit your pants. You walk to the bathroom. so we walk to the bathroom. Go to the stall. Luckily, it's a handicap stall. It's open.
In
thank
a
God.
Burger King bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was just one stall. Like it was. Yeah. It was
super
rough.
clean.
By the way, the Whopper was really good.
Of course.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
And the onion rings with the onion
Oh,
rings.
yeah.
Your meal was phenomenal.
Oh,
Do that onion ring
Dollar-
sauce?
You're like,
I didn't have any problems with the bathroom.
$6 burger for me, 15-cent nuggets for them. Fuck you guys. I'm getting a Whopper.
Your priorities here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can appreciate the quality.
They don't work for a living.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's kind of fucked up when you think about it. Though. Like a 15-cent
true.
nugget. Like
so
a
bad.
$7 sandwich.
Hell of a
Like
deal.
15-cent nugget, $7 sandwich. Oh my god.
Don't think about it like that. You're fine.
I feel really bad now.
I'm sorry I didn't mean to do that to you.
So you're gonna get
Dad of the year.
dead egg.
Burger King.
Nuggets.
What the fuck happened to all the bourbon?
I think it's
right.
spilled.
So we go to the
So you're in the
bathroom.
stall.
We're in the stall, the handicap stall, you know? And I'm like, all right, how the fuck am I gonna do this? Like,
So wait, you're carrying your
Jen's
1-year-old.
calling me.
Got
Should
the
we pick
1-year-old.
up or no?
Yeah.
for sure. Why not? We started a precedent here. We answer the phone.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
What are you doing?
Just hanging out, drinking some bourbon.
Talking with some dads.
Are you still doing that?
We're live right
On
now.
the air.
You're on, Jen.
Don't worry, you're not on camera. Just microphone.
Just
Oh
microphone.
boy. I'm sure Jeff told you all about it. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go then, and you could finish that up.
I hate finishing by myself. Why would you make me do this?
That's what she said.
Later, bye.
I love you. Bye. Oh wow,
That was like, that's gotta be a record. That was pretty fast.
That's good.
she's like, oh, you're on the air. I gotta go. Bye.
Uh-oh.
Oh, are we
Uh-oh.
kicked out?
Man, we are bad.
Or did
I'm
your
sorry,
phone
guys.
die?
Time.
I'm sorry that it's so bad.
No, it's
Time
good.
wise.
Go ahead.
This is
Go
a
ahead.
good story.
Back to
It's
the.
terrible, but it's good. So we're in the stall. All right. We're in the stall, and I've got two kids. One sharded and one shit.
Wait,
Like,
hold on. Is the 1-year-old still in the
Still in the carrier.
carrier?
Yeah, still in the carrier.
No nuggets for the 1-year-old.
No. She was
Yeah.
still on like breast milk or something.
God. Because that would have been terrible. There's been shit coming out. Okay.
I had diaper bag. I had wipes.
I have a question. Can I write it down so I don't forget?
Dad hack number 1, wipes. So so I get him in the stall, and I'm like, all right, you guys gotta go to the bathroom in case you have to go anymore.
right?
Get their underwear off, get their pants off. And at that time, like, they had to take their shoes off with the whole, like, it was just
Yeah, right.
it's a big
I
process.
get
It's a
it.
disaster.
You take the shoes off, you get the underwear
Yeah.
off, and then at that point, that's when they discovered what free balling was.
Ah.
So they talk about it all the time now. And, so they understand now what, like, at 2 and 4, they understood what free balling was. The concept
free
of this.
ball today.
Yeah, and they actually requested free balling after this night.
Smart kids.
So I'm like, listen, we're gonna take your underwear. I dipped it in the water the toilet to get the turds out. Right? This is disgusting. No, in the toilet.
Wait.
So I take your pants off.
I would have straight up thrown them in.
Yeah,
the
I was gonna say, wait,
wait.
you didn't just throw it away?
No. I took so one of them had a
unanimous
one of them had a
decision.
clump.
streak.
No. One of them was a streak. That one went right in the garbage. The one with the turd in
It was like a solid turd.
solid turd.
easy
Not
cleanup.
solid. It was
Questionable.
like a bowl of peanut butter.
Okay.
In his
Whoa, whoa.
That
The
is a
first one, the streak you don't throw
chunky
away.
peanut butter.
Oh
Chunky peanut butter.
my god, that is so
streak-
much worse than a streak. Go on.
But I feel bad putting that in the garbage. So because
they're like Ninja Turtles?
Literally, it was like you flip it inside out, you dip it, it falls right in the toilet. You throw it away. There's a
then
it's a
you
handy
threw it
episode.
away.
Yeah, then I threw it away.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I thought you said you like rinsed them in the toilet and Burger
And
King.
give it back to the
Are you
wife.
guys serious?
I feel like
Here's-
I don't know what happened.
Thought I was gonna put that back on my kid?
I don't know. No, I didn't think you were gonna put it back in the
You guys
kitchen.
are all fucked
No,
up right now.
I thought you were like, I'm
I
gonna
thought
turn it
you
inside
knew me.
out.
Here's
I thought you knew me.
No,
for
no.
Sure. These guys, they have an excuse.
This is what I thought.
I thought you knew me.
No, you're an asshole if
you.
you're gonna put your shit stained
I didn't think you were gonna put them back on.
No,
No, I thought you were
put
like
it
throwing
back
in a
on.
diaper
Here's what I
bag.
thought.
Fuck,
Here's what I
so
thought. I thought you were
dad-
gonna wipe them. Like I thought you said you were dipping. Here's what I picture. You're cleaning the underwear in a toilet bowl
get
at
the
Burger
big
King, and
shit off.
then after you're done, you're just like paper try.
Yeah,
like,
throw in the diaper
and then throw it back in the bag.
like-
That's what I thought you were saying.
Oh fuck no! We don't. I don't touch that.
Okay,
underwear.
just making sure. Just making sure. 'cause I was
Why
gonna-
didn't you throw the turd in the garbage to start with?
You know, that's kind of.
No, I get that. That's
felt like,
considerate.
like
That's a good. That's
like there was a it was
on your end. That's nice.
It was like chunky peanut
'Cause
butter.
that's-
in like
that
a
sucks for whoever's
bowl.
cleaning up
Like I
a
just
shit
like
in the
literally it was so
Paper
simple.
towel.
Just go like literally go and it just dip it and then it fell in the toilet. Like just like bloop. Can you get this for a sound effect? Bloop 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 bloop. And it fell in and then I threw the underwear in the garbage. Right. So then like my 4-year-old being the smartest. I can't say smartest. Being like the firstborn.
you said it.
The firstborn or the bestborn.
Firstborn, he was like,
Oh, that's number 2.
"What is with this thing?" That's nothing to do with it. I drank, right?
Nah, it's the wings.
So
Burger King
so he's
chicken
like-
nuggets. Go on.
he's like, "Dad," he goes, "I don't need underwear. I have to put underwear on like before I put my pants on." I go, I get it, dude. You're not gonna do it. We're gonna free ball tonight. Let's free ball, Dad. Listen, dude. When you shit your pants at a fucking Burger King,
Word for word, by the way.
didn't lay up at all. You fucking free ball.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. And then
It's a solid life lesson.
so we walk out of there. From this day forward, literally, we drive by Burger King because we're
used to one of these.
Burger King's on Heisey Road.
Yeah.
And that's the one we did, and we drive by that probably at least 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And every single time, my 4-year-old, who's smart, is like, "Yeah, we're not allowed to go there because we shit our pants." My 2-year-old knows we're not allowed to go there because we shit our pants. Because I said, "You guys are never coming to Burger King again." My wife is getting her fucking nails done. I hope they were great. I don't even know what the fuck they look like after that.
That's so good.
All right.
So there's a lot of bleeps
the image
there.
I had,
I'm
the,
sorry,
the
but-
image I had in my head was you
But we
sitting
threw
in
the
the
underwear.
bathroom. The kids are still walking around completely naked, and you're just dipping shit underwear into the toilet bowl, like just shaking them out, and then throw them in the bag. That's what I thought you were doing. I'm like, this guy's fucking
So my dad hack is throw the fucking underwear in the garbage. Don't even
Yes.
deal with them in the toilet.
free ball it.
Throw them and teach them what free balling is. Dad hack.
Can I ask
like
a,
that.
a
Go ahead.
dad hack? I know we're way over on time.
There's no time
All
limit.
right, listen. You guys have boys, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I've had girls. I know how they pee. Right? The first time I was exposed to this was 3 years ago. And one of my friends, it was my wife's friend, she's like, "Hey, can you take my son to go to the bathroom?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Very good.
And I'm only used to girls where you just sit them on the toilet
Yeah.
and they go pee. And I go and take her son into the bathroom, and I'm like, as soon as I take him in there, I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? All right. So
As far as like holding
fair.
them up, like 'cause you can't
no,
reach the
don't
toilet.
feel bad
no,
about that.
not even about holding him up. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
what?
weird. If
You're
it's
about.
nice.
You're about
It's not my kid, first of all.
Yeah.
That's true
right?
too. That's
so,
a tough one.
So I go, all right, so what do we do? Do you need to go like by this toilet? He's like, the bathroom. And I was like, okay.
Got it.
So I'm sitting. At first, I hold him up. I pull his pants down and I'm holding him up.
Like he's gonna pee into the toilet from there.
Yeah, like in like a urinal, and I'm just holding him to go
urinal.
pee, and I'm like and he's not holding anything. I'm like, hey, you gotta hold it and aim in the toilet. And all of a sudden he's like, I can't go. He's like, I need to go in the toilet.
I need to sit down.
I was like, okay, cool. So I brought him to the toilet, told him to sit down, and I was like, hey, gotta push that down, bud.
Oh,
like,
did he pee straight out?
I don't know.
No, I'm saying, did he though?
No, he didn't do anything yet. I'm
okay.
like, you gotta push that down. He's like, huh? I'm like, push that down. I'm not touching it because I'm not going to jail.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not your dad, bro.
Yeah. Fucking, you gotta push that thing down. And he's like, and then like 5 minutes later, I can't.
5 minutes later, Jeff gets squirt in the eye. Oh!
No, and all of a
Push
sudden,
it down.
he's like, he's like,
Get down.
like I'm uncomfortable. This kid's uncomfortable, and like all of a sudden,
Just put your BB down.
Like he's like, I
BB
can't do it.
down.
I'm like, let's just go wash your
Come
hands.
with me if you want to
and we go
leave.
and wash his hands, and like, and then his mom's like, DP. I was like, yep.
Yes.
And
Wait,
like he,
DP?
no,
that's
and then
fair.
he pissed his pants like 15 minutes later, and then she's sitting there yelling at me. She's like, I thought he pissed. I was like, he didn't piss, but I didn't know what to do. Like, I don't have a boy. How do I know what to do? Like, she's like, you tell him to point it down. I'm like, I'm not touching it. That's not my kid, and I'm not going to jail because your kid doesn't know how to piss.
I agree. I wouldn't touch it either.
I wouldn't have either.
That'd be weird. Yeah.
I'd be like, hey.
I let him pee his pants over that. Like,
I like pee in the corner. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it. You
It's
gotta
not
push
my
it down.
kid.
So,
So
listen.
it's hard with the women though. Like the flip side, the girl.
Yeah.
No, it was
you
so
gotta go-
easy.
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Like you gotta go front to
don't
back, and like
Yeah.
you gotta go all the way
Yeah.
down.
To be honest,
Front to back
and like,
is so
and
hard.
there's no like going back up. Like,
Yeah.
the guy just like just clean that shit up. You know, like with the girl, you gotta go like a certain direction.
Yeah, but that's
and then like
simple.
you gotta get all these. There's all
Is
these
it-
crevices. Why is there all these crevices?
It's what you're used to.
So is it because what'd you have
I go through
first?
way more.
What'd you
ways.
guys start out? So you boy.
Boys, boy.
Boy first.
I have two boys.
All right, so
That's
listen.
easy.
What's up with all
The
the
first diaper I ever
crevices?
changed though
Lots of
was
crevices.
my niece. So
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for girls, I just knew to just wipe down, and it's just they go and pee on the toilet. I go look, and then they're done, right? So it's so easy. And then with the boys, I just didn't know.
How old's your boy?
20 months.
Okay, so close to potty training
Yeah.
time.
So you know what you do? I learned this afterwards. Dad hack, right?
Can you bend over and demonstrate?
Nope. You just take the kids, you drop their pants, and tell them to stand on the toilet and pee down, like it's a urinal. Is that true?
That's not bad.
Wait, on the
Ever
back of
tried
the
them?
lid?
No. You just stand them on the toilet, a
Like the-
regular
like the
toilet,
bowl
and tell them
itself.
just to pee down.
Yeah, they don't do that though. Like you don't even do that when they're standing upright.
That's not bad though.
But I
can
don't know
understand
anything,
how that could
guys.
work.
our punchline, whatever works.
You know what I did that
yeah.
works
Because
for
it's
my
true.
son?
Because it could be different for every single kid.
It will work. That will work.
Tell me what
I'm just saying there
works
might be
before-
better.
With my son, this is gonna sound weird.
Everybody's different.
We're all
He'll
gonna
start-
tell
he'll
me
start.
how you do
We
this.
might be on the same page
This
because I
is
was
gonna
about to
sound
tell a
weird.
gargoyle story.
My son, how he started was he was just getting. We were close to being potty training. He was like 2.5, 2 3/4, something like that. And it was like morning time. I went, got up, took a piss. My son got up around the same time, and I was taking a leak. Like you can't stop once you start.
Oh yeah, that's
That's not healthy.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
gonna. It's not healthy.
Just turn your body.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Yeah.
It takes
You
like
know.
1 year
Hey,
off your life. I heard if
pick
you
up-
stop.
oh yeah, I don't do that.
So wait,
You
your
can't.
I've never
son's coming
stopped,
in to
so-
watch you pee,
I'm never
So
gonna
my
die.
son came into the bathroom while I was peeing.
and you tried turning away.
I tried kind of turning away. It was
Really? Like my son, when he comes and walks, I'm just like, hey, dude, this is how you do
Well,
it.
now I am, yeah.
Okay.
So
At the first
but
time,
at
I was
that
like,
time, the very first time, it was
Yeah,
like
first one,
weird.
first time I get it. You
So
never
then
know.
he goes, "Well, I want to go," and that was like the first time he peed on the potty. Was I was going, and he goes, "I was like, dude, this is how you play swords."
Sword fight.
And we did that, and like my wife was pissed. My wife was pissed because from then
Ian was
on,
pissing all over the
He wants to
floor.
do a sword fight.
he was like, he would ask everyone. He's like, "Hey, you want to play swords?" It's like, "Hey, dude, you gotta like."
Sounds like a
Yeah, you don't play swords with anybody.
sounds. Yeah, it's gotta be like a close friend. Like we usually do.
Yeah, you only have your
But
close friends.
honestly, though,
You guys ready?
So
though?
my
'Cause I gotta
son
piss,
from the
so-
beginning
Swords.
stood while he was
I'm in.
peeing.
Good.
Which is not for everyone. Like
No, because
not-
my son still
Yeah.
he jumps back and forth, so he's still likes to sit down and pee.
But he never walked in on you taking your morning piss.
Well, he has recently, and then he goes, I'll do that when I'm bigger. I'm like, it's fine, man.
Yeah.
But now, so the other day, my wife said that he was in the backyard playing in the water table and everything. She was in the kitchen. She came out, and he was standing in the middle of the backyard, completely naked. He pulled his pants down. He's just pissing in the backyard.
Oh yeah.
So he's standing up. So then yesterday we went to North Chagrin.
Proud dad moment.
Absolutely, we need one of those buttons.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were at North Chagrin Reservation, and I drink a ton of water during the day at work. So I had to pee. It was like right after work. I picked him up from daycare, and I started peeing next to a tree. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing. Just go play over there." So I'm peeing, and he goes, "I got to do that." So he goes over to a tree and he pulls his pants down and starts peeing next to the tree.
But his pants down are not just his dick out. It's like
Oh,
everything.
he pulled his pants down. So
Yeah,
that's
so
how
it's
Down
butt
his
cheeks
ankles.
Wait,
hanging
so
out.
you
Yeah.
guys don't pee like that.
I do. Down my ankles every time.
Oh, it's getting late. Oh, that's good. No, but so he did it that night, or he did it there too.
All right.
Wait,
You almost spilled
33.
You almost
30.
spilled Ian's.
Three.
Boom.
Nice.
What is this one? Right?
That's volume. Oh,
There you go.
You guys
That's
are
what I
definitely gonna have
wanted.
to edit this.
but so yeah, he
Sorry.
but he did it
Okay.
yesterday too. My son peed in public last night for the first time. So
That's awesome, man.
proud day on
Fuck
that.
yeah. Proud dad moment.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Oh, hi.
So one thing that I noticed about my kid with a 4-year-old, and it's nothing like I've ever seen, and it was my first son and my first kid, so I didn't know if that was normal or not, but apparently I found out it's really not normal. So what he used to do was he would sit up, like he would crawl up on the toilet like a gargoyle. Imagine like a gargoyle just sitting with his legs like this, and he would like put his hands down on the front of the seat, and his pee-pee would like face down, and he would piss. In
At
the
least it was getting in the
It's
toilet.
effective.
100%. Always 100% effective. Like he was as accurate as anybody could be. Probably more accurate than I was when I was drunk.
Yeah.
But it was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like a gargoyle. Like he's
Like if you or I were to go to like a bar.
his feet are on the toilet stand.
Steve does this sometimes.
Like on the toilet
No, I don't do
seat.
this, but I have a story for you about somebody sitting on the toilet seat like that. I'm not
it's-
going to mention a name.
That's weird. You know, like that was weird. I'm like, so naturally, I like snap a picture.
Well, you have to.
It's fucking
Yeah.
like a gargoyle peeing in the toilet. But the
Takes a
other
picture and sends it to
2 years,
Taj.
the 3-year-old, the one that's going to be a problem, doesn't give like he just want to piss on the back of the toilet seat.
Oh, so he's just fucking around all around. Oh my god.
And then you talk about like morning, you know.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, the first time they had that, they're like, hey, you know, my pee-pee is full. Like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Your pee-pee's full. Go empty that motherfucker because that should not happen. You're fucking 4 years old.
No, they get
Like that shit full blown. Like
it happens instantly.
nobody talks about that shit, but like I'm talking like
Dude, it happens earlier than that even. Though.
yeah,
Like I
like
remember
3,
changing
4
diapers,
years
so I'm
old.
like, whoa.
No.
yeah.
See,
No,
that's
it
what
happens
happens
early.
when you guys change, like when the third. All right, sorry.
You move from a
Sorry.
you, no,
when
you're
the
fine.
third kid turns, like my third kid was a boy, right? And I changed diapers with the first two. I don't see any of that shit because I don't ever change diapers anymore, and I'm the worst dad because of that.
I don't even
Like,
have to change
Honey, I'm
diapers.
going out of town
I'm
again.
just like, hey, we're gonna shower. Or
Hey,
bath.
he took a shit. I got to go out of town for like I got like leave for like 2 to 3 days or whatever.
I'm going to St. Louis.
Another
See
conference.
ya.
He just heads over to Red Roof on 306 just for a night. Work expense.
What's a red roof?
That's just old
Red Roof
fucking-
Inn. You don't know about those?
What's that?
My first hotel party when I was 16 was at a Red Roof Inn.
Mute button.
Here, we'll just turn this one down.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, that's the same thing here, man. It was like in high school with the baseball team, the older kids, that's where they would go to have parties, Red Roof. That was like our
Really?
chant, like at the end of practice and shit. The seniors would like chant.
Independence.
We had one in
Okay.
Menor.
Sweet.
And now
we
it's
went
like,
to the Cause.
I went to the Cos, dude.
That's where we went to party.
Have a Nice Day Cafe.
Have a nice day, cafe.
Just a bunch of freaking 8th graders smoking
was
cigs.
fake IDs.
I wasn't allowed to go there.
Fake IDs. Yeah, but you went still.
You
weren't
guys ever
allowed,
go
but
to
you did.
Jammin' in the Heights?
You weren't allowed, but you did.
No.
Boots Goon Saloon?
It
Boots
sounds
Goon Saloon?
really cool though.
Boots Goon
My brother
Saloon?
did it.
Did you ever do Boots Goon Saloon?
I
You were
think I
from?
did- yeah.
Where'd you
They're
go
a
to
little
school?
younger,
Like
so
Eds or
Jeff-
something?
I went to Ed's for.
Yeah. What year did you graduate?
Jeff's
This
older
is probably
than
a
me.
conversation we can have.
He's
after.
really fucking old.
01?
Oh, 01? Okay.
I
I
got
was
held back
02.
in
They
kindergarten.
were
though.
03. They were 03. So
My brother was 01.
01, 02, 03.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word.
Boot Scootin' Saloon, though.
Yeah,
Been
absolutely.
there.
Do you remember the Hooters in Manor?
Yeah,
yeah.
We're cleats or not cleats. Shit.
Happy
Happy
Moose.
Moose.
The Moose.
Let's do this.
Prove it.
All right.
Brian, Jeff, I appreciate you guys coming on. Love what you guys are doing with BlazeBite.
We do.
Love between you two and your 6 kids, what you guys are doing for dads.
Almost 10.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, she's serious, man.
Just keep practicing.
I'm
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, you are.
That's why you get.
No, seriously though, I love what you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys coming on, talking to us a little bit, having a little therapy session.
Having some wings, or was that
Yeah,
part of
bringing
this
the
one?
wings.
Yeah, okay.
that was this.
I wasn't sure if you were
episode
cutting that
still-
and giving that to them.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No.
guys are awesome. This is
You guys are awesome. This has been an amazing episode, record-setting episode.
we keep going each time.
Tom Brew, where are you at? You're only at 3 hours.
Tom
Actually,
Brew,
he
what?
ended up at 2 hours and 59 minutes.
Oh, so he didn't even break the 3. Oh.
We can hit 7 hours tonight.
I actually have one more good story if you need it.
I have,
No, we got to come back.
Let's
Let's
save
save
it for the next
and
time.
you guys
Saying
will
I
do a
have one,
bourbon review.
It's hilarious because I'm fat and out of shape.
Can we like pause it so I can pee? I'm
No.
just kidding. I'll wait.
We'll
No,
save it for
we're-
the next time.
Like Ian said before, thank you guys for coming on. It's been awesome. We appreciate it.
One more story.
Oh, dear.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I will piss on the
All right,
floor.
real quick though, we like to give our guests, every guest, a chance to plug something.
Plug it.
Jeff, you go first. Would you like to plug anything?
Hey, Jen, I love you so much. Best wife ever.
That's a fantastic plug.
Listen, I'm plugging my wife. I could be plugging
Yeah.
the company, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying how great BlazeBite is.
Plugging my wife.
And how I have the best app in the entire world, and
Right.
everyone should download it and use
Give-
it.
give
But
the website.
instead, I'm gonna say, Jen, I love you. You're the best
I'll leave
wife.
it to-
Thanks
leave
for
it
all
to
the
him.
support.
So give the website just in case though.
BlazeBite.com. Like us on Facebook. If you're still listening,
App Store.
like us on
Get on that app store.
Instagram. Go to.
We'll make fun of you if you're still listening.
Yeah, right.
I hope we get one new like.
Kevin,
That's the goal.
you're still
Shout out to
listening.
Kevin.
Hey Kevin. Hey,
Shout out to my wife.
Kevin
Wait,
will
hold up.
listen to the last minute. You're the best brother-in-law in the world.
Shout
I
out to
love
my,
you, Kevin.
Shout out to my wife. I mean Kevin.
You have great
roller coasters
abs.
with you at Cedar Point.
Can I touch your abs?
It's
Bryan,
so funny
plug
because
away.
you know he's gonna listen all the way now.
Love you, Kevin.
I mean, I could talk about how I'm a financial advisor and all that stuff, but I want to plug Ian and the Little Scholars and what he does and how much he does in the community because it really means a lot, and I do a lot there. And he's always involved in everything. So I'm going to
that.
plug that.
Appreciate that.
There you go.
Very cool. All right, so we did almost 4 hours. I think we got through
Cheers
a lot
to
of
that.
stuff.
Sorry, guys.
And we could have
Have
gone
anything
longer.
left?
That's what she said.
Definitely
Tell me about
could.
my stamina.
You guys.
So how many inches is that?
That's what she said.
That's actually perfect timing.
Yeah.
Just hit that right when I said how many inches is 4
I knew it
hours.
was coming. I'm starting.
like you know me.
Finally,
It's like
after
you know me.
3 hours and 50 minutes, I get it.
We know one button.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. I love what you guys are doing with BlazeBite. I appreciate you guys coming on talking about just being dads and some of your crazy stories and all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. Again, we're going to do this again sometime. We're going to do some other events coming up.
Yep.
Be on the lookout for that. Steve, you got anything?
I'm just going to say, thank you guys. It's been awesome. Thanks for letting us eat some wings with you. Thanks for bringing the wings.
No problem. Thanks
Just
for
one more
supplying
tavern?
bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a bourbon review with you guys. If you guys want to come back on one day. I don't know if it's going to be down here. Is it? Is it where you do bourbon reviews?
You just might want to have multiple bottles. that's
Bobbles
all.
will be...
There's going to be all
Can we
kinds
put
of
nipples on
bobbles.
these bubbles?
we could do some... on that note,
Bobbles.
thanks.
We're going to end this with a wrap for episode
12.
right? BlazeBite. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
High five. Cheers.
How's the rap go?
We don't have
We
one.
don't have a wrap.
You said you're going to end this with the
Oh,
rap.
it's a wrap, though. See ya.
Well, we'll get it.
Thank you.
Snort.
Hey guys, if you like what you just heard or watched, please don't be shy. Give us a like, subscribe, follow us on our social media pages, and drop us some comments, literally, about anything. Your support means the world to us and legit keeps us going. And most of all, thank you for all of your support.